boys, settle down.
Gregorio!
Antonio.
That is not good.
Get ready to experience the thrill of a lifetime.
If you somehow find this offensive, just don't listen. But my guess is you'll be sticking around.
Let's do this.
It's going down, Jack. Hey, it's Larry King welcoming you to the Opie and Anthony Show right here on Sirius XM Satellite Radio.
Oh, this is good radio right here.
Y'all are cooler than shit.
It starts funny and then gets very uncomfortable.
One of the most popular radio shows in the world.
Radio journalism at its best.
Hello, kids. It's the Opie and Anthony Show. They swear and they're vulgar and they talk about awful, awful things. That's what you like, isn't it?
Very flavorful.
Yay.
That's what you like, isn't it?
Please welcome Opie. The show is twisted, I'm telling you.
We're enjoying this shit.
That's what you like, isn't it?
Anthony.
I want dick prizes. Oh, I love when girls go through that. I'm here for you, ladies. Remember that.
That's what you like, isn't it?
And Jim Norton.
If a pussy could talk, it would say, die.
That's what you like, isn't it?
Everything you are about to hear is real.
Good morning. Welcome aboard.
Had enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
I was a kid. I was a kid 30 years ago when Kiss took off their makeup for the first time.
Kid?
I just did the math. Yeah, child of the 80s. I just did a little thing.
Like how old?
It was a real big deal when Kiss did that. I don't know, I was like 12, I guess, somewhere around there. 11, 12.
When what, Dress to Kill came out?
Fucking Roland almost got me killed last night.
Uh-oh. What happened?
But I want to talk about the transitional period, too.
Yeah, that, definitely.
Which one you want to talk about first?
Oh, man.
It's up to Anthony Cumia.
Whoa.
Roland almost got me killed.
Yeah.
Or do you want to hear about the transitional period? We're going to do both. But which one you want to hear first?
Oh, God.
Let's get into this today.
It's such a...
You know, I kind of like doing radio again.
Yeah.
We got paid that whole time, right?
Yeah.
During the blue period, we still got paid, right?
You guys got paid quite a bit.
Quite a bit for not wanting to do this. Nice.
Amazing.
Now we're back into the, what period would this be?
Renaissance?
You want to go Renaissance?
New Renaissance.
New
This is the
Renaissance?
Harlem Renaissance.
It can't be the Hope period because we went through that.
Third Reich?
I still have no hope. I still have no hope for my career,
No,
the
there's
show,
no hope.
this company.
Don't have hope. Don't mistake this for hope.
But there's an excitement that's back in this room.
Sometimes it can resemble hope, and you get tricked.
There's no way.
You have hope, and you're constantly let down.
I can guarantee you the hope thing has left me for forever.
There was some hope in this room.
Yeah.
3-4 months ago, when engineers were surveying.
Oh, right.
There was some hope.
Right.
Oh,
right.
God.
Well, the staff had their meeting with Tim Sabian, who's now overseeing the Opie and Anthony channel.
Yes.
A guy we used to work with many, many moons ago and did very well with.
YSP in Philadelphia.
He was the reason why the show was so huge in Philadelphia.
A little trivia for the people out there listening that remember. He was the tight slacks guy.
Right.
That's right.
If you remember.
Yes.
With his
he
loafers.
was tight slacks guy and loafers, yeah.
Stupid
And a
loafers.
raving queer.
Yes.
So the guys met with Tim Sabian yesterday.
Yeah, the guy. We met with him 2 days ago.
Right.
And then yesterday, the staff had their meeting with Tim.
And then eventually we might all meet together.
It's got to be done slowly.
For the first time in probably, 2 years?
Yeah, I'm not going home with hope on that one.
You don't want to shock everybody.
Yeah. No, I even walked down the hall after the show yesterday.
What?
It was weird. There's a whole world down there.
Yeah.
A lot of people that look at me funny, though, man. I guess those are all the people we've trashed over the years.
You don't
probably.
you don't have a good reputation.
I've seen people, they were kind of looking through their little cubicles, and I'm like, oh, did I piss that one off too? What did I say about him?
You know, you get a great hello from though when you walk down there.
Denny.
Dennis Falcone. Hey, how you doing? Hey, what are you doing down here?
Right.
We cleared out Roland's office.
Yeah.
And we have just tons of O&A paraphernalia that we were getting rid of.
Why? The listeners would eat that shit up.
Well, no. It's all in Dennis Falcone's little cubicle cubby area now.
Well, I also saw that they moved Dennis Falcone from his previous cubby. He's like the guy from Office Space.
Yeah.
They just keep moving him because, what is it? Is he annoying people?
Oh, yeah.
So they just keep moving him away from people?
You know what the next move is? And I'm not...
The basement.
The supply closet.
The supply closet.
He's right next to the supply closet.
Does he bug people?
Yeah,
my stapler.
His old seat was right by the door.
Yeah.
And so everybody that walked in, he would have to say something to everybody that walked in the fucking door.
And if you tried to leave, too.
And as hey, have a good day. Hey, good morning. Hey, what do you got going on today?
I hate to give Sal an inch, but he might be onto something.
Sal?
As far as, like, you know.
Sal?
Sal would hate an inch. He'd like 8.
Stupid Sal.
But I think Denny might be a bit on the annoying side.
Oh, man.
Sal can't stand him.
I like him. I do. I like having chats with him.
I can't get enough of him.
I like, because I've heard things. Who was it? Troy Kwan. You might remember that name.
No.
I've heard from him that he doesn't like, the bathroom conversations with Denny. I love a good fucking toilet conversation with Dennis Falcone.
You really?
Yeah, I don't mind him at all.
Well, why don't we get Troy Kwan in here?
No. That's fine.
Oh, God, that's
covered.
That's his little area.
We're looking at Dennis Falcone's little area, and it's just filled with obnoxious Opie and Anthony stuff.
The giant Jimmy cutout with his arms sticking out so you can make it look like his arms around you.
Yeah.
He's trying to put together. Yesterday, he stopped me, and I thought he was joking, so I started laughing. But he informed me he's very serious. He's trying to put together Friday lunch with the boys. He wants him and the O&A staff to go out and get some wings.
Does he feel like he's part of the organization now?
I guess so.
Are you using him for Jocktober?
Yeah. I'm going to sit down with him.
All right, very
good.
Very good. So,
we never did hear him call our show either, did we?
Well,
was it any good? No,
not really.
I didn't hear it.
Where is it?
But it was him, huh?
Yeah, when we were on K-Rock, when we were doing that satellite/regular radio stint.
Well, I remember that.
Which was very, very exhausting because the two companies didn't really want to work together.
We used to walk over back and forth. Didn't you step on that guy's cake at some point?
Yeah. It was an accidental.
Is there a video of that? I'm not sure. I think there was a video.
It was a rumor.
Well,
a rumor.
YouTube sent me a little apology.
What?
They yanked the video.
Yeah.
And they said it was bullying.
Uh-huh.
And then I pleaded my case through some fine people I'm working with.
Wow.
And they saw it my way, and they said, holy shit, we were so wrong, and they put the video back up.
Damn!
That's great.
YouTube.
Which is good, because other people have the video with no explanation, so at least I have it up there with all our explanations, and it links to us discussing it.
Yeah.
It links to the other video where we talked to Andrew after the fact. But YouTube actually gave me a little apology saying we were wrong.
Righteous.
Because they just thought it was what it was without the the backstory. So
wow, bullying. Ugh.
They deemed it bullying.
But it's amazing the fighting and stuff that they put on YouTube. The fist. It's like, oh my god.
Yeah, they yanked it because they thought it was a bullying thing.
I have a theory about bullying in schools. Quickly.
Yeah.
I think there's more bullying now because more kids are fat. I think more kids are fat, so the fat kids are always getting bullied. That's what I think. I was looking at some old fucking 1970s New York pictures last night. The gritty fucking abandoned cars everywhere and stuff. And there were like a few pictures where there were kids on the street playing and fucking around and shit. They were every fucking one of them rail thin.
Right.
Rail fucking thin. There was one fucking fat kid. And it was the fat kid in school years ago. It's like, oh, he's the fat kid. Now, there's a fuckload of fat kids.
But if they're all fat, then how are they all being bullied?
Fat. That's just it. There's more fat kids, so more of the skinny kids are fucking bullying the shit out of them. You little fat fuck.
There's more and more. There's more and more women out of shape wearing fucking
yoga pants, right?
And fat girl dresses, because the fashion industry has figured out how to make fat girls look almost sexy,
almost normal.
So they don't have to lose the weight anymore because they've decided to cater to these people that should lose maybe 20 to 25 pounds. Yes. Yes, it's the almost sexy fat girl dress.
Almost.
Yeah, that new line of clothing, Piggy Girl.
Piggy Girl. Remember that look in the 90s? It was the stretch pants for the fat chick. The uniform of the fat chick was the stretch pants, and then a long, like really loose sweater thing that went down below their waist.
Well, that was to cover up the bunt.
Right, yeah. So cover up the bunt and everything.
Cottage cheese ass.
But they'd have the stretch pants so that whatever they let hang out below the sweater was like, oh, look at my legs are nice.
Well, I mean, the new one is that stupid dress with the fake
fucking body.
The fake body
silhouette.
The fake silhouette on it.
Yeah.
You're not fooling anyone. That's what I'm talking about with the fashion industry. They're like, well, these slobs aren't going to go to the gym and lose 25 pounds, so let's make a dress where they look like they did.
This dress is slimming. And then it's like
the ones that have the black on the side. We've all seen it, and then it's a fake figure.
Yes. It looks like a slim girl. Yeah.
Yeah, the Anthony Weiner slob has one of those dresses.
It looks like a slim girl, and then there's black material on the sides.
You like that, Jim?
So if you stand in front of a black background, it looks like you're really skinny.
It looks like you're way thinner than you really are.
Yeah.
It's the black on the sides, but we're looking at the dress that the Anthony Weiner pig is wearing.
Yeah.
And it's red. The red part makes her look like she's really thin.
Thin and buxom.
Oh, just ignore the black shit on the sides.
That's where all the juicy hips are.
You think she looks good, Jim?
Yeah, she looks good. Hell yeah.
It's what Boy George did with his chin, where he painted his neck and chin black, and then outlined a skinny face with the black.
Be cool, man.
Why? What's the matter?
Boy George follows me. Be cool.
See, there it is. Look, he was doing that.
Boy George follows me on Twitter. Be cool, man.
No way.
Yeah.
Why?
And I don't know why. That's a very good question. I just think it's cool because
similar lifestyles.
I think it's cool because he's like, he was huge in the 80s when I was growing up. And now
he probably has a thing for gingers.
Oh.
He probably jerks off to your sig pic.
He'll tumble for you.
Maybe he doesn't even follow me anymore. Who knows? Last I looked, he did.
God, look at him.
Yeah, he's still huge, and it's not the 80s.
Yeah, he's huge, all right. And then he would paint his neck and his double chin black, and then leave the one chin.
Well, that was for his dumb Broadway.
But he did that to make his face look skinny.
Wasn't that the Broadway show he did with Rosie or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he used to walk around like that.
Yes,
too.
he did. That is absolutely the same thing as the dress.
Yeah.
The fat bitch dress.
The fat bitch dress.
He's a strange guy, Boy George.
So what happened? Where were we?
Where the fuck
Why the fuck did we go with that? Fat kids bullying.
Yeah, following me, too.
Oh.
What?
Boy George.
I'm telling you, he might even follow you as well.
He's following 15,907 people.
Well, it's still impressive.
Shit.
Come on. Give it to me. Come on, I didn't see that. Well, I mean, it's hard to keep your kids, kind of not chubby because of all the goodness out there.
Well, yeah, I guess.
Do you understand the shit these kids could eat now?
I know. And
it's unbelievable.
It's also combined with the fact that a lot of kids are inside. They don't go outside and fucking ride bikes and fucking run around and do just bullshit, like kid shit. A lot of video games, a lot of fucking time spent on the computer, sitting down with their phone. Yeah.
Goldfish alone, I think there's like 100 different fucking varieties of goldfish you get now.
Let's ask the expert.
E-Rock, how many goldfish?
Oh, there's a lot.
Flavors now.
Yeah? Is there a pizza flavor?
Yes. There is.
Oh,
that's
not
pretty
that
fun.
good, though.
No?
But the cheese, which ones do you like? I like the fucking cheddar cheese.
The regular cheddar one is the best.
The best?
Yeah, the original.
Oh, yeah.
White cheddar's good. Isn't there another white cheddar?
There might be.
There's another one that's fucking good, too.
But the vanilla cupcake is also good.
No, stop.
You're just...
Then they have chocolate ones now.
They have French toast.
Oh.
You're just giving more fucking lyrics for songs.
It's going to happen anyway.
Oh, you want it to happen to you?
No. It's not going to
Oh, my.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
Boy George follows me too, by the way.
Does he?
Forget it. Then it's not special.
Me.
It's not special anymore.
Somebody just follows all radio people and stuff.
That's not. It's not.
It's not even Boy George. I bet.
It might. No, actually,
it is
it probably
Boy George.
is him.
Just people. Yeah.
Yeah. When you look at some of the tweets, I was just looking at that. That's a. They're not.
It's him.
Yeah.
What's his
Boy George.
It's just Boy George.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who else is gonna take Boy George?
Yeah.
I don't know. Some boy named George.
Let's see.
Boy George.
I just looked at one of his tweets. It made me hungry.
Yeah.
He tweeted a fucking food thing from this place in Soho, and I'm like, God damn it, that looks delicious.
Boy George, not following me.
Me neither.
What the fuck, Boy George?
Well, I'm scared he's not following me anymore. What is he again?
Boy George.
All right, let me see this. After all this, I will laugh my ass off if he's not following me anymore. Boy George.
He does follow a lot of people. How is Boy George following E-Rock?
He's not. I'm totally lying.
Oh, you liar.
Oh.
He got us again.
Oh.
Boy George, still following me.
E-Rock's Pranks. That's a new show.
E-Rock.
He pranks people with things that no one cares. Like he walks in and he'll go, "Hey, it's supposed to rain on Thursday." Really? Nah.
Actually, he mixed it up. It was Chef Boyardee George. Oh, boy. E-Rock.
So...
Yeah.
So the guys had their meeting with Tim Sabian, who's
right.
officially overseeing the channel. There was a transition period.
You might remember us talking about it.
Right.
Transitional period between the old regime of Steve Blatter. Egghead, the radio wizard.
And the great Rob Cross.
And, well, I prefer Chuck Roast.
Yeah.
The great Chuck Roast.
The average Chuck Roast.
Now you might be
remember.
confused. I've changed my tune with the great Rob Cross.
Oh, how did that happen?
He fucking stuck his neck out to help save Troy Kwan.
Oh.
Like showed fucking real balls.
Well.
Obviously the Egghead wanted him fired because I didn't hear from the Egghead when the whole Troy Kwan thing was going down.
This is really very mean.
At least he doesn't have to listen to the insults anymore, right?
No, Rob Cross still has it on in his office.
Rob is a good egg.
Rob enjoys the show. He still wants to be working with the channel.
Of course, because he's called the Great Rob Cross. That's why wouldn't he?
The Great Rob Cross.
The Great Rob Cross.
/ Chuck Roast.
Chuck Roast. The radio wizard. And Steve Blatter. And they were all in charge. Large and in charge of this very fucking show. And you might have heard over the course of the years, we kind of had a few issues with them. You might have heard.
A little bit.
If you listened closely, with appearances and show-related things, the studio itself, all kinds of shit.
For the nuanced listener.
Right. But they were the guys that were supposed to know what was going on in here. And during this transitional period, they were supposed to, I guess, brief Tim Sabian. The new regime.
It's called getting them up to speed, Anthony.
Up to speed.
In the corporate world.
Good corporate talk.
Getting it up to speed.
Yes, getting him up to speed. And so yesterday, I guess you guys met with Tim Sabian.
Yes.
And I guess you could just kind of gloss over things because he had been briefed.
It was a very long meeting.
Oh, really? But it must have been good because you didn't have to go over the small things that he was already briefed on.
Did you have the feeling that he knew what the fuck he was doing?
Did Tim knew what he was doing?
Yeah.
Yes, I have the feeling that.
Was that an uncomfortable feeling for you guys?
How did that feel?
How did that feel to go, oh, fuck, we ain't getting away with shit anymore because this guy really knows his...
It is a weird thing that somebody's going to be paying attention to the details now.
Right.
And we're like, oh, fuck, like, there's a lot of shit that just wasn't getting done. It's going to actually have to get done. Like, when we say, yeah, we'll do it.
Right.
Like, it seems like somebody's going to check to find out if we actually did it.
You mean like, I don't know, let me think of one example. Remember when you and E-Rock used to have to, like, voice the worst of the week countdown, and then you guys decide, fuck this, and didn't do it for 6 months, and then they finally caught you?
8 months.
It was 8 months?
It was 8. Yeah, it was 8.
8 months they finally went to you and went,
months.
what the hell's going on? And
They were really
awkwardly, you had to tell them you hadn't done it in 8 months.
They were really upset that day.
They were upset because we called them out.
Yeah, they were really...
They deserved everything they got.
Really unhappy with
everything. I think we kind of held back, to be honest with you.
We were nice.
Mm-hmm.
I think we were very nice to all of them.
Yes. So, all right, so what happened?
Well, the reason that it was a long meeting was because we went around the whole table, and Tim had to ask each one of us in detail what it is that we do here.
So what exactly is it you do here?
And then we had to...
That's how it felt.
Is that what it felt like?
Love is all on this side of the table.
Yeah.
Wow.
Then we had to explain what everything was.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Because he did not know. And that's not a fault of Tim, because it's just really yesterday was just kind of first week,
Are you
really.
politely trying to say that he wasn't brought up to speed?
I mean, not even a brief.
He wasn't told anything.
He wasn't told anything
about this
You would think
show
those guys would sit down and go, okay, and give him the lay of the land.
No, he couldn't have been told anything.
So what types of things did he just not know about that concern this show?
Sal.
He didn't know. Well, he didn't.
Well, we don't even know.
He didn't know that.
What the hell's that?
He didn't know Troy Kwan was a full-time staff member.
Oh my God!
What do you think? He was just a bully who wanders in?
The two-legged hate crime.
Well, I want to talk to Troy Kwan about that.
No,
We should
get him in here.
That's fine.
What?
No.
Really?
Wow.
That's weird. I would think that would make good radio,
It's
right?
fine. No, it's not. It's not any good. It's not any
sure?
Good. Yeah, no, it's boring.
I just think so.
Miss
Usually
hearing
pretty
him.
good.
Boring story.
Let's hear him on the air. It's been a while.
Nah, it's been. He's on the air here and there. He's fine.
Okay.
So he doesn't know. He basically doesn't even know the staff.
No, he doesn't know the staff.
And I don't want to confuse people. This isn't on Tim Sabian. It's on the guys that were supposed to maybe tell him a thing or two of what he's getting himself into.
Their argument's going to be, though, that he was away.
But
I'm not saying it's right. I'm just telling you.
Their argument's going to be nothing because they don't give a fuck anymore.
Yeah. How about the fact that he should have been told, here's the staff of the Opie and Anthony show.
And this is what they do.
Here's what they do.
He thought Troy worked in music.
Wow. Okay.
Jesus.
Boy. Okay.
Obviously not the Broadway channel.
Or no, maybe the Broadway channel.
Oh, you think that's... Yeah.
Oh,
Thou protesteth too much, I think.
Absolutely. How many of those show guys can you see without wanting one in your mouth?
Yes.
Hope's eyes really went up on that one.
Oh.
Jimmy rocks.
Ooh.
All right, so he didn't know the staff. What else?
Any programming besides this show, like anything on the weekend.
Okay, so he didn't know what else was going on the channel.
No, he didn't. He didn't know what we air on the channel.
Yeah.
He didn't know. We didn't know we have a podcast.
He didn't know we had a podcast. That's kind of important at this point.
Yeah, no, he didn't know that.
Right.
Uh-huh.
He asked if we had any interaction with the company website. Or this show.
Yeah. He didn't know anything about our offerings through audible.com. He didn't know about that.
Right.
Another way to hear our show is audible.com.
That's right.
Anything.
Although it seems like it takes forever for some of those shows to get up there. I'm hearing more and more complaints about shows not being up on audible.com. What's that about, Sam Roberts? Go.
There's weird technical issues around here because there's several systems that you have to go through. It should be you get the show, you record it on a computer, and you just FTP it.
That is how it is.
But it isn't.
Oh, okay.
FTP, I don't know.
I'm a big fan of the FTP.
Yeah, I mean, he knows. He's a huge fan of Opie, Anthony, Jim Norton.
Oh,
He's
you
a
said
huge...
my name a little louder there. I noticed.
I didn't mean to.
Oh, okay.
He's a huge fan of what he is under the impression that you guys do, but beyond that, there is no knowledge of the operations of this channel.
So the transitional phase, they did nothing. There was no transition.
There couldn't have been.
Yeah.
I wouldn't think there could have been any real.
Wow.
Yeah.
God, it's just.
They really wanted nothing to do
Well,
with
Jimmy
this
said
show.
it perfectly. We were just stuck in the mud because we had guys that just didn't know how to like push this forward,
and they didn't
or get the
want
best
to.
out of it.
And I will say this: Tim did an amazing job of not. He didn't rush not one thing. He asked every question. He wrote down everything.
Ooh.
Anything he was unfamiliar with, he was asking about. Like, there was no sort of, yeah, I'll figure it out. It's like, no, you tell me. Bring me up to speed, blah, blah, blah.
Which one of the staff kind of took the lead in the meeting? Was it Sal?
No.
Sal didn't take the lead? Grabbed the bull by the balls and fucking...
Well, yeah, maybe. But not in that scenario. As he grabs a bull by the tank and services.
I'm going to tell you this.
Yeah.
Under this new regime, I believe the leader of the staff, going forward, will be Eric Nagel.
E-Rock!
I believe.
Wow.
What's going on?
I believe that will happen.
Yo, what's going on? You feel like you want to work with Tim Sabian, huh?
I decided to try again.
Oh, wow.
You wouldn't believe this guy. All of a sudden, I mean, the old regime would have. They should be insulted.
Yes.
Because all of a sudden, E-Rock decided he wanted to open his mouth in a meeting again.
Wow.
He usually didn't talk in the meeting?
No.
I used to yell, and then they would stop talking to me.
Yeah.
Well, Eric appreciates a good radio guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, they're going to talk radio for hours.
He loves some
He
good
loves
scuttlebutt.
radio.
Some radio scuttlebutt.
I used to love radio. E-Rock loves it.
He is a student
He can't
of
get
radio.
enough of it.
Loves
No.
it.
He can't wait for a good rumor to
Yep.
come down the pipe.
Whoa.
Well, you wouldn't do certain things before, right? Because the regime don't like it.
Regime don't like it.
Well, he's taking the lead.
Damn.
I believe going forward, Eric will be the go-to guy on this staff.
Now, E-Rock, I must warn you, this isn't hope, is it? Do you have hope?
An inkling.
Oh, no. Oh, E-Rock.
That's terrific. That's terrific.
OMG.
Thank you.
It's our last chance.
Is it your last, attempt at holding on to any form of hope?
Gotta have something.
Yeah, okay. Oh, God, you poor bastard.
That's weird.
You poor bastard.
I don't want to have hope.
No.
I want
Don't
a
have
little
hope.
I want a little excitement, a little energy. That's good.
A little anticipation. Hopeful. No, not hopeful. A bit of optimism, perhaps. That's something. But hope? No.
In the near future, I think there's going to be a lot of E-Rock's going to be partaking in a lot of meetings that he will be initiating.
Holy shit!
He loes talking to Tim.
You feeling all right, E?
Radio.
Next thing you know, he's going to be eating salads for lunch.
Oh no! Stop.
Baby
Change
step,
from
sir.
tossing them. Everything's a queer joke.
Oh, look who's making them.
Holy shit.
You just can't win.
Tough room.
It really
But it
is.
really is like hanging out with fucking a bunch of 13-year-olds.
Wow, this is fucking great news, though.
It is
I
great
like
news.
this. The fucking Nagel input.
There was an awkward moment when
Oh, no.
he said that he was like, I was explaining what I do. And he was like, yeah, he goes, I turned on the after show for a couple minutes. And you weren't talking about Opie and Anthony at all. Like you.
Uh-oh.
I was like, yeah, it's just kind of where it's evolved,
I guess he wasn't briefed that it did start out as
right.
And Sam wasn't briefed.
And yeah.
I don't blame Sam.
No, I just kind of got
If no one's
thrown
going
in.
to tell you what to do, go for
I
it.
know, and then there were days it's like, what are you going to fucking, talk about?
I told him it's like this conversation we're having right now, this is kind of like a behind-the-scenes wrap-up show type of conversation, but we do it on the show. That's what the show is.
Right.
Yeah.
So we talk about other stuff.
I like the fact that Sam is using the same excuse the fucking mayor of San Diego used.
Yeah.
Nobody told me.
No one told me.
Oh, I was never briefed on that.
I should fucking grab women by the hair and shove their face into my crotch.
Robert's headlock.
Yes, the Roberts headlock. Wow. So you had your meeting.
Yeah.
He wasn't briefed, but you felt good about it.
It was a good meeting, and he was very interested. I think he's going to be very hands-on. He was really sinking his teeth
Sinking his teeth into
the stuff we were talking about.
Yeah.
All right.
E-Rock, Oh.
And we were completely right that there was ridiculous incompetence with the old guys, right?
Oh, God.
I felt comfortable with Tim at the helm.
Yeah.
Wow.
What a fucking waste. How many years was that?
It was a while.
4.
Fuck, 4 years between Eric Logan and Tim Sabean. Do you remember how much momentum we had? And then Eric Logan calls me up one day and goes, I'm working for Oprah. I'm like, what? You can't even take us with you.
What?
Usually the guy you really like, he takes you with him.
Yeah.
With the next big opportunity.
I got to tell
I'm
you
like, well,
something.
I go, we'll never see you again. He goes, oh, that's not true. Well, I'm here to say 4 years later, it's true.
I've seen Elo a couple times when I was in Chicago. He
we
came
talked
to
a little
gig.
bit. He's still a good guy, but he's long gone.
That ship has sailed.
Oh, boy, has it.
Apparently, there was a chubby caterpillar in a cocoon for the last 4 years because a beautiful butterfly blossomed at yesterday's meeting.
Oh, my God.
That's right.
Rock! A Nagel butterfly.
That's right.
The other word for cocoon is?
What's that?
Oh, you say it without stuttering?
Can we celebrate with an E-Rock song? I'm just feeling so fucking festive right now.
And a nice butterfly has come, and by that I mean a steak.
Oh.
What does E-Rock say? I mean, come on. Let's celebrate.
Oh, yeah. I also want to say that E-Rock himself is sponsored by Mama Mancini's Meatballs. Mama Mancini Meatballs. The Meatball Lovers Meatball, by the way.
That's right.
And, wow, what a coup that is. Them hopping on the E-Rock bandwagon before we had this revelation, this new birth of E-Rock.
I see a connection between Mama Mancini sponsoring. You guys are giving credit to Tim Sabean.
Oh,
no.
Shit.
It's Mama Mancini. It's the fact that Meatball Boy now has a fucking motivation.
Yes,
he wants to rise to the top of the heap and keep those free sandwiches coming.
Yes.
It's the meatballs that woke him from his coma.
Yes, it is. It's like a Bryan Adams song for that 11-year-old girl.
Right. Yeah, you never know what's going to wake a person from a coma.
Fucking Hoagie Boy has a few bites of that fucking Mama Mancini's hoagie, and now all of a sudden he's Mr. Meeting.
He came to the table.
He wants to live again.
Yes,
Don't you dare tell us what to do, E-Rock.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Keep that fun stuff to yourself.
This is great.
Can we hear an E-Rock song?
Oh,
a good one, though. A praising one. There we go.
Yeah.
This
could be the best one. Can we do a twofer?
Absolutely.
I'm bringing goldfish back. Those motherfuckers keep my titties fat.
Oh, no.
I know you're jealous of my luscious rack. I'm just a piggy boy who loves his snacks.
That's mean.
Slavo!
Oh.
I'm overweight. They call me Slavo 'cause I'm out of shape. I suck at work and always show up late. I sit around and just eat shit all day.
Yeah, sex bagel is fat.
Come here, girl. Enjoy some goldfish. What'll it be? Enjoy some goldfish. Cheddar cheese. Enjoy some goldfish. Have some of these. Enjoy some Check out my flabby arms. Enjoy some goldfish. Blade Pepperidge Farms. Enjoy some goldfish. Flavor makes me smile. Enjoy some goldfish. And my body vile. Enjoy some goldfish. Now get your goldfish on. Enjoy some goldfish. Get your goldfish on. Enjoy some goldfish. Get your goldfish on. Enjoy some goldfish. Get your goldfish on.
Wow. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah.
Nice.
That is a good one, man.
Sean F., right?
Yeah, you ready for a twofer?
Mondo270 on the Twitter.
Back.
Are we doing the...
Let's go with the new one.
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah.
Keep it topical.
All right. Oh, yeah.
Aunt hates blacks.
Oh.
Jim likes dick. Oak stops cakes and Sam's a prick. Rollins cool. Trav is too. Sal's a no good hipster boob. Gary's gone. He fucked the show. Don't let the door hit your bald ass. But there's a man who moves real slow.
My new favorite part.
What does he rock say?
I'm not good. I'm not good. I'm not good.
What does he rock say?
I love the garlic butter sauce. I love the garlic butter sauce. I love the garlic butter sauce.
What does he rock say?
Oh, Terrible.
What does E-Rock say?
I don't care. I'm very lazy. I don't care. I'm very lazy. I don't care. I'm very lazy.
What does E-Rock say?
Not an accurate song anymore.
Wow.
That's true.
He's not lazy anymore.
No, he stepped up.
He stepped up.
All of a sudden.
It's pretty goddamn cool.
Eric. Nice. I like the E-Rock songs.
Eric
Those
is about
are
to get his
good,
title
man.
changed to HNIC.
Oh, yeah?
Head Nagel in charge.
Head Nagel in charge.
Head Nagel in charge.
Oh, man. H-Nick.
Yeah.
Nice.
We're all thinking quickly, aren't we?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So far, I have Heavy Nagel in.
I got the Heavy Nagel, too. And cheese.
I can't wait till it's Heavy Nagel in cardiac arrest.
Oh, my God.
I'm just kidding. I don't mean that.
Oh, poor E-Rock.
Heavy Nagel iced cookies.
Aw, he likes, well, he's not a sweets guy.
We
He likes
got-
good steak.
We got a sweet guy coming today. Cronut guy's coming.
Hey.
Oh, is that what that fucking guy is?
He's finally... Cronut guy's finally coming through.
Oh, fucking.
With his souffle.
Is he bringing cronuts?
He's bringing his souffle.
Oh, how terrific.
According to Roland, the souffle is even bigger than the cronut.
No, that's Roland's great, but he couldn't get the guy to bring a cronut.
We
The guy's
need a
like, I'll bring a
cronut.
souffle.
You're not excited?
No, I'm not. I wouldn't know who he is. I see him on the prep sheet. I'm like, who the fuck is that?
Wow. Speaking of Roland, he's not great because he almost got us killed last night.
Roland?
Yeah. I got invited to see Lawrence Taylor's Life and Times, which is going to be on Showtime. I think maybe this weekend it's going to be on debuts.
I'm not sure.
Anyway, our old friend Pete Radovich. You might remember Pete Radovich.
Oh, boy.
He was the one. When is it on?
When's the world premiere?
Documentary premieres September 20th at 8 p.m. on Showtime.
Okay, Friday. Nice.
It's Friday.
I highly recommend it. It was amazing. And Pete Radovich, who did XFL Game Day with me, he was the director / producer of XFL Game Day. You know, that was many moons ago. And I've kept in touch with Pete over the years, and I thought that would kill his career with CBS Sports. Turns out it didn't kill his career. He went on to bigger and better things.
Wasn't it NBC, though?
It was NBC at the time, you're right.
yeah.
He moves around a little bit. Those guys move around.
Yeah.
You're right. But I think he's been with CBS Sports for a long time now.
Uh-huh.
Maybe after the XFL Game Day, he did have to find another gig.
Yeah, maybe that was it.
But they introduced our old pal, Pete Radovich, a guy that I remember being in the editing bay with when he was trying to edit our XFL pregame show, and basically was yelling and screaming at the screen and at me, sort of saying, I can't fucking use any of this.
Yes.
And it wasn't because of our performance. It was because of our asshole fans were all trying to jerk off our dicks.
Yeah, they were in the audience, so they would look at the monitor, put their hand up, and do the jerk off. Yeah.
These guys went, wait a minute. If I just go like this with my two little fingers, I can make it look like I'm jerking off Opie or Anthony.
Yeah.
And the whole audience was doing
The
it?
whole, because then one guy saw, so then they were trying to cover, and they would move to other shots, and everyone decided to do it. I'll never forget being in this editing bay with Pete Radovich screaming like, I can't fucking use any of this. And then he had to use a third camera that was just an overview camera from the back of the room to cover.
What a negative influence the fans of this show have always been on it.
Horrid.
When was that?
That was
2000?
Fuck, it was probably around 2000.
Oh, God.
And
Long time.
I'm in NBC, Rockefeller Plaza in this beautiful suite, and he's just screaming indirectly at our fans, going, I can't fucking use any of this. Anyway, that guy, he's been a friend of mine for many, many years, and he wrote me saying, hey, this Lawrence Taylor thing is premiering, I want you to come and check it out.
That's nice.
And I went. Well, you're not going to see it because
they didn't.
Like, they had to use this shot.
Yeah, they had to use
some weird, like, in the corner on the ceiling.
Yes, because our fans were, like, fucking jerking us off.
Jacking us off with the camera.
You like that, right?
Was there good banter there?
Oh,
No,
sure
I
there
don't
was.
I remember the show being decent.
It's terrible.
Wasn't bad.
It's terrible.
I didn't even know how to dress.
Well, who knew what was going on?
It's on NBC,
Look,
though.
fish out of water.
Right.
What are you
So,
gonna They paid me. I don't give a shit. Fuck them.
So they.
That's what Gary's saying. I get paid. Fuck 'em.
So that's the Pete Radovich from the old days.
Yeah.
And he's had an amazing career since. And they introduced him as a guy that has won 27 Emmys.
27 Emmy Awards.
For his sports documentaries and other things he's
Fucking
done
righteous.
for, I think, mostly CBS Sports at this point.
Yeah.
27 Emmys. And they're already saying this LT thing, which was unbelievable, was really, really fucking good.
That means he's won 13 since 2009 alone.
Why?
In 2009, CBS put out a press release that said they were naming this 14-time Emmy Award winner, Pete Radovich, to creative director.
Yeah, he's a rock star now.
And that was
he's a
2009,
rock star
he
at
was
CBS
14.
Sports. He produces or directs Inside the NFL now.
Wow.
Yeah, he's a real fucking big deal, this guy. And they introduced him as now he's up to 27 Emmys. 27 Emmys.
Oh my God.
And this LT documentary he put together is just fucking amazing. Everyone remembers LT as one of the greatest football players of all time, certainly the best defensive player of all time, number 56. But his life off the field was complete shit, so you almost forget how great he was as a player, almost. And this documentary was just unbelievable looking at his life on and off the field. Unbelievable.
And what is now? We are getting him today, or we're not? Like what?
Pete Radovich, he drags me up on the red carpet. I didn't really want to fucking do it. I didn't do it actually officially, but he introduced me to LT, and LT's like, "Oh, Opie, I thought you were from Mayberry." Has no idea who we are, but he was really, really fucking nice. And then I was talking to his agent, who's an intense fucking guy, but really, really nice and knows our show. And we're trying to work it out with Roland, who's now walking down the hall here.
Oh. He's a crush. He still plays better.
Roland, we're getting LT. Lawrence Taylor in? Not today? What the fuck happened?
His agent said he's very tired. He had a whirlwind night.
Whirlwind.
When's the documentary air?
Friday.
He's going to talk to him possibly tomorrow to see if he come in or he'll call in.
Can we get Pete Radovich to come in?
That is your side.
Do we have room tomorrow?
Yeah.
All right, maybe we'll get our old pal Pete to come in and talk about it because it's worth it. It's great.
Or maybe he can get LT in too. Maybe he can call him. It's like whirlwind night. It's like, dude, this is your documentary comeback after a bad. What are you doing?
Right.
You can't sleep in. You gotta fucking go out and promote for a week.
But I think he's been sober since spring only.
Yeah. He's a big dude.
Yeah, he's a bigger than life dude.
We have 3 guests from 9 o'clock on.
Yeah, I noticed that.
No, one guy's just dropping off souffles.
Yeah.
He's not a guest.
Yeah, no, he's just dropping off and leaving.
He's going to come in with his souffles.
Yeah, just drop off to me.
He's the Cronut guy.
Okay.
How come he's not dropping off a Cronut?
What?
Why isn't he bringing a Cronut?
Oh, because the Magic Souffle is a new hot item that everybody's talking about. They're waiting 5 hours in line for that one.
But he won't bring any Cronuts?
I didn't ask him to. That was my fault. Because like the Magic Souffle is like the new hot foodie item.
It's hotter than the Cronut?
Yeah. Well, it's like just right there. People waiting 4 or 5 hours for this one.
You know what that's like, though? That's like a fucking, like a fucking band comes up, they got a big hit song, and they're like, no, we're going to play a new one. And the audience is going, no, we want to hear the hit.
Yeah.
The Cronut's the hit.
But then they tried this one. They go, oh, I like that song too.
Nah, you want to hear the hit.
You want to hear the hit, and then you want to hear this one.
Right.
Sorry,
maybe
lover boy. We're going to start with working for the weekend.
Maybe the guy's going to surprise us with a Cronut. Let's all relax.
I bet not. I bet he just wants to sell his goddamn Cronuts, and that's why he can bring it.
Yeah, we get the souffle.
Right.
Well, souffle, he made 1,000, sold out in 10 minutes on Sunday.
Oh.
Damn.
I went there Sunday with a 4-hour wait for a Cronut.
And it turns out Roland's
Who's waiting 4 hours for a fucking Cronut?
Idiots.
I swear to you.
Idiots.
I can't fucking imagine.
Idiots.
It's all the food. He created the foodie world for desserts. Like he
Go to
revived
fucking Dunkin' Donuts. Get a nice fucking Boston cream. You're all good.
The second you
Dunkin'
finish
Donuts
it, you
are
don't
stale.
care. It's like shooting a load.
Dunkin' Donuts are stale.
They're stale and shitty.
I like a nice fresh Dunkin' Donut.
Yeah.
I like Dunkin' Donuts
Oh,
myself.
me too. They're delicious.
I don't even care if they're stale.
No.
I prefer a
in
good
your
hot
face.
fresh donut.
Well, of course, but if
Holy
it's been in the
fuck.
box and it's on your fucking counter the next day, you'll flip it up, you're like, yeah.
The glaze is all like rubbing off and stuff. Who
terrible,
cares?
but who cares?
What the fudge?
I obviously love a good
I'll have
chicken.
what the fudge.
I obviously love a good chicken parm at 10 o'clock at night.
Oh.
All I had to do was go to bed.
When did you have chicken parm?
I didn't eat dinner because we went to this LT thing. I go home, I'm a little hungry, and I'm like, oh, fuck. All right, just go to bed. You could catch up with your eating tomorrow. And I dig out a chicken parm.
Oh, was it delicious?
And of course, I had to have the extra sauce.
Were you eating it crying?
But I
shouldn't be.
But it's I eat well all day until the last minute.
And you fucked it up.
All I do is go to bed.
I just took an allergy pill and passed out.
You know what you do? Get yourself some delightful almonds. You throw a few almonds in your mouth.
That'll be good,
like
right?
eating a piece of... No, it's not like eating chicken parm. Chicken parm's amazing.
Remember Kevin Ware? I know we're going off topic. He was the guy that snapped his leg in front of everybody, the college basketball player.
Yeah.
He's already dunking the ball.
Really?
Yeah, he's coming back fast from his injury, and he's already dunking a ball. That's a big video all over the TV today.
It's funny if you landed on the other one and broke it.
But he's already dunking again. Holy fuck. That leg was in half, remember?
They should have Joe Theismann hit over and over again.
Yeah, in the LT documentary.
Oh, they did?
Oh, yeah.
That's right, he did that.
It was the first time he commented on it, too.
Oh, yeah? What did he say?
Yeah, I guess he never really talked about it in interviews. I didn't know that. Yeah. He always blew it off.
That was bad. You saw that little delay. Like, he jumped on him, and it was like, huh? Just pop. Oh, jeez.
Roland, you do know you almost got us killed last night, right?
No.
So here's really quickly. So the documentary's happening. We're sitting right behind LT's very intense sports agent.
Yeah.
He's the bald guy that wears the glasses that you've seen on TV a lot, especially when...
Bald guy with glasses, Gary?
Oh, no.
Especially... through LT's legal troubles, he was always by his side, and I recognized him right away.
Mm-hmm.
Are you looking for a picture of him?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
So the documentary's going on. That's his lawyer. That's another bald guy. This guy's in shape. He looks like, he might jacked. He might be on some juice. Maybe legal juice. I don't know. But he looks like that type of guy. He's a big fucking dude. Wide shoulders. So the documentary's happening, and some asshole's phone goes off two spots away from where the agent was sitting.
Oh, shit.
And I watched because it was right in front of me, I watched this guy dress down another big fucking guy with a very prominent whisper where I got scared. He was ready to fucking strangle the guy.
Oh, shit.
Because it's his boy. The documentary, it's his guy. And now you're interrupting it with your stupid phone. You forgot to, put it on vibrate.
Man.
So I'm like, holy shit, this guy isn't going to put up with shit. And then he wouldn't let it go. For the rest of the premiere, he kept staring the guy down and saying shit. And I'm like, oh, my God, he still might fight him. It happened an hour ago, and he might fight him.
He's still pissed.
He's still pissed. He's one of those types. Oh, so then all of a sudden, I'm like, wow. I took all that in, and I'm watching the documentary. It's terrific. I'm loving it. And then there's Roland fucking snoring right next to me. He's right directly behind the agent. And I'm like, holy fuck, this guy's going to get me killed. And usually when Roland, falls asleep, which he does at everything, I let him go.
Yeah.
I've seen him sleep sideways in the aisles, like a tree that's been bent after a storm. He don't give a fuck. But this time I'm like, I can't let him sleep because the snoring is going to drive this guy insane.
Yeah.
So I'm poking him really hard. I slapped him once really hard to wake him up.
I'm like, Three Stooges?
Yes. I'm like, Nolan, you're fucking snoring.
Wake up, porcupine. Wow.
And then he goes, no, I'm awake. It's my allergies. I have to lay this way so I can breathe.
God.
Yeah. I took a pill before he invited me. I thought, oh, boy.
Oh, no.
Once I take the allergy pill, I just pass out.
He was snoring.
It was the start, and you could see this guy's giant neck in front of me, kind of like twitching, like trying to.
Oh no!
Almost like he was thinking, wait, did I just hear a snore? And I'm like, oh my god.
And I should have teabagged him. Everyone would have laughed.
And I just talked to the guy because we're trying to get LT in.
Yeah.
I was good.
You weren't good. I hit you a lot.
I know.
A lot. You gotta have.
I thought one. I was like, ooh.
You gotta have bruises on your side because there were a couple good elbows.
Yeah, and the cab ride. I'm like,
a couple good elbows in your side to try to wake you up. Fucking Geraldo walked in. As much as we make fun of that motherfucker and his selfies and shit, that guy looks fucking good.
Was he jacked?
Yeah.
He doesn't look 70. There's no way that guy.
70.
He has a nice hair coif.
Yeah, you would never believe that guy is 70 years old. He walked in and he's just a rock star.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, he is.
He's a rock star. But the LT thing, I don't want to give too much of it away. I mean, most people know his life story, but
yeah, he's had some turmoil.
In documentary form, it's really, really fucking good. I loved it. I really liked it a lot.
Cool, eh?
But we're not going to get him in. So I wasted my time. I could have watched the documentary at home on my couch in 2 days.
I know. We could.
I went there for my friend, actually.
It was good, though.
I went there for Pete.
Nice. I'm just looking at the guests here today.
What? Who we got?
9:40?
Tony Siragusa.
Is that happening?
Hugh Jackman at 9:40. We can announce that.
That's a big star.
That's an A-lister right there.
That guy's a big star right there, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Wolverine.
Wolverine.
No.
Jean Valjean.
The great Danton.
I'm going to tell him
Ah!
I'm going to tell him I almost saw his movie.
Oh, shit. Ixnay.
Ixnay.
I saw it. It was great. Prisoners.
Ixnay.
You saw it.
It's fantastic.
I almost saw it.
No, you did see it because you checked in last night.
Yeah. It's great.
You guys did.
His kids are fucking kidnapped. He thinks
just one of his kids.
One of his kids is kidnapped, and he thinks somebody did it.
Right.
And then that guy's like held hostage.
Well, no spoilers though, right?
No spoilers.
Well, no spoilers. I don't want to say too much.
Right.
Here, I got. Well, Mr. Jackman, we saw the movie, but we don't want to give a lot of it away because, you know.
I don't. And let me
the
tell you,
element of surprise.
let me just tell the people, the
suspense.
ending is great.
It is.
Yes.
That twist.
Yeah, it's a weird twist.
There's a twist.
That's all. That's all we're going to say.
And I did not fall asleep.
That's true. I will vouch. I think it's because I was looking at him every 5 minutes and he was aware of it. But it was a 2.5 hour long movie. Roland didn't sleep.
Well, he got to sleep in last night.
Yeah, he made up for it.
I take that. Every time I take allergy pill, I'm done.
What do you take? I used to take them.
Claritin D.
Those are knocked
power
out.
ones.
Oh.
Those knock you out good, right?
Oh, yeah. I wake up, look around, see people with disgust. I'm like, I did it again.
That's funny.
Well,
blood on your hands and an erection.
Last night you were tipping to the right, man. And we always get the aisle seats. So
Almost capsized.
So Roland could tip to the right.
You should have hooked up that thing that they righted the ship with. Fucking pull them over. Upright.
Right. Well, a couple elbows will do that.
Yeah, same thing.
I don't think I haven't hit someone that hard in a long time.
Yeah.
It's like this.
Really fucking nailed him?
Dude, I'm not going to lie to you, I was a little scared.
Yeah.
LT's agent's intense.
He is.
He's an intense guy.
Yes.
And he's sitting right the fuck in front of us and Roland's snoring. Oh, my God.
Oh, God.
And Jake Gyllenhaal's phenomenal, too.
Everybody's
I have no
good.
idea what you said.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Gyllenhaal. All right.
Hugh Jackman, Jake Gyllenhaal,
Yep.
Melissa Leo.
It's an all-star cast.
Paul Dano.
Paul Dano is fantastic. You remember the guy from There Will Be Blood? Who played the twins?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
He plays a creep in this one, too. He's awesome.
Yeah,
And
that
Terrence
guy
Howard.
was...
Terrence Howard was great in it.
We getting him in? I've never. You guys interviewed him. I wasn't here.
Terrence Howard ruled.
I don't think he's coming by, but he did rule.
Yeah, I don't think he's promoting this one. He's waiting for his next film.
He really had a good time with us, too. He'll come back.
Yeah, he will.
Was he in that other guy in the Little Miss Sunshine?
Yes.
That's the guy.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's him.
yeah. I noticed him. I was like, oh, okay, I've seen him before.
He's good.
Yeah, he's fucking creep.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a real fucking ghoul. All right. Yeah, it's a great movie. Can't wait to talk to Hugh Jackman about it.
Right.
But rather he explain it.
True.
You know?
In his words.
In his own
It's always
words.
better when the artist talks about the project.
He lived it.
How long we got him for?
Till like 10:05. Cool.
Long enough to talk to him about Wolverine.
Yeah.
Great
About Les
Danton.
Mis.
Les Mis.
Jean.
He was really good.
Great Danton.
Is he going to come in all...
No.
Broadway. Talk about the fucking Tonys.
Mysterious?
Ripped.
Is he hosting the Tonys? No.
No, I think so. He'll come in ripped.
Is he ripped?
That opening,
Yeah.
he did the opening number last year, right? That was, we watched, we were amazed at how
Is
good
he
it was.
Is he
Holy
Wolverine
shit.
ripped right now, or is he? See, because he could look like the great Danton in The Prestige was not ripped.
No, I think he's.
He was very.
I think he's something in another movie. Where
He was a
ripped.
slight guy in that, And then when he's Wolverine,
he's ripped.
He's all fucking Hugh Jackman.
I got a good joke for him.
Yeah, what is it?
I'm gonna go. What are you gonna pull your claws out and then do some like singing routines or something?
You're listening
to something. 1 point.
Hendrix, if you were still alive.
Yeah.
I would have went with Boston because this is definitely on my hard drive of hits, Anthony Comia.
Yeah.
When you really think about it, it's one of the greatest albums of all time from our generation.
And I think it was the first album I bought.
Really?
Yeah. I received albums before that as like gifts and things like that, but it's the first one I think I bought with my own like cash, you know.
The sound of this thing, just amazing.
Oh, it fucking got everybody. The harmonies, the double lead guitar riffs and shit. It was a huge sound of the 70s.
And then you get to sing with Brad Delp. You fast forward a few years, and there you are singing at a Christmas party.
Yes.
With Brad fucking Delp.
With old hibachi face.
And no one gave a shit because everyone was drunk.
Yes.
One of the O&A moments I'll never forget.
It's like there's a fucking guy that was one of the voices of the 70s. Fucking Brad Delp. Him and like Peter Frampton. Were the voices of the 70s.
What song did you guys sing together? I forget now.
I think we did a Beatles tune, right?
Yeah. Because he was doing the Beatles cover back then, which amazed us. We're like, you're Brad Delp. What are you doing?
Know.
And he was just traveling around doing a Beatles thing, and he did it great.
Yeah.
But you would think a guy like that could still be, performing in front of arenas.
Playing corporate gigs.
Something. Because he still had a great voice back then. That was 96-ish, probably.
Yeah.
97-ish.
Yeah.
This fucking album had so many hits. Foreplay, Long Time.
Yeah.
More Than a Feeling. Hitch a Ride. Something About You. Trying to think what else.
You hear those drums? You know who's playing those drums?
Scorch's partner.
Scorch's co-host.
Yeah.
Sib Hashin.
Oh, I just know him as Scorch's co-host.
Scorch's co-host.
From PFG TV?
From PFG TV.
The hilarious Sib Hashin.
He was a good guy, too.
I know.
He would hang out all the time.
Wow.
He went funny man Sib Hashin?
Funny man Sib Hashin.
He loved the only station that really rocks because he was at every single event.
Oh, he was.
We couldn't get rid of the guy.
No.
Does this sound dated? Probably, but
yeah,
when it comes on the radio, I listen to every fucking time.
It's a 70s sound, but it's a good 70s sound.
I just don't turn it off when I hear it on the radio. There's some bands and some songs you don't turn it off. No matter how many times you've heard it.
I don't know how many times I was driving around listening to this, trolling for some pussy. As a kid, you drive around with your friends, 4 or 5 of your friends in a car. Looking for 4 or 5 chicks that want to fuck. So easy. It was every weekend we would just find them. What a bunch of idiots. I should have ditched my friends and fucking gone solo.
You got to go out there solo. Absolutely.
Where are the chicks hanging out? I don't know. Let's go down to Leahy Park and see if there's some chicks.
I remember the Opster and his friend Rob. We were going to Robert Moses beach, an Ocean Beach.
Yeah.
And we were driving up Cherry Lane.
Oh.
And these 2 girls were hitchhiking.
Oh, man.
With just the most smoking bodies ever.
Big tits.
All that shit was going on. And we pulled over and we picked them up.
Oh, shit.
And then we just couldn't get anything done because we were such
couldn't close the deal?
No, we could not close the deal. They were probably our age. We were probably 17 or 18. But they were so, just looking at them, you could tell they were so further advanced than us sexually.
Oh, Jesus.
And we just...
You're out of your league.
And I'm looking at him, he's looking at me, and we're trying to figure out what the fuck to do.
Out of your league.
And then, of course, we give him the free ride to the beach, and then that was it. No story here, I know.
There was rarely any of that find a girl and have sex that night at that age. You needed to be in a fucking, relationship.
Right.
And shit, and then you'd wind up having sex, but
I thought
a month or 2 later.
I thought we would pair off and do some of that making out.
Some of that shit.
Making out.
Making out.
Oh, what a great song.
Making out.
We haven't heard that in a while.
I think the only thing that I did that was like that was one time me and my brother, we were home, just fucking home. My mother was out. She would, go be a cocktail waitress there at the disco. Mm-hmm. And me and my brother were hanging out at the house. What happened?
Sorry.
Oh, jeez.
What's going on?
What are these?
What happened?
Why did you get these?
What?
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry.
Oh, no.
What's up?
I'm not angry about it. I'm just baffled.
Oh, they're raspberries instead of...
raspberries. Jimmy loves raspberries, so what's the problem?
I thought they were strawberries.
Oh, those are some weak-looking strawberries for raspberries. What?
Almost like strawberries.
Raspberries are pretty goddamn good.
They really are. What?
It is. It's printed raspberries, but I don't want to interrupt your story.
Imagine if the lovely Jackie or Sydney would have brought in raspberries. How cute it would have been.
Yes. And we would all enjoy
a
raspberry or two.
We'd have a raspberry. We'd all laugh.
I put in my sheets like a little raspberry monster.
Yes.
These new interns know at this point we're not talking to them, right?
Yeah.
They're not going to be like Jackie.
No, there's nothing exceptional or anything.
But I think they heard the scuttlebutt that, wow, they're now talking to interns again.
I mean, you threw parties for two of the last 3 interns.
Sure.
You want to know something, honestly?
Yes.
Don't know any of their names.
This is Mark.
The new interns?
Yeah. What's your name?
Jack.
Your name's Jack.
What's up, Jack?
All right.
Yeah.
How you doing, Jack?
All right.
Pleasure to meet you.
Where's your beanstalk?
Chippa.
Fucking
Eric.
So what happened to you and your brother?
Oh, well,
you guys like.
Yeah, we were home, and there was an apartment downstairs in the house we were living in, and little knock at the downstairs door.
Any blueberries?
Like, what the fuck? I open up the door. There's 2 chicks.
Whoa.
2 chicks. They're fucking babysitting for the woman that lived in the fucking downstairs apartment.
Right.
In the house. So they're like, do you have and this is how old it is, do you have a TV guide?
Wow.
We want to know what's on. And I'm like,
know what that means.
TV
know what
guide.
That means.
Now if someone says that, you send them to Eros.
Yes.
Sorry.
Transvestite.
Oh, Jesus.
So I was like, yeah. So I got him TV guide and give it to him. And then they're like, thanks. Shut the door. I was like, don't! Ran upstairs. I'm like, Joe, 2 chicks downstairs. They're like, all right. So we're fucking going crazy, getting ourselves all, put together now.
Right.
Because we're in this house. It's the weekend, alone, with 2 chicks downstairs babysitting, and they just asked for a TV guide. So,
how'd you get it done?
Well, knocked on the door again.
You did?
Yeah, this time we did.
Nice.
It's like, hey, how you doing? Just wanted to, how you girls
How's
doing?
the TV guide?
How's that TV guide working for you?
Right.
You want to hang out up here? Because it was a small apartment down there. It's like, if you want to hang out up here, that's cool. She put the baby to bed and shit like that, so it was cool. So,
were they hot?
They were all right,
okay.
But
at least you're being honest.
But at that fucking stage of the game, they might as well have been 10s,
Of course.
So we were like, all right, we need booze. We need to find fucking booze. All we had in the house was anisette. That's a, fucking liqueur.
Sweet, right?
Yes, it's very thick and sweet, and, that's all we had. So we just
syrupy fucking
it's like
alcohol.
Black licorice tasting shit. But oh boy, were they drinking that. Yeah, doing some shots of that.
That's fucked up because the parents are going to come home.
Oh boy.
Okay.
So
I've jumped ahead.
So we're hanging out and they're getting obliterated, and so I guess I was kind of making a move on one of the girls, and she was reciprocal. It was all cool. And my brother started with the other one, and the other one was like, I don't feel so good. So Joe's like,
it's the famous you got to know when to land the plane scenario. It's all well and good to get a girl drunk, but you can't give them too much because then you're going to crash the plane.
It was terrible. So Joe takes her into the bathroom where she starts puking all over herself.
But then you're thinking, well, if she pukes now, maybe she'll sober up enough to get some action.
Well, not at that stage of the game, at that age and everything. So all I know is at one point I went to check on them, and she was naked, but she was in the shower. He was like washing puke off of her, naked in the shower.
Well, what were you doing with your girl?
Well, we were, as they say, making out.
Making out.
Yeah, we were making. Oh, yeah. Now.
Tell myself I could be, should be
making out. As Joe's fucking cleaning puke off the other girl, I'm making out.
Didn't your girl have the same amount of alcohol, though? She just could handle it better?
But she was getting a little tipsy also.
Was she a bigger girl so she could handle a little more alcohol?
No, the one Joe was with was a little bigger than the one I was with.
Okay.
So I wanted a little more privacy, so we went back downstairs.
Nice.
Into the apartment downstairs and onto the couch.
Nice.
And started, we were still making out.
Dry humping?
And a lot of dry humping.
Rubbing your Italian hog on her fucking...
A lot of dry humping was going on.
Your greasy, leaky young dick.
Greasy, leaky young dick.
Just blue balling your ass off.
Oh, yeah, a lot of that. And then I went...
Make cumsies in your pants?
No. I went for the down the front of the pants with the hand.
Sure.
Because I had already been up the shirt.
Trying to touch Pat.
Get some tit.
I'm working like a fucking puppet.
The Opster loved trying to touch Pat.
Oh, yeah.
Did he get a hat?
I'm going down. I felt, and back then, dude, come on.
Oh, you just knew.
Only fucking porn stars shave.
Right.
So I'm feeling it, and then gush, just felt gush down there. I'm like, nice.
Gush.
I'm gonna fucking get right in this shit. So I go to unbutton, and then the door opens, and it's my brother with the fucking drunk.
What the fuck?
I
know.
Couldn't
take one for the team?
He fucking was like, I guess because she was at this point going, where's my friend?
Right.
Oh, yuck.
So yeah, totally fucking cock blocks me. I had the fucking pants unbuckled.
Were you horny?
Oh my God. It was insanity.
Were you going to put a condom on?
No! I was whipped up into a frenzy. Hand on tit, one hand on a box.
Yeah.
I'm fucking making out. It was great. And so then she was like, oh, okay, she gets up. And now the whole rest of the night is me trying to recapture this moment that just couldn't be recaptured.
It was over at that point.
It was over. It was great and all, and I just kept, like, every 2 seconds I'm smelling my hand.
Wait, so they left?
No, we're sitting on the couch.
Oh, no.
All four of you?
Yeah.
Fucking vomit tits and cunt fingers. Kumia. Lovely movie night.
Yeah, so I'm trying to get something going, and nothing. And then the woman comes home, pulls up, so we're like, go! Me and Joe bolt and go upstairs. So about...
Upstairs?
Yeah, because we were downstairs in her apartment.
Oh, I thought
in the woman's apartment,
like
babysitting. So me and Joe saw the car pull up,
right? And
the woman that lived downstairs was home. So we run upstairs. We didn't want her to think we were fucking hanging out.
Were
with
the babysitters wasted still?
Yes.
Oh shit!
1.5 hour later.
On your door?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
On the downstairs door.
Fuck.
Like, hello? What the fuck did you do to the babysitter?
Oh, shit. Who was it, the father or the mom?
No, it was a single mom, so it was no guy there or anything.
Right.
But boy, was she pissed that we got the fucking babysitters drunk. And I was fucking fingering one of them. And I guess she didn't know to the extent that, her little baby was alone downstairs while I'm fucking thrusting my finger in one of them, and the other one's puking all over her tits in the shower upstairs.
Oh, my God.
With my brother Joe fucking hosing her down.
Would you have blown a load quickly if you fucked her?
Oh!
And what'd you do, just jack off when you get upstairs?
Yes! That fucking... Because at that age, I guess I was probably 17, around there. I was just fucking, like, so worked up. And then you're putting your hand down, it's like... You do that breathing thing where it's fucking...
You just try to control yourself.
I'm just feeling it. It's like, oh my God, a rager. A fucking rager.
Remember ragers?
It looks like my cock would look like a weightlifter's neck. It's just fucking throbbing veins and Crazy.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
And then fucking it just falls apart at that because nothing ever works at that age for the one night stand.
Well, you used to have like a small window of opportunity.
Window of opportunity. You're exactly right.
Small window.
Where are you going to go?
Because you know how much alcohol to drink, so that was the small window sometimes.
It was a formula, a recipe that you need all the right ingredients
and everyone lived with each other, so you had roommates, and that small window, they went to get
parents.
They went to get a fucking sub or something.
Yeah.
Well, I'm talking like college and stuff.
Oh, no, I'm talking like home with fucking parents. First of all, where do you find the girls? Secondly, where do you take them? Like, you didn't just go, hey, let's get a hotel room.
Right.
You know, you had to take them back to your fucking house and sometimes sneak them in your room and shit like that. It was a big pain in the ass.
We never snuck women into our house.
We used to, me and Joe would sneak fucking chicks into our room. We had a porch, like a Long Island fucking redwood balcony porch kind of a thing. And we had a rope. A fucking rope coiled up on there that we used to throw down to climb up and down. It worked to leave when we'd wake up late for school. We would leave there so we wouldn't have to walk down the hallway in front of the bedroom. Where
Mom had no idea about the rope?
No, she didn't. What's she going to think if she sees a rope? She don't care. And then to bring
I think you're out welcoming the neighbors.
Yeah. And then to bring girls up, we used the rope too.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, strict household here. We didn't have no rope.
Man,
I lived in a room with all my brothers. There was 5 of us in a room for a while.
Yeah.
Two bunk beds. My 2 younger brothers, the twins, they had to fucking share a bed.
Yeah.
We didn't have room to bring chicks into our house.
Well, me and Joe had the same room. We shared a room, but
yeah, but he's cool enough.
But it was very rare that we both had
leave.
chicks at the same time.
Right.
And if we did, he would just fucking use a different room. But there was lots of times like we would have girls in the
and the soundtrack, Boston's first album,
Boston, Peter Frampton,
Boston's first album,
maybe a little Kansas, maybe some fucking Yes,
yeah, or Boston's first album,
right? Could have been that
because this is what started this.
Yeah.
Or Boston's first album.
Oh, that's true.
What are you doing?
This is not going to impress Tim.
I had a girl.
Oh boy, Tim is listening closely.
I didn't know
to
what
the
their
show.
first album was. Sorry.
Oh my God!
It was the one you've been playing.
The one you played.
Oh, I didn't know that was their first
37 years ago. That's why we started the break with Boston.
It was for the song, not for the first album.
Oh, hush.
I had a girl in there once that wanted to give a blowjob.
Yeah.
I was like, sure. She's like, my friend said I should probably practice on a banana first. And I'm like, practice on this? This doesn't take practice.
That's right. A gourd.
Why practice on a fucking banana?
And of course, back then, even a bad one was the most amazing thing ever.
It was great.
Why tell her the teeth are getting in the way?
I had a couple where I was wincing, literally wincing
with the teeth shit.
in pain. But would I say anything?
No.
You ever see that cartoon where the little kitten is clawing at the dog's back and he's going,
right.
That's what I fucking look like.
Yes.
It's terrible. Yeah.
Roland looks pissed off today.
He is.
Is he mad?
Not that I know of, but I haven't interacted with him that much.
Or is he walking around in an allergy haze?
An allergy apnea fucking haze.
This guy, Mike, says, the first PJ I ever had, she was yanking on my ball bag. You girls, for as much heat guys take, and rightly so, about eating pussy and not being able to, not knowing what you're doing, especially when you first start doing it. Boy, those girls, they think there's some fucking shit you got.
I can imagine a girl looking at a penis for the first time, knowing she's got to,
I don't know what to do with this.
Make the candy come out. Them trying to figure that shit out.
Pulling on the ball bag, fucking jacking it off.
Right.
Fuck.
I know I told this story, but when I used to get blown by this girl up the street when I was like 15, and I remember one time I was really sweaty, and my balls were, so I was drinking, my balls were fucking just soaked with summer sweat.
Oh no.
God.
So I put some fucking powder on my hands and rubbed it on my balls, but it caked up. And I remember she was blowing me, and she put her nose down, and she went...
She came up like E-Rock with the cinnamon challenge. Fucking coughs up smoke. Oh my God, she went.
Yeah, it was humiliating.
That's funny.
Oh, that's tough. You have fucking cake on your balls.
Do we have an E-Rock moment today?
Yes.
Because it is sponsored.
You want to do it now?
I don't know. Maybe. Maybe before we get guest heavy. They call it guest heavy in the business.
Fucking
precious.
Oops. That's okay.
By the way, the Opie and Anthony podcast. Wednesday is podcast day. And the latest podcast, I was just reading what it was. Did I have to read it on Twitter? I think I might have. Hold on a minute. This week's okay, Sean F. Once again, Sean F. Mondo27 on the Twitter. He does a lot of the E-Rock songs. Episode 19 of the O&A podcast is up, featuring the E-Rock. We decided to put some E-Rock bits up there this week. So you get E-Rock doing the Cinnamon Challenge, E-Rock talking about his hero list.
Oh, that's great.
And then you get a little appearance from Patrice O'Neal. Why? He's featuring one of the E-Rock bits?
No, it's Patrice's rock coat bit is in there.
Oh, rock coat. What a great bit there.
All right, very cool.
The rock coat.
So go get our podcast. It's the link is on our Facebook page, Opie and Anthony.
Correct. And on the webpage on SiriusXM.
All right, very good.
This is great.
And spread the word that we're doing a podcast for the people that can't really afford SiriusXM anymore.
This guy says, the first BJ I got, I was 13. The girl tried to swallow and choked, and it came out her nose. That looked hilarious.
And we got the Denny thing.
Oh, I love it.
What Denny thing?
Well,
oh boy,
it was brought to my attention that Dennis Falcone, who's now a very little part of the Opie and Anthony show, although he thinks he's a full
superstar.
He thinks he's a superstar.
Yeah.
It came to my attention that, he's such a radio whore that he called our show back in 2009 as just a fan.
It's what the creepiest thing is? That he wouldn't have told us that.
Right.
Like, this shouldn't be news.
The listeners found it.
Gone like, hey, by the way, I called your show.
Right. What's funny is I called, like, the second or third time he was on the air, he should have said something.
And I got excited, thinking, oh, my God, this will be a nice little bit for us.
Uh-huh.
I listened to his phone call. It's the most mundane, who gives a fuck 30 seconds of audio you'll ever hear.
Not a strong caller?
No.
He called on our last day at K-Rock.
He called on our last day at K-Rock, and there was some kind of format flip with another radio station, and he had to call in to give us details about it or something.
We were just because we knew K-Rock was going away, and we were talking about stations that would stunt around the country, what they would do to flip formats.
Yeah.
And I guess you got something technically wrong about a switch in New York, and Denny had to correct that.
And we took his phone call.
Wow.
So I wasn't even going to play this, but now I want to play because it's so boring and so mundane that now I think it is worth playing.
But technically accurate.
Ah. Well, I want to hear it.
So this is from about 4 years ago. Mm-hmm. Let's go to Dennis on Long Island. Dennis.
Yeah, the station he was talking about.
That's him.
That's him.
Yeah, the station that you're talking about.
Yeah, the station he was talking about.
He gets right to it.
Even on the phone,
knows how
he's
to be
got
a caller.
That weak radio voice.
Yeah.
Poor Denny.
Could have been a contender.
Let's go to Dennis on Long Island. Dennis.
Yeah, the station he was talking about, it was Hot 103, went down to 97, and then 97, which was country, because Hot 103 bought the more powerful format.
Okay.
More powerful signal, that's what it was.
Oh, there you go. And it moved over to Hot 97. Thank you, sir.
Which is still there.
Yes, it is Hot 97.
You sound like Richard Huff, by the way.
Thank you.
I know that was extremely obscure, but I just had to say that. Thanks, Dennis. Like I said, the most.
Wow.
Who gives a fuck 30 seconds out of it?
He gave us nothing.
He gave us some radio history, though. He's all about the radio history.
Oh, yeah.
But it's like, not only did he not inject personality, it's as if he removed it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Devoid of personality. Yeah.
I was very excited when people told me he called our show, but then it's like...
That's amazing, though. The listeners are like, they caught that.
Yeah.
How the fuck did they even find that?
They know more about this radio show than us.
Oh, I know. We would busybodies.
We would lose an O&A
trivia
contest to the listeners at this point.
Sounds like a bit to me.
It certainly does.
That's funny. O&A trivia contest with O&A.
Against us.
Who was on the show yesterday?
That's a good one. I'm sitting here like,
Michael Che.
Mike Che.
I had to think about it now for a second.
And Meta World Peace on the phone.
Oh, Meta World Peace, who I can't wait to get in the studio. Hopefully he'll come in.
Worked out pretty nicely.
Yeah,
wow.
I think we can do a little Superfan versus Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony.
Oh my God, is that great?
Yeah, that is a good one.
Yeah.
I feel like coming up with bits again. It's been 4 years.
That's a good fucking...
I've been resting.
Boy, who would come up with the question? Would the fans or you guys?
Fans, I think, should.
The fans should come up with the questions.
They should be here to do that, though, and fucking win
well,
something.
it'd be tough because maybe they could be on the phones and stuff because we talk to the whole country now.
So it's more like a Stump Opie and Anthony thing?
Yeah, or something. Why not? I mean, they
Paul
give you a
McCartney's
prize.
ex-wife have to do with it.
Because it might...
It's good.
It might also...
I got it. It was good.
Right.
It might be fun to do it quiz show style, where we come up with the questions and then have listeners versus Opie and Anthony and see who can get a higher score.
You gotta get the
Okay.
You gotta get the Uber fans. There's a few out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most of the Uber fans decide to start hating us, but there's a few that still are Uber just fans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get the people, I mean, but the people that hate the show, they know more about the show than anyone.
Fuckwads.
Right.
They would win.
Yeah.
Some guy yesterday on Twitter got all pissy. Yes. It was. Because Jimmy posted the picture of me blowing my nose, huddled in the corner in shame.
Right.
And some guy decided to look at that picture and say, I think it's hilarious when a rich guy has shit shoes, buys shit shoes. And I was like, you fucking...
Gives a fuck what shoes I wear.
Exactly.
And you're a guy.
It's like, first of all, yeah, you're a guy
say about
commenting
you
on
that you give a fuck about what we
my
wear.
shoes. And then it's like, first of all, they're not $300 fucking Jordans or anything, but they're like, I don't know, $110 fucking 511 tactical sneakers.
You should have called him and said we were burying our son, and you were worried about what I had on my feet.
Very good.
Very nice.
Was that Ordinary People?
Of course it is.
Yeah.
With that twat.
Yes, E-Rock.
You still got
Mary
people
Tyler
yesterday
Moore.
bitching about your Breaking Bad comments and spoilers.
Oh, I know.
And it's been days.
Yeah, days. Days go by. How long are you supposed to fucking wait? And I understand there are people that are catching up on the entire series, but it's like,
It's crazy. The shoe thing is like...
Yeah. It's
what do you care for?
Well...
Yeah, what do you fucking care for? Yeah. Why do you care my dumb shoes? Nah, so I blocked him anyway. Because then he's like, oh, you're a little touchy about your shoes. And he goes, you're touchy about your shoes, huh, Stern? I was like, really? Blocked. Fuck you.
Doesn't even make sense.
I know, it doesn't make sense.
Hey, you don't get your hair done every morning.
Oh, well.
That's fucking weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then puts headphones on.
My Bruno Mars.
Imagine if we had a guy do our hair every morning.
Be nice, really.
No.
Go sit in front of a TV camera. I could live with that.
No.
Guy putting makeup on me. Mr. Norton, get those bags. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Could use a guy doing my hair every morning.
Absolutely.
Mr. Norton, get those bags off your cheek.
We want to do your makeup. The fucking testicles are in the way. Very good.
You want a guy to do your hair?
Yeah.
So do I. Our Bud Dwyer.
Al Sarkawi. Another one, sure.
Exactly. The Los Zetas cartel. Fucking Lee Harvey Oswald. I want John Wilkes Booth to do your hair. Sirhan.
I shouldn't have said yes
I
when you asked me
want
that.
Kurt Cobain to do your hair.
Oh, fuck.
Starting to see a theme.
Yes.
Exactly.
I think it's time for a delicious moment in Nagel history.
Oh, I love these.
Do we have the slug line?
Oh, well.
E-Rock is actually sponsored this week.
That's right.
Yes, E-Rock is brought to you by Mama Mancini's. Mama Mancini's, the meatball lovers meatball, sponsoring E-Rock. Oh, it's a nice
God,
intro
the
and
timing was
everything.
great on that.
That was
too,
good. It would have,
man.
you hit the fucking button.
Holy fuck.
And nothing happened.
You introed it wrong.
Mama Mancini's Meatballs and the Opie and Anthony Show present Delicious Moments in Nagel History. Starring Eric, the Sex Bagel Nagel. Today, we remember Sex Bagel's early attempts at hosting for the Opie and Anthony channel and his inability to avoid schlock.
Yes, it is. This is E-Rock along with Danny, Nathaniel, and Travis taking you through 12 hours of the best of Opie and Anthony since coming to XM Satellite Radio. We've got segments of Opie losing his mind, Anthony freaking out, Little Jimmy outbursts, Steve from Yellowstone calls, Ramon promos, Drew Boogie remixes, in-studio guests, O&A freaks, overall show segments, listener submissions, and a whole lot more. Let's start things off with a selection from our first category, Best Show Opener, on the best of Opie and Anthony.
Turd-tastic. As we continue to celebrate delicious moments in Nagel history. Brought to you by Mama Mancini's. Mama Mancini's, a meatball lover's meatball.
Fucking yuck.
Wow. Dude, I forgot how horrible that was. That was the schlockiest delivery. Opie and Anthony Show.
I didn't know we had a young Ryan Seacrest among us.
E-Rock,
someone
comment?
who actually enjoyed being here at some point in their career.
That doesn't justify that.
That was pre-beaten down E-Rock.
Yeah,
Fair
you were
enough.
not Seacrest. He was a young Ryan Seasucker.
Fair enough.
Ryan Sea Monster.
To the Opie and Anthony Show. The Opie and Anthony Show.
How bad?
Really not nice.
Really? People are sending in E-Rock songs.
Yeah.
We got Hugh Jackman coming in today. That is true. And the Tony Siragusa guy. We had him on once.
Yes, we did.
You think he has a good sense of humor? We got to bring up his his pads.
Pissy pants.
His pissy pants.
Pissy pants commercials.
Pads.
Yeah, from man leakage.
It's all right. It's the manly version.
Right.
Of adult diapers.
Who would you say is the worst spokesperson on TV?
Ooh. Well, Celebrity?
Oh, yeah.
Because I would go with those two old bags now for the Swiffer thing.
You hate them.
Fucking can't stand them.
What? What's that one?
Oh, the fucking...
Do I know it if I saw it?
Morty and fucking Lee.
Oh, right.
Lee and
yes,
Morty.
Of course I've seen that.
I got the duster.
Of course I've seen
Morty,
that.
I'm talking
Morty,
to you.
Morty. Morty just wants to hang himself.
Morty's just fucking
Morty's
miserable.
You know, there's something to be said about, not making it to the fucking 50th anniversary of your wedding.
She's like, Morty, are you listening to me? I wanted to tell you that I'm swiffering.
He's just stuck in the house because he can't move his old man body anymore, so he has to listen to that shit.
Be careful, dear.
Morty.
She's almost falling off a fucking step stool.
Yeah, can I see the Morty commercial?
Morty.
Yeah. And had an answer.
It's very dangerous.
Oh, God.
Morty
and like a Mortal Kombat comes up. Morty Swiffer commercial. There they are.
See, this is the...
That's the...
here's the 32-second.
Yeah, let's get that one.
My name is Lee Kaufman, married to Morty Kaufman.
Poor
now
Morty.
that I'm getting older, some things are harder to do.
This is not a safe thing to do. Be careful, babe. There should be some way to make it easier.
Yes, hang yourself.
Let's open it up and see what's cooking.
Oh, I like that. Look at this. It's got a handle on it. I don't have to climb up.
Right.
This yellow part up here really catches a lot of the dust.
It's got a handle on it.
How clean it looks? Morty, are you listening?
Oh, my... Morty!
Morty's just trying to... Let Morty sleep, you old fucking hag!
Morty needs to take 10 naps a day. Leave him alone.
Yes.
Morty!
That's how pathetic life gets. Where you get excited that you can get the dust from way up above.
Right. Did you see how excited she was?
Who gives a fuck?
Oh, she's going to be found with a Swiffer in her fucking throat. Morty going, she enticed me.
Poor Morty was in the big war, and now he's got to deal with his fucking wife because she could get dust.
He's dealing with that.
Way up high.
Yeah. He was fucking... At one point, he's probably on the beaches of Normandy carrying his fucking buddy.
Right.
And fast forward, now he's got to hold his fucking ancient wife up on a step stool.
Hold her graham cracker hips so she could get some dust from the top shelf.
Perish the thought she fucking falls 2 inches.
Right.
Her fucking hip shatters like crystal, like a crystal vase.
And he's holding her hips and his nose gets too close to her ass. He's like, oh, God, she shit herself again. This is what my life is. She's having a nice fucking juicy little rump, but now whenever he pats it, he hears like the sound that diapers make.
That fucking thud and plasticky sound.
Sounds like he's patting a hospital bed.
Oh, God. When he fucking got back on the troop ship from fucking Europe, she was waiting for him.
Right.
Yeah, fucking tight ass, big fucking 40s pointy tits.
Yeah.
And then look.
He dog fucked her in the shed while the kids were fucking spilling hot oil on themselves in the kitchen.
Morty.
Morty, are you
Morty.
listening to me?
Let's go get Morty a hooker.
Oh, he couldn't fucking deal.
No.
He hasn't used that equipment in a
You
while.
took my question and ran with it, which is terrific radio. Mine was just a quick comment.
Yeah.
Bill Cower is the worst spokesperson on
Who's
TV.
that guy?
He's the fucking old coach that does the cable fucking ads. He's not even close to believable.
Yeah. He does.
Have we talked about this yet?
No.
He's the worst actor on TV. With Time Warner Cable.
Yeah. Let me tell you what you're missing.
What's the? Yeah, give me that one. I think that's the original.
This golf already.
How much of it golf? I'm stupid. You're stupid.
Boys, settle down.
At Time Warner Cable. You haven't noticed this yet? He is horrendous, and they keep using him.
Sounds like Jimmy Snuka.
Start over.
Look how he comes in and his hands are like.
So you got Ian Poulter on the couch, and who else?
Victor Cruz.
Victor Cruz, and then the race car guy, I don't know. And they're fighting over the remote, so now you got Bill Cower coming and saying, guys, you don't have to do this anymore.
Look how
with Time Warner Cable.
Oh, God,
Boys,
he's
calm
awful.
down. It's the worst acting ever, and there's about 10 of these commercials now. They keep using them.
Isn't that Jimmy Johnson?
What?
Is it Jimmy Johnson?
Bill Cower.
No, the
race car driver.
The race car driver?
Possible. I love the fact that he has his dumb racing helmet on the table and his racing clothes
They
on.
have to. Well, look, the guy has his golf clubs
That's
next to
Ian
him.
Poulter. Leave him alone. He's a
All
cool
right.
dude. I like the Ian Poulter.
All right.
Casey Kahn.
Oh, it's Casey Kahn.
Kahn! All right.
All right.
Listen to this acting, though. It drives me nuts.
I love his hand gestures.
Enough of this golf already. How much of it golf? I'm stupid. You're stupid.
Boys, settle down. At Time Warner Cable, any of these devices can be your TV at the click of a button. No one offers more sport.
He handed out a dildo, a vibrator, and a cock ring.
God, Louie Beans.
Guys,
You watch TV, John?
I can't believe we haven't done this until today.
Oh, he's terrible.
There's like 10 of these.
Oh, he is
Guys
so bad.
with Time Warner Cable. Cable.
Oh, he's awful.
Oh, he's an pronouncing idiot.
The guy's hogging my remote, son, and he's dodging me.
You watch TV, John.
Go ahead. Let's try to get through it. It's unbelievable.
Offers more sports on more devices than Time Warner Cable.
Have you got a laptop?
I want the cell phone.
Why is his hands doing that?
I don't know.
1-855-WANT-TWC.
Give me another
Better
one.
entertainment experience
Oh, look at the
guarantee
black
or
guy
your money
taking everybody's
back.
stuff in the middle.
Come on.
Of course.
Enjoy
I mean,
better.
is there another
Wow.
one?
Sure.
Wow, he's so bad.
His hands.
Guys! Oh, he's way over the top.
Yeah.
And they're all in with this. There's a big campaign.
Blows a
Let's go,
whistle.
team. Huddle up. Listen, at Time Warner Cable, we're going to take the internet to the next level. An internet that's not just fast, but one that has the ability to handle all your devices. So let's put it to his test. Get in here.
Oh, this
He's
is great.
rushing through his lines.
This is
He's rushing
great.
his this is one of the older ones. What's going on here is they know he's so bad that they're like, okay, if he plays a coach, because that's what he did for a living,
Right. Maybe he can do that.
he can pull that off. So don't even go to that one. Go to another one before that.
Where he's not a coach.
Because they finally went to this this tack.
Earl Weaver would be a better fucking spokesman.
This golf already.
So there's about 10 of these.
Grab
man.
your fucking remote and put on a goddamn fucking TV show.
Right. No, you can't find any more? That's too bad.
No?
Find him,
I'm sure
Sam.
we will. Well, you get the point, though.
Oh, he's so bad.
Right there.
The airport. The top one.
It's slow again.
I am really freaking out about having another kid.
Why,
It's a married couple.
Father.
It's not that. It's that one more person would be sharing our internet. And it's already slow.
Well, they are the phone company.
With Time Warner Cable, you can power all of your family's
Yay!
devices at the same time with internet that's not limited like DSL.
If your internet slows,
He's sitting there on the couch holding the baby.
Holding a baby.
2525 to get better
He
internet.
only gave him 5 seconds of that
Oh,
one.
God.
Why would he be the spokesman, though?
I don't
Where's
know.
the airport one up top? There it is. Right. That's one with Betty White.
Betty White.
Cleveland Flight 415 has been further delayed. We apologize for any inconvenience.
Parcheesi, anyone?
Oh, if only I could catch up on my favorite TV show, Hot in Cleveland. Oh, I hear the old lady on that is a real hottie.
Yes, when she's wearing something other than a tracksuit.
Oh, please.
Excuse me. You want to watch TV?
What's your story?
I'm all about a better entertainment experience, guaranteed.
Heard that before.
No, really, at Time Warner Cable, you can watch TV on demand anytime, anywhere.
He just said the words.
No, really. And he can't even say internet.
The best is what he says, better entertainment. Better entertainment, that Pittsburgh accent. Come on.
Better entertainment.
No, really, at Time Warner Cable.
No, really, that's what he did. No, really, at Time Warner Cable.
Right. He's got to get as many words in a single breath as he could possibly say.
So glad we're giving him a beating finally. This is driving me nuts.
Oh, my God, that's
How many
funny.
takes do you think it takes to get this?
Oh, God.
And the first one's the best.
Is it in you? Is it in you?
Right.
No, really, at Time Warner Cable.
No, really, at Time Warner Cable.
Is there any others?
Let me hear him say, no, really, at Time Warner Cable again.
About a better entertainment experience, guaranteed.
Yeah, heard that before.
No, really, at Time Warner Cable, you can watch TV on demand.
It's all about a better
experience.
I'm sorry, I forget the words so often that I have to rush through. They thought he was perfect for
Oh,
this.
that's great.
And he's horrendous.
He really is terrible.
Him? Is that it, or we got another one?
We got
another
I
one.
think one more.
Oh, this is where the girl's dancing and she's watching it online. The Asian girl
and
keeps
it keeps
stopping.
buffering.
If you're exercising, you should watch Time Warner Cable.
Sure.
And these are the best takes. These are the best takes.
They're the best.
Yeah, what happened in the worst take?
No kidding.
Yeah, that's got to be great.
Dropped an N-bomb.
God, I wish someone would release that. It would be great.
Oh, yeah.
Listening and fun. Oh, come on.
Well,
Satellite with DSL internet leaving you frustrated?
She keeps
Hey, what's up?
Working out. Well,
Look at his hands.
trying to, but ever since I bundled with satellite, streaming my workouts never seemed to work out. Keep it going.
How many calories have you burned?
Wait, can you rewind that? What are calories?
How many calories have you burned?
How many calories?
How many calories have you burned?
How many calories have you burned?
Calories are burned. I wonder if it's
I think,
false teeth.
I think his
It looks
strategy.
like false teeth, by the way.
His strategy is to open his mouth as few times as possible.
Yes.
So if he could just leave his mouth open, and
and have words pour out.
Oh, my
How
God.
calories are burned?
What's your strategy?
How many calories?
12.
Time Warner Cable, you can enjoy.
We're talking about calories.
Workout. Keep it going.
How many calories have you burned? With Time Warner Cable, you can enjoy a better TV experience with a faster internet, guaranteed.
Excellent. Now,
His hands.
What? He comes into the scene like Frankenstein.
Yeah, it does.
You can experience a better cable with faster
Burr Spurs.
What are you going to do?
Yeah, the fucking Super Bowl coach is not a Shakespearean actor.
I know,
Yeah, but they could pick anyone. They picked that.
You could pick a Shakespearean actor.
Right.
It's a commercial.
I would have walked right in there. What the fuck is this?
What the fuck is this? This is a cable.
You could have a better Spurs.
Why is the sniper from Full Metal Jacket stopping in the middle of her dance routine? Is it more commercial or is it all?
Good for him.
And then it gets to the announcer.
Oh, sure.
Good for him. You know.
Good team go.
But Morty's a class.
Marty.
That's a classic.
And they fucking leave a bomb at their doorstep.
They open the Swiffer box, and the entire front part of their house blows
Fucking
off.
explodes.
Yeah. Oh, T. Kaczynski sent us a package.
There's fucking gray hairs on the ceiling.
Exactly. Matted, fucking idiotic heads. No thoughts left in them. Two forgetful brains blown all over the place. Of course, a pot roast in the oven.
What's this white powder packed into my Swiffer brew?
What is that, Marty?
It must be dust to practice with. Fucking Morty's hands are blown off. Age 90, he has to now use hooks. He fucking eventually perforates his colon by wiping his ass as he forgets.
No, this is important, Lee. This is important. Put them gook Swiffers down.
All right, listen. First of all, they're saying Bill Cowher sounds like Napoleon Dynamite. And M. Brook ESQ, I forgot about this one. Thank you on Twitter. M. Brew ESQ. He says you need to watch the ad where he comes out of the rain and has to stand awkwardly smiling for the last 10 seconds of the ad.
Oh, really?
Because they at that point chose that it's better that he doesn't speak.
That he doesn't talk?
Can you find the rain one? I remember this one.
The rain. I don't know.
It's not on the list, huh? Fuck.
Warner.
When did you switch cable providers?
Right.
God.
Freaking idiot.
Yeah, here's the Fios.
Oh.
The internet's faster.
I bet you Fios is running these commercials. They just know it will drive people to
Right. Nah,
Do the routers have large outlets?
if you find it, it'd be great. I don't know why that one's not up there.
Yeah, I don't see it.
No? If someone has a link, just send it to me on Twitter or something, please.
So many words in the script. God.
He's good.
You know we're building our full list?
Yes.
I didn't forget.
Yeah, you're adding Bill
you
Cowher
put
to it?
Bill Cowher on there?
Well, I
He's
don't
a
know.
fool.
No, but John Sterling certainly is.
Oh, right.
He is a fool.
John Sterling, the voice of Yankee baseball.
The voice of the home run call.
Yeah.
And, the home run call that everyone has to make believe is so fucking cool. But they all hate it, but they, for some reason.
Someone said he sounds like Jodie Foster in Silence of the Lambs.
Doug Ledger.
Doug Ledger's a cable not working.
DLR.
Migs threw cum onto my cable.
DLR. If I should get stuck in there, here's the number of the battery office. Here's the number.
John Sterling's a fool.
No
one really enjoys his home run calls, but for whatever reason, people are scared to tell him.
Yes.
So he continues with the home run calls. And last night, oh boy, did he fuck up.
He fucked up.
Our Twitters, dare I say, exploded on this one.
Damn.
I knew we had something good. When you get something 100 times, you're like, okay, obviously this is going to be great for the radio show.
Oh, boy.
So I thank everyone who tweeted this last night. I'm paying attention. Opie Radio on Twitter. Anthony Cumia on Twitter. Jim Norton on Twitter. And that's it for today's Twitter plugs.
No, not Sam.
And that concludes the Twitter plugs for the day.
Or today. I don't know why you're not following us on Twitter.
I think everybody is following you on Twitter.
Well, then that's pretty sad. I think our numbers should be a little higher, personally.
Yeah, they should be.
I think they should be just a little bit higher. Just a little bit.
Maybe if you plug mine, it would help. I don't know for sure.
No, fuck that.
Probably not.
So here's John Sterling from last.
It is gone over the right center field wall. Oh, it hit and kicked over. Sorry. Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, goodness. Thank you.
He's got to give himself a little discipline.
Flogs
so
himself.
so it doesn't happen
With
again.
a cat o' nine tails.
Yes.
It's in my asshole.
Can we put that on a podcast? Can we write that down for next
That
week?
was so terrible.
Yeah.
Can we do some wheelchair Fred shit?
It was on XM, right?
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
For real, it was.
Okay.
It was very early days of XM with a phone call. Like, what can we do? But I guess he couldn't get it out of his ass, and he couldn't get himself out of the bathtub. And then remember you used us to try to get a guy over there that was desperate?
That's because he was desperate.
Remember that?
I'm not gay, I'm desperate. Sound like fucking Walter White Jr.
I miss wheelchair Fred. You think he's still around?
Dad. So what happened there?
Oh,
He said,
Sterling.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, the creepy.
The clown thing.
Oh, God, what a story.
What the fuck is this? It's creepy.
I think it's a promotion for something, right?
Guy's going to get shot.
In one particular neighborhood, or is he bouncing around?
Yeah, he looks like Pennywise.
Yeah.
Right.
It's throughout Northampton, England.
England?
So several different locations.
Creepy over there, anyway.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
God.
like
Imagine you just look out your window and that's standing there?
Right.
Plus, the sun never really comes out in England. It's always gray.
Right.
So this clown, and it's gray outside, and he's got balloons. But
And
there's
that
no
was
children.
Pennywise's name, Bob Gray.
Was it? No, you're lying.
No, I'm not. Bob Gray.
Yeah.
Pennywise
Okay.
the Dancing Clown.
All right.
But that was not his real name either.
Oh, who was that?
His daughter said that.
Yeah. Eater.
My father bore me rather than my mother. He shat me from his asshole. Tee-hee-hee-hee.
So they don't know anything else about the clown yet?
No, nobody knows exactly what he is, but pictures of him. And he just stands by himself in various landmarks.
Yeah.
I can't see
You
it.
can only do that in England because they don't have guns in England. Because that motherfucker would get shot here.
Yeah.
You see a clown outside your house. It's
But
like,
he's taking
I
the pictures,
fucking
I bet
shot
you.
him.
He's got someone just taking pictures of him.
Yeah.
There's no big mystery there. He's promoting it.
Yeah, I think there's some kind of marketing going on.
Yeah,
that's my first guess.
But the Bobbies are going to show up and just beat him with billy clubs.
And sucker balls.
Sucker bull. Yeah. Wow. Well, it's creepy looking.
That's all
I don't know what
know.
it is. I guess they're doing a story on the news about it. Maybe they have more info. Maybe the news has more info.
Was that their tease?
Oh, man. Yeah.
There's some guy who's showing up in like a superhero outfit now, and he says he's the clown catcher.
Right.
Oh, come on. What is this shit?
He wants in on some of this viral action.
Yeah. Somebody wants a viral vid. You just
Facebook fan page that somebody created for him.
Okay, there's something going on. Yeah, it's going to be some fucking viral shit. Some viral marketing shit. It's going down. Right?
It's working. Yeah, I mean, if it's not viral marketing, then it's just some guy who has too much free time. Why would he do it?
I don't know.
To get a viral video.
Yeah, it's got to be something.
Maybe. Or promotion. I don't know. Who gives a shit?
Promoting balloons.
Yeah, fuck him.
Mike Tyson cursed on TV yesterday.
What did he say?
Well, we got it here.
Did he say fuck? I'm guessing fuck.
Nope.
Shit?
Shape, I said shit.
Maybe.
Motherfucker?
Nope.
Cunt lips?
Nope.
Dick cheese?
Nope.
Ass rape?
Nope.
Balls?
Nope.
Oh. Well, let's hear.
How are they doing it on the New Day?
Kate Baldwin and Michaela Pereira.
And the big bitch.
Welcome back to New Day. It's Wednesday, September 18th. Let's get to Michaela for the 5 things you need to know for your new day.
All right, here we go. No motive known for the Washington Navy Yard shooting. We do know that despite run-ins with police and a history of mental health problems, Aaron Alexis still had security clearance to the Navy Yard.
History of mental health problems.
Yes.
He was fucking crazy. Mental health problems.
All that water's got to go somewhere.
The Colorado flooding is ridiculous. 600 people are still missing, I believe.
Wow.
It's a disaster.
President Obama's week-long focus on the economy takes him to members of the Business Roundtable this morning.
But his hair went. His hair is gray.
His hair is really getting
from gray to jet black in a week.
EG Live expected to rest its case today in the Michael Jackson wrongful death trial. The defense no longer planning to call
Catherine
Jackson.
Michael Jackson?
They played clips from Prince Jackson's video deposition.
And the clown?
And at number 5, if you like to play the lottery.
What? Oh, 400 mil Powerball tonight.
Wow, we got another big Powerball.
Wait, if I got two, if I bought two last week and the drawings weren't good, I should keep them, right?
I don't know. I don't know how that works. I think
you got to buy new ones.
Oh, they're not good for the next week?
No. No, they're not. Why would they be?
Because what if it pops up
that would really suck.
You got to play the same numbers again now. Yeah.
No,
that would really suck. But they want you to keep buying.
Oh, okay. I guess I didn't win.
People wouldn't buy, more tickets.
Starbucks CEO, keep guns away, asks gun owners not to bring firearms into Starbucks stores. If somebody wants to do harm, and they're not going to pay attention to the boss saying, keep the guns out. But if someone has a gun and doesn't want to do harm, they're not going to, and you might actually be able to help somebody.
Here's what that is. It's Starbucks trying to get some press in the middle of this fucking this massacre.
And then if you're a guy that wants to do harm, you're like, oh, fuck, Starbucks is a good place because I know that for the most part people aren't bringing guns in there.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
Oh, we're never going to figure it out.
No.
Because it's all about
never going to figure it out.
But that's not a real thing. It's all about getting their name.
They're tying their name to a fucking issue.
Well, I think it's very important just to start the conversation by framing the fact that Starbucks is not a policymaker. And in fact, we're not pro or anti-gun.
Oh, really?
Let's start the conversation.
Fucking have some courage.
Guns should not be part of the Starbucks experience. And
what?
as a result of that, making that decision,
never has been.
We are respectfully requesting that those customers who are carrying a gun just honor the request and not bring the gun into Starbucks. We're also saying something else. This is not a ban. And the reason it's not a ban is that we don't want to put our own people in a position of having to confront somebody who's carrying a weapon. And so those customers who will bring in the gun, we hope they won't, we're still going to serve them. We're not going to ask them to leave.
So when you listen to that, I mean, he's taking a stand. He's taking.
No,
a stand,
he's not
but
taking a
not
stand.
taking a stand when it
No,
comes
Fatso,
to
he's not.
Other
Blondie.
people have this policy.
We're not
I'm a
pro
little
or
confused kind of
against,
where he's
but don't bring him in. But if you do, it's
AMC
okay.
theaters, Disney
How
keeps
about
copies
shithead?
with
Say
fans
you
guns
have
on
fucking.
the
You don't. You're
He's
against
stepping
them.
into the controversy, if not all the way.
What if
and
a cop
this is
comes
CEO
in?
that often steps into the controversy. You know, they came out and they vocally supported gay marriage.
All right, they're doing their show. We should do ours.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Fine.
They're doing their show. We should do ours. I love how we just start watching television.
But we get our material. Like, I didn't even know that was going down.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that is the most ridiculous thing ever. And I think Jimmy's absolutely correct. He's just looking for a little spotlight today for his company.
Yeah.
Because that will do absolutely nothing.
Nothing.
Because if you are carrying a gun around, what? Now you got to find a place to put it so you could go get an $8 to $10 fucking cup of coffee?
Yeah, I'll leave it
How
in
about
my
we start the conversation
car. I'll leave it in my car so that it's not on my person, which makes it that much easier to get stolen.
Right.
If your car gets stolen or broken into, it's ridiculous. Come on.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Give it a rest. I say, give it a rest. Yeah, I don't understand.
They're just trying to get press in a mass murder story.
Yeah.
That's all they are doing. Because he's making Starbucks is not for guns or against guns. How about you have some balls and say, we don't like them and we don't want you to bring them in?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking asshole. That's why I hate him. I don't hate him for his feelings on guns. I hate this fucking coward because he's trying to he wants to get a little bit of press, but he doesn't want to piss off gun owners because they might go to Dunkin' Donuts. So Starbucks is not for guns or against. You're obviously against guns, so say it.
Yeah.
Just say it.
Right.
It's a respectful request, he's calling it.
We respectfully request that if you are someone who has the constitutional right to carry a gun, that you don't bring it into our establishment. Unless you're a criminal, of course, then feel free to bring it in.
Yeah, bring
and
it in
shoot us.
Because nothing I say is gonna do anything for a guy that wants to come in and hurt people. Ugh. But then if somebody's sitting having a cup of coffee that has a gun and is an armed citizen, you know, they might be able to do something.
English town. Are all English towns quaint? That's for another time. He doesn't juggle or make balloons or animals or anything like that, but what he does do is even more bizarre. So why is he doing this? CNN's Aaron McLaughlin has more.
All right, here's the clown story. Clown mystery.
Aren't you going to say hello?
It started on Friday the 13th, like a scene out of Stephen King's It.
Don't you want to
write this shit?
A creepy clown who resembles the Pennywise character in that movie, lurking the streets. His identity is a mystery. He posts photos of his exploits on Facebook, along with messages that end with Stephen King's signature, beep, beep.
Beep, beep.
His most recent cryptic note posted yesterday. It reads, I'll be seeing you all very soon in the day, but I'm going to lay low for a bit as I have a big surprise for you all, hopefully due at the end of the week.
Oh, it's some publicity stunt.
Exactly.
How about the news calls it like it is?
Northampton to see, and in some cases, fear. I'd be terrified if I saw
You don't like this story, Jimmy?
This story makes my fucking skin crawl.
Thank you.
It's not a story. Here's the news from England. There's a jerk-off with balloons. Back to you, Frank.
Right by this statue.
I love girls with English accents.
On Sunday.
Callum
That's
Jones
sexy.
is now the unofficial clown correspondent at the Northampton Chronicle. He's been following the story since last week.
I think he's probably an older guy.
Older guy.
He's quite clever. I don't think
he's not.
He understands social media that well because he says he doesn't know how Twitter works.
He does know.
You don't think he's going to jump out at any time, do you?
Well, I hope not.
There's Jack the Ripper.
Well, his Facebook page has over 100,000 likes, and that's just since Friday. Some people speculate that this might be some sort of promotional campaign.
Everyone says that, stupid.
Speculate. But Callum tells me he thinks this is just a guy out having some fun, dressed as a clown. Kate, back
By the
to
way,
you.
the most...
Some fun is one thing, but being very creepy while you're doing it is something.
As long as he's benign, then it just comes down to being a mean.
Yeah,
or
or 10. Fuck. Yeah, whatevs.
Really scary.
As long as he's benign. Obviously, shithead. As long as he's not raping women with a cheerleading baton.
from Stephen King. Although, you know, with the English accent,
I can't believe they're going on this long about this.
I was more interested because of the accent. So we'll see what happens.
We will see what happens. Coming up next on New Day.
By the way, I hated Tim Curry as Pennywise.
Did
that
you?
annoyed me.
Really?
Yeah. Beep, beep. Really?
You didn't like that?
No, it stunk. Hey, Georgie. It's not the way he was supposed to talk. He should have had a softer, friendlier voice.
How did Stephen King feel about
really?
it?
I'm sure he loved it because I love Stephen King.
No,
but every movie he does, every movie he likes is horrendous.
But he's very critical.
Yeah, but then he makes them and they
He makes
stink.
horrible, like fucking Maximum Overdrive.
You're right.
Stunk.
Whatever
yes, E-Rock, comment.
I was just going to say, Stephen King has a lot of hand in the television miniseries versions of his stuff.
Oh, yeah,
not
they're
the
horrible.
films.
Right,
Yeah.
and that's why this was a television
And he
miniseries.
doesn't like the films because he's not fully in
but meanwhile,
charge of it.
he remade The Shining because he didn't like the fucking masterpiece that Kubrick gave.
Yeah.
Fucking idiot.
This isn't quite shitty enough for me. What's going on with him?
So that's probably a promotion, right?
Of course it
Or,
is.
I mean, everyone's going for their fame, too, so it could be a guy that could figure out how to get some attention. But he's not some fucking mass murderer or anything, because obviously the police have already checked him out.
As long as it's benign.
If you got a Facebook page and you got this weird, mysterious guy doing this shit, I would guarantee you got a knock on his door, and he probably said, "Look, I'm not doing anything illegal, and trust me, it's a promotion for whatever or whatever."
The cops probably ignored it. Some guy with a clown taking pictures. Really? Who cares?
I would bet they checked him out already.
Well, maybe.
Of course they did.
I hope it was fucking John Wayne something in fucking Chicago. That was the last guy that was popping up.
Oh, was he a fun clown?
Yeah, this guy in England, he's just having, for as long as he's benign and he's not handcuffing male prostitutes and strangling them.
So Mike Tyson cursed on the air, on TV.
I want to get your beat on going back and meeting Muhammad Ali. Forget the Evander Holyfield and all the conflicts and so forth. When you actually sat and met with Muhammad Ali, tell us what that meant to you.
Hey, you know, listen, I met Muhammad Ali, I guess I was 11 years old probably. He came to the Spofford School for Boys, the detention school in the Bronx, on Spofford Avenue. And that gave me the first, wow, shit. They gave me the first inclination I wanted to be a fighter.
Is he going to cry?
And then meeting him again in recent years?
He was really tired yesterday. He just flew in from China.
Flustered.
It was a weird interview.
He sounds emotional.
I just flew in from China and my feet are killing me. Oh, wait a minute.
Shit.
Shit.
And then what? This is awkward because the anchor doesn't know how to handle.
Yeah, it's just weird because I
didn't hear this, to be honest with you. So
I think the word, I'm not sure the word he uses at the end. Like, I know what he was trying to say.
Right.
I'm pretty sure it's not the right word, and the anchor just kind of lets it sit there.
Have you taken on new heroes, Mike, in recent years? I know Muhammad Ali is one of them. I know Customato was your father figure, your trainer for years. Have you taken on new heroes in this new evolution of Mike Tyson? Forget the Iron Mike, but the new Mike Tyson?
It's not necessarily a hero that I'm looking for. I'm just looking for the right thing to do. And that's what it's all about, doing the right thing. And sometimes the right thing is not always complimentary to yourself.
Complimentary.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes it's not complimentary.
He was a tired boy yesterday.
Yeah.
Complimentary Christmas.
We'll have him in November for his book.
Yeah.
Are we going to break?
Iron Mike.
Yeah, we should. Tony Siragusa is here, so let's get him in.
I have to plug something before break.
Yeah,
it's of ultra importance.
And then we got a souffle to eat.
Oh, boy. Listeners love when we eat.
Well, the Cronut guy's coming in with...
oh, good. That's
not
exciting.
Not the Cronuts.
Yeah.
But he's coming in with his souffle.
Yeah.
Which I hear is just as popular.
Oh,
but he won't bring us Cronuts. I'm delighted to meet him.
Jimmy, what do you have?
Well, the Cronuts are very special, Jimmy.
They're not special. It's a fucking donut. A hot donut. Bunch of dopes.
4 hours.
So badly wanting to be a part of it. Ooh, look at this special treat.
I had the Cronut today.
Oh, you did? Tell us all about it.
We stood online. You know, it was 4 hours.
Ah, was it worth it?
Well, you know what? It was to talk to the gentleman. I saw him on the news, and it's just wonderful. They were delicious. Telling their little Yenta friends.
Is this it? The new souffle?
Crumbs now has crumb nuts, which is the same thing as Cronut.
It's just more thievery.
Jimmy had that when he powdered his balls. He had crumb nuts. She didn't like eating his crumb nuts. That's hilarious.
So someone's just stealing the guy's idea?
A bunch of people are, but Crumbs is the first to do it on like a big, because there's, Crumbs is a big chain.
Is it?
Yeah, they're all over the
Not a
place.
fan of Crumbs.
No?
Nope.
Why, because they steal Cronuts?
No, I've tried them. They're not that great. Magnolia's kicks their ass.
Magnolia.
I've never been a fan of Crumbs.
Ouch.
Give me that fucking spoon, will you? Thank you.
Hey.
Whoa.
Jimmy, what are you promoting?
2 things. Friday and Saturday, October 11 and 12, I'm doing the Comedy Cabaret in right outside of Philly. It's in Doylestown.
Comedy Cabaret.
I'm doing 2 shows. I think it's comedycabaret.com and or 215-345-JOKE. And Friday's totally sold out. Saturday, as of yesterday, there were 40 tickets left. I don't know what Saturday looks like. I have not checked. And then I'm doing my first show with Dice in many, many years. Friday, November the 1st, we're doing the Beacon Theater together. I'm going up first, but I'm not the opener. Like, meaning I'm opening, but I'm not just doing 15 minutes. I'm doing like a full headliner set. Tickets go on sale this Friday at 10 a.m. at Ticketmaster, and that's for Friday, November the 1st. One show with Dice.
Nice. Oh, very cool.
Yes.
And we got Hugh Jackman coming in in about a half hour.
Oh, my goodness.
We got Tony Siragusa next. And in between that, we got some nice souffles to eat.
Oh, boy.
Roland's right outside the studio.
Yeah, he is.
Mm-hmm.
Bring him in for a second. We got, just a quick minute
boy.
here. Roland.
Rolandos.
Yes. When is souffle guy coming?
I'm going to text him in a little bit.
Uh-oh.
Oh, boy.
And Cronuts are delicious, though.
What?
Crumb nuts? Cronuts, not crumb nuts. Crumbs, she could lick my ballsack.
I'm sure Cronuts are tasty.
They are. They'll be tasty.
But I just hate the fact that the guy wouldn't bring that.
Well, that's because I didn't ask him to.
But even if you did,
even if you didn't ask, he should have.
He would have said no.
Yeah,
No,
he
no,
would've said, no, I'm selling my Cronuts.
For my food show, he brought Cronuts for everybody.
He did bring. I had a Cronut
What'd you
on
think,
Roland's
Sam?
food show. It was good. I mean, I wouldn't.
What's
not gonna
so
wait in line
good about
for
it, by the way?
It's just very, very tasty.
What makes it 4 hours good? To wait 4 hours.
It's not 4 hours good, but the icing is delicious. Obviously, the texture and it's
I like
just
a good
fresh
icing.
croissant.
The cinnamon
that is the icing on
and
the
then
cake.
the jelly inside.
Isn't it all cinnamon delicious, though? What makes
really is.
What makes cinnamon better than other cinnamons?
You're up choking on it.
I like a good icing, though. I'm an icing whore.
Oh, are you?
But his icing is not overbearing. It's like infused in the crumb.
Infused.
It's fused in the Cronut.
That's probably delicious. I mean, I got to be honest. Let me say it again. I'm a fan of icing.
Icing.
Yeah.
So let's call the guy up and say, why don't you throw a couple Cronuts in the bag?
Well, this month is mascarpone fig Cronut.
Huh?
Yeah, this month.
Nobody understood that.
Mascarpone fig.
Mascarpone fig?
Mascarpone is a certain kind of sweet cheese.
Fucking Al's brother.
Yeah, fucking fig. What's in a Fig Newton sandwich or something? My mother used to put 2 in a baggie and say, Chipper, have a good dessert. The Fig Newtons were very popular in the Chipperson household.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
It's not even a joke.
My mother Lamar used to dip Fig Newtons in his Ripple.
Ripple.
He would drink Ripple and dip his Fig Newtons in there with his big feet up, and I'd have to rub oil on them.
Oh, Jesus.
Because they were calloused.
Oh, my God.
Do you want Tony now?
Yeah, Tony Siragusa next.
Woohoo.
And then souffles.
Souffle.
And then Hugh Jackman. We got lots to do still. Chop, chop.
You're listening to Opie and Anthony.
The return of Tony Siragusa.
Tony,
nice.
Take a seat.
The Goose in studio.
Take a seat. Pull up the mic.
How are you, sir?
Put on the headphones.
Tremendous, man. Tremendous. 1, 2. Come on, give me a little bit more volume.
Let's do that.
Oh, you got a little headphone jack there.
You got it?
Headphone jack.
Check. Hello.
You should know how to work this stuff by now.
It's unbelievable.
There you go.
Great chair. Broken chair. Nice. You guys
I got to tell you right off
Is it broken?
Is it broken? You need another chair?
I'll fix it.
There's one to your right, too, if that's better for you.
Is that a high chair over here?
There's one over there. That'll be good. I went and saw Lawrence Taylor's Life and Times last night that Showtime's going to have in 2 days.
How was it?
Holy fuck, man.
Crazy?
Holy fuck, it was crazy, yeah.
Yeah, that guy's lived a pretty crazy life.
Pretty crazy life, and my friend Pete Radovich was the director/producer of it.
That good, huh?
It's fucking great. He's going to win some Emmys, some more Emmys.
Really?
Yeah.
I had to go check that out.
You should have been there.
It's like Scarface.
I would assume someone like you would go to all the football stuff.
Nah, come on, dude. I don't want to hang out with those guys.
No.
You know what I'm saying? You
Honestly,
guys go hang out with the rest of the radio guys, like when you're off. Come on.
Good point.
Hey, let's go hang out with Christian Radio.
That's
it's awesome.
true.
What I found weird, though, it's a documentary, and none of his old teammates were there.
Really? They're probably all nervous wreck.
Do they hate him that much?
I don't know. You know, he, LT's a different kind of guy. Met him a couple times. You know, he's good. It's like, he's a little mad at the world a little bit sometimes, Yeah. And, saw him on a golf course a couple times. I really don't know him that well, so I really, can't comment. But
was he friendly to you or no?
Yeah, I mean, we're not butt buddies, or you know what I'm saying? We're just,
I feel like
what's up, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
He's sort of
you're describing him perfectly, because from this documentary, I feel
standoffish.
I feel like he doesn't have a lot of close friends.
No,
he's got that Dino character, the Greek guy.
He's got. I mean, listen, he doesn't really. I don't know if he likes Italians. I mean, after that deal he got into with the restaurant over 17, listen, he's got some. He had some bad people around him, and it's hard to. I mean, when you get burned so many times, I guess you sort of, have instead of having like a glass partition in front of you, you got like 5 brick walls. Right. So it's like, listen, man, you got to trust people, and I just don't. I ain't got time.
Well, he's a perfect subject for Life and Times, the Showtime series. This thing is really fucking.
Listen,
good.
if you're a train wreck, it's perfect.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the Tony Siragusa story wouldn't be as exciting, right?
Well, if they really knew the story, it would be. It doesn't get out. It doesn't get out. You know what I'm saying? I got kids.
One question: is he one of the greatest players of all time? Is he the best defensive player of all time, LT? Some say he is.
Yeah, some say. Listen, I'm not, a lot of people say a lot of different things. It's all hearsay. You know what I'm saying?
Tony Siragusa does not like Lawrence Taylor.
No, I didn't say that. No. Is he the best player of all time? I grew up watching him. I thought he was awesome.
He changed the game, right? A little bit.
Yeah, he changed the game. Yeah, I think Bill Parcells, the way that they put him and the position they gave him, and listen, Lawrence Taylor just had so much athletic ability and so many things running through him inside that he had an unbelievable motor. For some reason, his motor never stopped. And you put him on the corner, you tell him to go get the quarterback, and it's pretty much it's an easy deal. I think now. Lawrence would probably, not be, I don't know if he wouldn't be as effective, but, they have solutions now for guys like that. You know what I'm saying? It's much more it's much more, dissected. It's more of a chess game where they can slide to him. They can go and, but he just embarrassed a lot of guys. I mean, he just, he beat a lot of guys up and, all the exposure that New York teams get. I mean, there's a lot of good players around the league. So it's hard for me to go and say, this guy was the best guy ever. Like,
what year did he stop? You think, what year did he
93?
Yeah, early 90s. I'm not really sure. Yeah, 92, 93.
He retired at 34.
Yeah.
And you retired around the same age, right?
34, 35, something
That's
like that.
it.
So, yeah.
You just couldn't go anymore?
Well, the problem is, when you play, it's all about recovery. When you're young, you go play a game, you go out, you get loaded. Hey, great. Tuesday you feel pretty good. You run it off a little bit on Monday, Tuesday you're good. You come back Wednesday, you play. And then, 3 years later, Tuesday you still feel like garbage, and Wednesday you recover. And then another 2 years, Thursday you're still sore, even if you hit practice. And then it gets to a point where, Fridays, Saturdays, you're not really recovering like you used to. So you go into games and you just get, you're like, oh, man, I'm sore from last week's game. And it's sort of a point where, hey, listen, man, now I'm really putting myself in a situation where I can get really hurt. And it's like, can you, do you go and a lot of guys go and try to hold on to those little threads. That's not me. If I can't go out there and really perform, a little bit of extra money, now it's a lot more extra money, but, I have more pride in that. Like, I don't want to just hold on.
But I can't imagine, I mean, obviously you've done well for yourself after football, but I can't imagine these guys are done at 33, 34. Then what the fuck do you do with the rest of your life?
Well, that's the whole thing.
There's a lot of guys, I mean, some of the guys, but there's a shitload of guys retiring at 32, 33, 34, and they have nothing.
That's the whole thing. Guys get so consumed by the game that they don't understand. Listen, you better start preparing. I'm talking your rookie year. Don't be buying the rims or the little spinner things or the big necklace with the fake diamonds in that only the team guys know about. Go buy yourself, a little radio. Don't go to the club with the blue lights because your diamonds will all be glowing in the dark. The Dimels, they glow. So it's a lot of guys, and all of a sudden, the one thing, people ask me this all the time, how come all these guys just are broke? Well, when they're playing, you walk into a restaurant, and people are like, "Hey, man, that's whatchamacall," and they really don't play the game. They think they're bigger than life, which is most players have to, because that's the confidence that you get to that level, and they don't understand. Hey, listen, man, it's all about relationships and meeting people and this and that, and I understood that, and all of a sudden they go and they play and they're making some money and, they're driving Bentleys and all this other stuff. Then all of a sudden they go and they're out of football and no one's really paying attention to them. They walk into the restaurant, now they got to pay instead of getting a free meal. So now they got to buy even more stuff, more diamonds, more watches, rent girls to come walk in a restaurant with them so it looks like they can get, some chicks. So they start spending money on this because they don't get the attention anymore. And before you know it, man, you can't keep that same lifestyle. That's not, you don't have the money coming in. And all of a sudden the money's gone and you're trying to stay up with it and trying to let everybody think like you're a multimillionaire and you got nothing in the bank. And all of a sudden you find out, hey, listen, I'm declaring chapter 11. It's done. You're bankrupt. And that's just.
This has happened to like big name players. Obviously, I'm not asking
every player that Drew Rosenhaus has, it's happened to pretty much. You know what I'm saying? It's
unbelievable.
Just, a lot of guys, tons. Warren Sapp, and
Warren has no money.
He's
been on our show. We like Warren.
I think Warren's a great guy, but I don't know if it's they've trusted the wrong people. I always believe in writing your own checks, man.
Quarterbacks just seem to be smart because they start the car dealerships. Like fucking Elway has one, and Aikman has one. It's like that's the smart way to go. They just start something.
The good thing about quarterbacks is, everyone wants to, to hang out with the quarterback because usually the good-looking guy and get all the chicks and stuff like that. So all the, the billionaires who made all the money go and they put them in deals just so they'll hang out with them and they, they go and invest their money the right way. So it's not like anybody wants to hang out with a fat, Italian kid who plays defensive line. It's not like no one's coming to me with a good deal.
What's your take on the NFL and their strict rules with the celebrations and stuff?
They just
isn't that kind of
ridiculous? Spend so much time on all this stupid stuff. Listen, the safety stuff, I'm behind them 100%. Listen, it's got to be but they're like hypocrites. You go and you see, Sue. He went and cut back, a couple weeks ago, and they fined him $100,000. All right, well, listen. You want to get rid of that stuff? Just there's no blocking below the waist on any play. It doesn't matter if it's between the tackles. If you're not an athlete, you shouldn't be out there. Right. There's no reason to cut a guy, right? Why should anybody be able to block below the waist? Right. Between the tackles, and if you're a lineman, you can do that, or you could chop block, or you could listen. If you're going to make a rule, make it for everybody. I understand there's got to be certain rules for quarterbacks, but make it. Listen. Why should a quarterback keep him more safe than he should keep me? You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. It's not that's I'm ready to sue somebody. Why not?
Do you think the NFL is worried about all these lawsuits, the concussion lawsuits, and is there anything they can do about it?
Listen, you guys are worried about lawsuits. I had to sign a release before I came on your show. Everybody's worried about it, right? It's ridiculous. I did Charlie Sheen's Man Cave a couple months ago. I had to sign a release before I went in his house. It's like it's unbelievable. Really? Absolutely. He's got two guys from the Israeli Secret Service there. You will not go into the house until you sign paper.
Wow.
All right, dude. It's got to look like Kung Fu somebody. You know what I'm saying? It's unbelievable.
Is there any hope for my Jets with Geno Smith?
Oh, man. How many years? He can't find an open receiver with a telescope.
Was that one of the shittiest games you've seen in a long time? The Pats and the Jets?
I talked to Rex after that. I'm like, man, opportunities? He's had 3 or 4 opportunities. And I'm not talking like 10-yard gains. I'm talking touchdowns. Like, he just doesn't see him. I don't understand what's going on.
I saw a lot of open receivers.
I don't know.
Brady didn't have a good game either.
Well, his receiver. He
doesn't have a lot of receivers.
Brady puts it right where it needs to be. You know what? His receivers just don't catch it. I
got to say myself. It wasn't that he had a bad game. His receivers are rough.
That's the whole thing. Everybody judges a quarterback not by just what they do. They have a pretty, it's a tough job, man. You got to put the ball where it needs to be, and they have to catch it also.
Right.
But then they get, if you get a 5-yard pass and all of a sudden he runs for, 95, you get 100 yards as a quarterback and passing, all the numbers are really like, fudge. It's almost like Wall Street.
They're padded a bit.
Oh my God, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. But, So what else, you guys?
Please.
How about guard your manhood? We got to talk a little bit about why I'm here.
Yes, that's what we want to talk to you about.
Talk it. Yeah, let's go.
What is this?
So pretty much, here's how the whole deal went. You guys see the commercial on TV?
Oh, of course.
Well, we have.
Built a man cave for the guy. You know, it was pretty different. It was pretty different. So what happened is the Pen came to me and they said, listen, we want to do a campaign that there's a really an open area where guys who have prostate cancer, or enlarged prostates, they drip. You know what I'm saying? And it's embarrassing because guys are using socks and, female products and all this other stuff. And I'm like, we're going to come out with a product just for guys. It's almost like an athletic supporter that you put in your underwear. And it's like, stop the embarrassment of having to wear like light pants or whatever. And all of a sudden you have, all this, a big thing looks like piss running down your leg. So it's so when they said this, and I did a little bit of first I was like, well, and then I said, you know what, man, I've had some family members who have had prostate cancer and had this problem, and I've got some friends who and it's a tough thing for guys to talk about. I mean, let's face it, it's not like we're going to come on Opie and Anthony and say, hey, listen, I drip a little bit. You guys kill people.
Right. Of course.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, listen, guys bust guys' chops. That's what it's all about.
It is a strange product.
It is.
It's a little weird.
But the whole thing
is. But
if
it helps people,
Yeah, well, prostate cancer, dude, 1 in 6 guys. By the time you die, you're going to have prostate cancer. It's more, it's great. 4 million Americans, 4 million guys, have this problem.
Easy to cure, though.
Yeah, but
gotta get in there early.
You absolutely stay away from it. Get in there, get the finger in it. You know what I'm saying? And get the checked out, and you won't have this problem. But if you do, now there's a solution. It was embarrassing when the guys were saying, hey, "Listen, I can use socks. There's nothing I can do. I'm just going to stay home." It's amazing the emails I get. I have a little soft side to me, but guys, say, listen, man, you gave me my life back. And I can go out now. I can go on an airplane, a 3-hour trip, and not have to worry about going to the bathroom every, hour or something like that. So and they donated $50,000 to the V Foundation, which was really cool in my name, for cancer research. So it was a big deal, big problem. And I said, listen, I don't, if it's going to help guys, I ain't got the problem, but I know people who do. And if it's going to help guys, I got to build a man cave underneath the toilet for a guy and try to bring a little bit of light and have a little fun with it. I'm going to do it. And
you should make a commercial though that says, "I don't have this problem, but if you do."
Well, it's tough. We don't have ADD like you have. You're looking at me thinking, I'll put the 2 and 2 together. When I ask the guy, "Hey, who are you?" and he goes, "Oh, this is my house." I'm like, "All right, come on over here," and I give him a little space. You got to go on. The thing is, what you got to do is you got to go on guardyourmanhood.com and I'll explain it to you a little bit more. So
I got to say, you're a great spokesperson because we were just talking about Bill Cowher and how awful he is with the Time Warner commercials. And you probably don't want to say anything, but some of these athletes don't really have any business being on commercials.
And some of the athletes you think are going to be horrible are unbelievable, like the Mannings. I think they do an unbelievable job with a lot of their commercials.
Yeah. They're a bit on the dry side, but it works.
But dry humor works.
Right.
I mean, dry
but
humor
Bill
works.
Cowher cannot deliver a line in those Time Warner commercials.
Oh, it's brutal.
But they're using
it.
What were they thinking?
Big Steeler fan.
At Time Warner Cable.
You're right. Do you know what? That's what it is. The guy who runs is probably a big Steeler fan.
Right. What are you kidding me? The CEO's like, I love the Steelers. I want to get a sideline pass. Hire Cowher, put him on a couch, give him a couple lines.
That's
the
how
next time you just see him there, usually they give him a whistle. Come on, work out. And they have all these guys in this like strange color, so they don't identify with any NFL player.
Any team, really. Yeah.
Dude,
you deliver a line very well.
Yeah.
You're very natural. Well, but sports figures for the most part, they have a problem.
Yeah, there's been a few over the years.
Dating back to, fucking Joe Namath when he was hanging out with the Bradys. Hey, Bobby.
They analyze things too.
Hey, Bobby, let me pass the ball to you.
Right. But they got Joe Namath.
Yeah, they got Joe Namath.
That's all they cared about. We got Joe Namath on the Brady Bunch.
Yeah.
That's true.
You were fucking 97-1 as a wrestler?
Yeah.
That is amazing as a record.
Why not the Olympics?
Nah, it was pretty funny. I went to Pitt, and they had a pretty good wrestler up there, and I used to wrestle a little bit, but then they wouldn't let you go and wrestle on the team because football was giving you a scholarship. I liked wrestling. I think wrestling really helped you become a better football player. With keeping your base down low, leverage, working guys real tight to another guy, and I think it's a great sport. It's a great, what the thing about wrestling is, it's a one-on-one, and you can't point your finger at nobody else. It's all right. Listen, it's you against him. He's the same weight. Usually he's around the same age. Get out there. Let's see what you can do. And I coach my son in wrestling, and I think it's a great sport.
Is he good?
Self-motivation. Yeah,
he's pretty good.
Yeah, he's all right. He does.
How many sports did you play in high school?
Well, I played. I was a football, obviously. I played wrestler, baseball. I did track. It was pretty funny. It's a great story. So I'm a junior, and I'm like in the States, and I'm throwing a shot put and a discus, and I'm chucking this thing around. I'm wearing the nut hugger shorts and all that kind of. Hey, back in the day with the big tube socks. Right. And all of a sudden, I come to my senior year, and I'm like, dude, you know what, man? I'm evaluating my life. I'm like, I'm gonna get a scholarship, maybe. Go to Pitt, and I want to be a multimillionaire, dude. I want to have millions, and I don't know any multimillionaire that like get his buddies and they go throw the shot put or the disc. So shit, I joined a golf team.
No kidding.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, Baltus Roll was one of our courses that we played, in Jersey, and went over to Galloping Hill and went on a golf team. My coach comes up to me, he goes, what are you doing? He goes, you can probably win the States or do. I go, yeah, but those, what am I don't want to be throwing a piece of lead around. What the hell is that?
He probably had a nervous breakdown.
Right.
He probably cried hard.
My job's on the line, my $1,200 for coaching.
Right, exactly.
That kind of, but it was,
he had to be so sad.
Yeah, so
he
I
lost
liked
it
everything.
to golf.
Yeah, I liked everything.
What's your handicap?
Right now I'm probably about a 9 or 8,
geez.
somewhere around there.
That means he's a 6 or 7.
No, but
all these guys pad it a little bit, for the money.
Depends. Depends.
Bring it right back.
Depends.
Hey. Who finally beat you wrestling? Who did you lose to?
I lost to a kid from Newton in the States. He actually threw legs in on me, and he was like stalling, and it was like 10-10. There was like 2 seconds left on the clock.
What's stalling mean? What's that mean?
He wasn't like really doing anything. He was holding on, so I was like getting aggravated. So I flipped him over, and I grabbed his ankle, and I put my elbow in his shin. And I tried to break his leg, and he started screaming, and they gave me a stalling point. So I lost 11-10 with like 2 seconds left. And I was pissed. But it was, hey, listen, man, he did what he needed to do. Sometimes stalling is good if you can get away with it. I mean, now it's like part of the game, part of the wrestling. Go get, take down, get a couple points, and then like try to stay away from the guy. It's almost like Spanky, running around the ring trying to run away from him.
Is that finger in the ass move real? Do they do that?
It's not finger in the ass. It's sort of like the tailbone. You put your thumb, like where the tailbone is, and you lift.
Oh my God.
And usually their legs kick back. There's little secrets and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? The chin in the back. What'd you get? Did you play any athletics?
Nothing.
You were the guy smoking a bone back in the car.
Yes, exactly. I was a degenerate.
I was basketball and track, yeah.
There you go. What'd you do in track?
A 2-mile indoor.
Yeah?
A miserable race. And cross country, yeah. I was a really good runner, but going with what you said, I was like, who gives a fuck? I already know I could run real well.
Yeah.
And so I played basketball, but I never got the height. I was really serious
Point
about
guard?
my basketball. Yeah, shoot the lights out of the ball. Went to all the camps.
You still play a little bit or no?
Not really. No, I got 2 herniated discs. I get out there once in a while, but
dude, there's no.
I went to the basketball camps all summer, all that shit. I was convinced
probably
I was going to make
kept you out of trouble, right?
Oh yeah. I was a rat. I did about 6 hours a day, easy.
Well, that's awesome.
Easy for most of my
Track's
years.
a great sport too, man, because
it just bored me, and I was good at it. And my basketball coach was even saying, man, because when we used to have to do the 2-mile for the basketball team, I would just fucking destroy people.
Nothing in you did fall track or no? You didn't do anything in the fall? You look like maybe you'd be a good little receiver or something like that.
No, football scared the shit out of me. I'm not gonna lie to you. Scared the fuck out of me.
Was it the football or was it showering with like 30 other guys? You're a little nervous. A thimble? You know, a thimble down there? Yeah. That's cool. It's cool.
It's a thimble that stands up in the shower with other men.
I did go to class sweaty a lot. Yes.
There you go.
I didn't feel like showering in front of fucking everybody. Is that easy to do? Just fucking shower in front of everybody?
Yeah, it is. In the beginning, when you're in the NFL, it sort of gets a little scary.
But there's a few guys with tiny dicks. I mean, come on.
Oh, there's a couple.
Yeah, but who wants to see fucking Eric Williams or Leon Lett walking in and you're fucking naked?
Tripod.
Giants are swinging dick.
Yeah. We got to make an a bigger, shorter guard or shield for those guys. I never really thought about that.
Yeah, right.
We got to see if we can
bigger size for yeah.
Triple X.
But then who's going to want to buy the normal size? You can be like,
Imagine buying it and all this, extra small.
Hideki Matsui.
Yeah.
Did you really come up with the product?
Did I come up with the product?
Yeah.
No, they came to me. They already had the product pretty much established, but I did give my insight on, when we were doing the commercial, we sat down with everybody, and they were great to work with. But it was, I sat in a room with like maybe 13 women, and it was like, my agent and me, and I'm like, listen, they're like, all right, well, this is the way the commercial is going to go, and I'm like, well, you know what? You need more guys involved. You know, you need construction guys. You need like almost it's like no big deal. Like and they were great. Yeah. You know, they took my a little bit of my insight of what I thought how it would make a guy in this situation be as comfortable as he possibly could. And I thought the commercial came out great. It's light, it's fun. You know, you get in the beginning it was crazy. My Twitter blew up, and I was like, wow. They're like killing me, and I'm like, listen, it's all fun and games until you have to go, and it's you that has to deal with this. You know what I'm saying?
If we're being honest today, maybe we took a couple shows.
You took a couple? You took Dude, just the only thing I ask whenever you talk, you can rip me on. Just get my name right. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Tony Siragusa. I don't care.
We like you, so maybe we should tell you we might have taken a couple.
That's all right. Listen,
all in fun.
All in fun, Tony Siragusa. We just thought it was hilarious, that tiny little man cave thing. His little spot on the
bobblehead.
Yeah,
it's cool, right? Yeah, you rip it up.
Tiny little man cave. Yeah,
not brave enough to take shots in front of you, but maybe when you weren't here, we took.
Yeah, that's a couple shots.
There you go. Just a couple, to keep it real.
Dude, I'm sure that I would be reciprocating if it was the other way. I'd be
well, when the Depends commercials first started with the women, that was so creepy. What was her name when she was on the red carpet and? Harry.
It was Harry Hamlin's.
Hamlin's wife there, and then he's basically going, "Look how hot she looks."
She's like, "I'm wearing Lisa Rinna,
right?
She's like, "I'm wearing one right now," and it's like, "Oh, Jesus!"
And then Harry is there going, "Look at how sexy and hot she is." And then they changed their tune a little bit and made sure everyone knew that they didn't actually have to wear these.
Right.
And that they were just, helping other people along.
Right. That you can wear these with a dress.
Well, I bet your sheep fucking put that little amendment into the contract.
Yeah.
That's called redlining it when it went back to the fucking...
Redlining?
Yeah.
What exactly is Man Caves on Friday? It's on Fridays at 10 o'clock on, what is DIY Network? That's
Do It Yourself, it stands for.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Just started another year. We've done about 150 shows.
Damn. It's a lot of fucking shows.
Yeah, running a long time.
Good for you. Yeah. What exactly do you guys do? Do you create these, or do you go to people's houses and?
We get guys like yourself that have no testosterone in their body, and we give them a room I'm only kidding.
Ow!
Like I said, guys like you. No, but we go to guys' houses and we get a room. That their house has completely been taken over. I mean, you guys deal with it.
We've done the Man Cave break on our show. The one thing we have a problem with is the fact that guys don't want to hang out with girls in man caves.
No?
Can you work that into the show?
Well, we've been doing it.
A lot of times it seems like, they want to escape from, the vaginas to hang out with the guys. And that to us is a little strange.
Well, depends. Depends how long you've been with her. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
At some point, you can get a little bit crazy, and you got a little, guys want to hang out with guys and talk about guy things, and it's now you have your own little room, you lock it up. But we've been doing a lot of celebrities lately. Charlie Sheen was on last weekend. We did his house. I was over his house.
What did you give him that was special?
We gave him like a wine. He had a room like right next to his pool, and we like set it up with like wine and cigar. Like it was really cool.
That's good for sobriety. That's good. Fucking
we did Snoop. Snoop's house. Still a lot of guys, man. It's been really.
What did you put in Snoop's house?
Yeah. Well, we put we built him. He had a shed in his backyard, and we tried to. It's a beautiful view out of his backyard, and he goes, no windows. So he didn't want any windows. He wanted a TV so he could watch his Steelers and play Xbox or whatever it is, and so we put two 50-inch plasmas, flat screens in. We cut the back of a '57 Chevy. We made it a couch. So he can hang out there. We put a table in the front so he could do whatever he does there. And we put air conditioning in. So we built him like a mini house in his backyard in a shed dealing with California.
How big is the shed? Like the size of this room?
A little bit, about the size of this room. Maybe a little bit smaller. Maybe.
So it's a pretty big shed.
Yeah, big shed. And he has like his fingerprints. So only he can get into the man cave. You put your fingerprint down, reach your fingerprint. So we did some really cool stuff with him, and he's been calling out. Listen, I got a new studio I'm building. I want you guys to come build a new man cave, and he loves them. It's great. So wherever I see him, I get to jump up on stage with him, and I get in his dog costume, and I dance around the stage, sipping on gin and juice, and the whole thing. It was great.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I want a man cave, but I don't even know if I want to admit this.
You do.
I want to. I eventually want to get to the suburbs. Nice big huge house, backyard, and I want to.
So where do you live, in the city?
Yeah. Yeah. With two kids.
With two kids too.
Yeah.
How old are your kids?
A little over 3 in almost a year.
Dude, you better start decision making right now.
No kidding. We're running out of room.
Yeah, dude. But how about sports and stuff like that? Like, are the kids ever going to see what like real grass is and stuff like that? Are they scared of grass?
I rented a beach house this summer, and they were out east, and they were out of their fucking minds.
Where out east?
Happy.
Where?
Well, out east.
Out east.
Yeah,
like
Hamptons.
Super like secretive or something.
Well, Hamptons.
Hamptons. All right, cool.
Yeah.
You know, you could say that.
One of the
out
Hamptons.
east.
I looked at the Jersey Shore.
Out east could be the Azores. You know what I'm saying?
I looked at the Jersey Shore. I didn't, you guys are still cleaning up down there.
Yeah, it's been rough. I live I have my house in Ortley Beach, right there, man.
Got fucked up?
Well, we got 8 inches of water on our first floor, but it's, all the neighborhood people, like, the older people who've been in their family for so many years, they're on ground level, and they just got 5 feet of water. I was like, it was crazy. Right after the storm, I went down there, and there's all these people from out of state, and we'll come and clean your thing, trying to rip these people off. Man, I got a couple of my goon buddies, and said, listen, nobody comes down the street. We'll go and help, and we help the people out on the road, and
good for you.
And try to do whatever we could, and going over and grabbing people's clothes because you couldn't get on the island, and bringing them back out, and it was a mess, man.
Wait, where is this place?
In Ortley.
I don't know where that is officially.
It's right where where the roller coaster was on TV. Did you see the roller coaster in the water? A mile from there.
Oh, no kidding.
It was the worst hit place. Yeah, there and Manalokan were probably the 2 worst.
Right.
And there's like probably a couple hundred houses up on the beach that they just knocked down. It looks like Beirut, but they're doing a great job of cleaning it up.
Until the fire hit.
Dude, I was there last weekend. I'm down the shore. The night before I went out, had a couple cocktails, went to a steak place right on the boardwalk. About 2 in the morning, got done, came back home, woke up, did a couple things. As I was leaving around 1:30, 2 o'clock, I saw some smoke. I go, man, what the hell's going on? Probably a little fire or something. By the time I got back up, I live in North Jersey, up north. I'm not going to tell you that.
He's being vague.
Up north. Not the Hamptons, but it's up North Jersey.
I'm wondering if you threw a cigar out the window before you left down there.
No, and the whole boardwalk was on fire. It was
horrible.
crazy.
It really is horrible.
You think punch after punch.
You think it's arson?
No, I think that the salt water and electrical. Guys get money to go rebuild a lot of the electrical stuff, and they listen, you get $100,000, all of a sudden they only want to spend 10. They think it's their money. Like, listen, go fix your stuff the right way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, try to cut corners, and that's what happens.
Wow.
It's not good. But if you need any more information on the shields and guards, go to guardyourmanhood.com.
Right, exactly.
I didn't tell you what I want in my backyard.
What else? Go ahead.
Instead of a man cave, and I swear to you, if I ever get a big house with a big yard, I want to get a tree house to nap in.
A tree house to nap in.
I swear to you. But like the man cave, but it'll be a great bed, maybe a flat screen, just a tiny. Yeah. Let's do it for the show.
Sure. Buy a house first, cheapo.
I want to
get out of the Hamptons. Get out of the Hamptons, prick.
Renting in the Hamptons. And I bought in New York. It's crazy. It's ridiculous. But I want to pimp out a treehouse.
Dude,
wouldn't that be cool?
Where I live, man. Come over where I live. It's beautiful over there. I got 2 acres.
Can we hang out?
Yeah, I'll hang out with you.
All right, we'll hang out a little bit.
Once a month.
Once a month. Tony's got to go there saying, what the fuck is that about?
Yeah, I got other things.
All right, hey, Tony, always a pleasure.
Hey, guys, appreciate it, man.
Thank you, sir.
Listen, I'll be around. I got some Giants games, stuff like that. You ever need me, just give me a call.
All right, and I like what you do on the sidelines.
Thanks, man. We
didn't really talk about it, but I don't like the broads on the sidelines. I like a guy that
I do a completely different thing than other people.
No,
I'm an analyst down there. I got a whole booth. I got like almost what you guys got here.
I know, you know your shit. And I'm not saying the broads don't know, but they haven't taken any hits. I like hearing from the guys that might have taken a few hits out there.
Yeah, a little bit of experience does help a little bit. Credibility.
No, they're good to look at. We all know that. But
it's like if I need any questions about track, I'd ask you. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, sure.
All right, guys. Thanks, man.
What's the website again, really fast?
GuardYourManhood.com.
Okay, very good.
Right? Or you can go to my Twitter or Facebook and
Tony Siragusa on Twitter. I follow you.
I always love listening to your, getting tweets from the people, Opie and Anthony. You blew them off, you jerk off. I'm gonna blow your car off. I mean, it's like unbelievable. Be good, guys.
No breaks? Okay.
Thank you.
We got Hugh Jackman coming in now too. Right now, Tony. Thank you, brother. See you next time.
We're back-to-back guests here.
Hey, he was great.
And the lovely and talented Hugh Jackman is making his way here.
Oh my God, that's him. He's an A-lister. He's walking in.
Be cool. There he is. Come on in, sir.
Hey, you.
Hey. Take a seat right over there.
How are you?
What's up, man? Nice to meet you.
Good to see you too.
Hugh Jackman, look at this.
Is this all good? We're all good?
We're all good. There's headphones if you need, if need be.
I'm gonna hear you.
We're not going to waste time taking phone callers when we have Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, of course not.
That's for sure. Screw the listeners. We want to talk to you. My God. All right, this new movie you're in, Prisoners. it twisted. Very, very dark.
Yeah, it is
very dark.
It's pretty intense.
Yeah. Tell us about it, please.
Well, the basic story is two families get together on Thanksgiving Day. It couldn't be more normal or average. And about 8 minutes into the movie, you know, the girl's like, oh, we're going to go out and play, Daddy. And before you know it, we don't know where they are. And so the rest of the movie is trying to find them, and it's as intense as it should be. And let me tell you, reading and doing the research, looking into it, was about the hardest thing I've ever done in my life.
Really?
Even reading it was hard. But, you know, it's just so heartbreaking to read what happens to people, what happens to families.
You researched it that deeply?
Yeah. Well, you know, I like to research it anyway to give you things to do as an actor, but I came away with this not with, I want to do this, I want to do that. I literally came away going, this is going on right now, and I really owe it to the people going through it, not that they're going to see it, but to actually do it as truthfully as we can and respectfully. And you know, there's a version of this movie that could just be just sort of exploitative or glorify the violence of it or just become like a revenge thriller. But
right.
I think it needed to be more than that.
Did you speak to anybody who'd been through it?
No, I didn't, because I read, I did hours. There's a lot of videos, there's a lot of books, but I just felt weird making someone go through it as, hey, I'm Hugh Jackman, I'm an actor, can you talk to me? And there's enough there to go through.
Yeah.
Plus, as a parent, it doesn't take much to understand.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that. As a parent, was it kind of disturbing just imagining that? I can't.
Yeah, my character has this line in the movie, pray for the best, prepare for the worst, right? And I'm more of a just pray for the best kind of guy. I forget the other bit. As an actor, I'm spoiled. Someone does it for me, right? They tell me what to wear. I didn't decide any of this.
Well, it looks great, Hugh, I must say.
Yeah, thank you.
You look fantastic.
Yeah.
You know,
and boy, do you smell good. I had to say it. It smells terrific.
I did that bit.
You did that.
But I think it's... what were we talking about?
I know, right? The parent angle and the... Well, you know, what the hell.
Anyway,
how people do things for you.
Yeah. Well, no, that's right. Pray for the best, prepare for the worst. But after this movie, I'm more in the preparation sort of zone.
Yeah, okay.
I do think about it more. I do think, not that I want my kids, no, obviously kids can't see this movie, but I do want them to know about it and know about possible dangers and to be aware. You know?
Yeah.
You're one of the most varied actors. It's amazing the range you have. The only other guy that I think plays that range is maybe Gary Oldman. It's like from Les Miserables to Wolverine to it's like you really, there's nothing you just don't seem to want to do.
You know, yeah, that's true. There's nothing on here. I'll do anything to stay employed. I'll do anything, man.
But
I even
you're
dressed
never
up
going
in
to
a
typecast.
6-foot koala suit for about a year, promoting that. That was for $12 an hour. Trust me, I'll do anything.
Really?
Yeah, and the person before, I think, had thrown up in it.
Oh,
that was not.
You're not worried about being unemployed? Hugh Jackman's not worried about being unemployed.
Maybe
Come
not
on.
right now, but
okay, you're doing good.
That's
Oprah loves you.
But people will never get bored with you, and they'll never get sick of you because you can't be typecast or like, oh, he's doing that again. It's always something different, which is amazing.
Well, it's sort of what I love, and I think actually part of the good thing about growing up in Australia and getting into the business in Australia is there is no genre. There's no I'm just going to make a career in Australian action movies because there's one made every 3 years, right?
Right.
So you've got to do theatre, you've got to do everything. I mean, a lot of people don't know Russell Crowe did musicals in Australia when he started, and you know, we all do TV and whatever. You know.
Well, yeah, he's got that band that he goes around with.
Exactly.
And stuff. Now, as far as music goes, was the acting or music first with you? It was acting.
Oh, yeah. When I graduated, I did theatre school, like a straight theatre school. And where I was at, there was a musical theatre school as well. They're all still really annoyed with me. You know, like, man, we did that bit. What are you doing taking our jobs? But when I first went for a musical audition, I thought my agent was on drugs. But, you know, I was straight out of school, and I was like, yeah, I'll go for anything, you know. And that was Beauty and the Beast.
It was Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, and they couldn't find a 6-foot guy who was sort of big enough to play the part, and so I went in and went for it.
Did you just have to sing in the room cold?
Mate, luckily I read first, and I remember it very clearly. I had to read the scene and then sing. And when I read the panel, I could see they were like, yeah, this could be the guy.
Oh, God, he better
be able to sing. And I could see their faces fall like, oh. And so I'm the only actor, I think, ever in professional history to have it in his contract that I had to have a singing lesson once a week. And they paid for it.
Wow.
So for 12 months, I had to go and do it, and I had to check in, and I learned how to sing during the show.
You did. You're like, obviously, we've seen you on the Tonys and stuff, and you do a great job singing.
Yeah.
And that wasn't, I thought that was like kind of a natural ability.
No, learn.
No, you had to.
All learned.
Do you know how good looking you have to be for them to go hire him? We'll teach him to sing.
You don't think they would teach you to sing, Jimmy?
No, not even if they needed like a mushy guy who blinks a lot and sings. Would they hire me to sing? and by the way, the
mushy.
Mushy? Just me. I'm just mushy.
Mushy.
Oh, he thought it meant so. He was hoping it didn't mean what it actually meant, which is physically fairly disastrous. And the Tonys is alive.
Yeah.
How horrifying is that to?
The first time I was pretty freaked out by it.
Yeah.
But I'd done a lot of theater. That sort of was my background. But the great thing is you walk out to 7,000 people at Radio City Music Hall, and they are just so excited. I mean, I did that 3 years in a row, and then I was asked to do the Oscars, and I never would have done the Oscars if it wasn't for the Tony Awards. But I always remember the crowd in the house is just so there for you. They're up for it. It can be really deceiving because you can be bombing and you won't know. You really don't know. And remember the Oscars? Remember that famous Snow White Rob Lowe thing, right? Everyone says is the most disastrous opening of the Oscars.
Right, yes.
And people say, watch this as what not to do. Right. And I watched it. And at the end, standing ovation
really?
From the crowd. And literally, when I did my opening of the Oscars and they stood up, I was like, oh, shit, Snow White. It's over.
It seems really hard at award shows, too. They a lot of times they have very scripted things that they're reading off teleprompter. Yeah. And it just seems like a really hard thing to pull off. Like, even for great actors, it's just like, so what do you think it'll be? I don't know, Betty. What do you think? That seems
it's really cringing sometimes.
Yeah.
No, And people, the worst thing you can do is people throw the writers under the bus. Like actors, don't you hate that when actors, they haven't prepared, they haven't done anything, so they're doing the
squinting.
Roll. Yeah, the writers. I'm like, man, right. John Travolta taught me this. He said, he says, when you turn up, you turn up. If you're not going to turn up, don't go.
Right.
And he said there's a kind of trend sometimes. Some people think it's cool to mumble and make it look like you don't care, or I'm not part of this teleprompter award thing. And he goes, if you like that, you don't go, man.
Mm-hmm.
People are at home. You're part of showbiz. This is showbiz.
Yeah.
So if you're not going to do it, don't. I think he's right.
So be professional.
How long was that last? Sorry, Ann. How long was that last opening number for the Tonys? How long did that run? That was a.
As far
Neil
as
Patrick Harris?
Yeah, Neil Patrick Harris.
Yeah, how long was that?
That went on for like a
that
while.
Was like,
how long of a rehearsal would somebody have to go through to have that work?
I got to tell you, Neil, I know Neil because
He's
I
amazing.
did a little part with him in it, and he literally moves his whole family to New York for 5-6 weeks before the Tonys. I hope he doesn't mind me saying this. 5-6 weeks, he watches every show. He starts looking through. He starts, and we did a bit together, and we didn't really know what it was, and he kind of made it up. He actually devised the whole thing. So he works really hard at it. It's a good solid 5-6 weeks.
Now, when you watch something like that, will you go like, all right, I don't want to host anymore, or will you go, okay, no, but I mean, or you watch it and go, I'm going to be better than that when I do it?
I certainly don't think I'm going to be better than Neil, because I think that guy's owning it. I think that guy is.
That open was ridiculous.
He's fantastic.
It was unbelievable.
He's great because he can sing, dance, but he's quick and funny, and he keeps it going during the. I think he's right up there with the Billy Crystal, to be honest. I think he's great.
Yeah.
But I often think I'd like to do it again. But, maybe I'll just put a few years in between Neil and myself.
You wait for someone to really bomb, because it'll happen.
I'm smart enough to know. Don't go straight on after Neil.
Hey, as far as working out goes and stuff, you've been on screen where you look slight, and then you've been on screen where you look like you've been. Yeah, you're an Olympic weightlifter.
Are you talking to me or Hugh?
Jimmy Norton. Oh. Yeah, of course I'm talking to Jim. What kind of regimen do you need when you're doing like Wolverine and?
It's now I know what it is. It's taken me 7 movies to really work it out, but it's really you need a year.
A year.
Yeah, you need a year. I'm 40, about to be 45, so. You just can't change your body that quickly if you want to put on muscle and keep fat off. It's relatively easy to put on weight, muscle, and fat at the same time because you just eat everything in sight. It's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Really, they say 1 pound of muscle a month is all you can gain if you're not going to gain fat. Wow. So you need, put on 15, 20 pounds of muscle.
Wow.
And so you need 3 hours a day. You need to eat 5,000 calories a day, a very strict.
And 3 hours in the gym a day?
What's that?
3 hours of the gym?
Yeah.
A day?
Yeah.
Would you do things like I heard Edward Norton was doing like meat shakes when he was doing American History X, so just these awful things.
I've heard of people doing that, like they can't eat the tin tuna anymore, so this one guy I know put it in a
blender,
mixer blender,
right,
and blended it up to thinking it'll go down easier, and then just threw up immediately. The tuna fish milkshake.
Yeah, it's not a good beverage. Tuna fish.
You know, people think you can just do protein shakes, but you can't. You can supplement with one maybe, but really got to do the food.
When you're not doing a role that requires you to really bulk up, do you still have to pay attention to what you're eating all the time?
Well, it's interesting. I've always known there's another Wolverine coming. This is the first time in my life where I don't know. I don't know if I'm doing another one.
Wow.
I've just finished shooting X-Men Days of Future Past. There's no script for anything further. I'm not sure if they want me. I'm not sure what's going to happen.
So you eat a few donuts now? Yeah.
It's kind of frightening to me how much I enjoy it. I could easily go off the wagon.
Yeah.
How have comic book fans treated you?
The vodka here is fantastic. No.
Has the response to you been good? Because the comic book fans can be very, very harsh.
They're very critical.
They're brutally honest.
Yeah.
I actually love that. As an Aussie, I like to get it straight. So, you know, they generally, I think they really dig the Wolverine. They liked it. They liked the direction they're going, and they didn't dig the first one. And they'll all tell me.
Wow, really?
Yeah. And even the ones who are sort of being polite before will say now, thank God for the Wolverine man, because we didn't like the last one. You know, they just didn't like whatever. They were expecting a movie more about the character, and there were a whole lot of other mutants, and they were...
Right, yeah.
But, you know, ultimately they've been very, very supportive.
Yeah.
And thank God, because they would spit on me in the street.
Yeah. They are. Oh, my God, are they brutal?
Yeah.
Well,
by the way, I don't read the blogs. Comments.
No, huh?
I don't go there.
Yeah, it's like I don't either. I mean, I mean seriously about it. It's well, yeah, I do. But I mean, it's horrible to read all this.
Did you read it?
Yeah, because I try not to, but then all of a sudden I'll read one negative thing and I'll be like, I'll look them up and be like, fuck it. I mean, I just it's so stupid to put that energy into such nonsense. Who cares?
It's good to know Hugh Jackman has haters, though.
Yeah,
makes our lives a little easier.
But it also makes it depressing. Like if there's people that are bashing you, it's like we have no shot at anything.
We have no hope, right?
There's people criticizing that performance.
Oh God, people just like to criticize. I don't know.
Does it get to you on Twitter and stuff like that? He's a real Hugh Jackman on Twitter.
Yep.
And does it get to you? Do you read all the mentions?
I don't read them all, obviously, but you know, I went onto that because I was doing a one-man show in San Francisco, and I wanted people who were into. I know a lot of people don't know I ever sing and dance right before premieres, so I wanted them to know I was doing the show, and so now I'm in a relationship. I feel like, oh shit, I didn't know I was getting into a relationship. I'm in a relationship now. And they're mad. Well, you haven't tweeted in a week. I'm like, sorry. Let's go on a date. Whatever you want. Flowers. You know, it's
all of a sudden now you're, you know, you have to deal with
I have to say, my wife says, I'm sorry, babe. I'm tweeting. I'm sorry. I need to give him full attention. You know.
Or if you retweet one person, they all want to retweet. Like if you're retweeting him, it's my birthday too.
But ultimately, I think it's fun. I think it's probably a good thing. You know, I think if you got something to say, you can say it. You can shoot something down.
That's true. It is odd that people have such accessibility to celebrity now. It's years ago we always talk about that, how you would have to write a letter to Clark Gable or something and actually address it, mail it.
Yes.
It would have to get through an army of people.
Yeah.
And now you could just be like, you suck.
Look, people often say, you know, when I wrote to Clark Gable, I got a letter back and a signed photograph. He was such a gentleman. And I'm like, it was so easy back then. Clark Gable had no idea he got letters. No, there were people in the studio just signing them up.
Right. You see, what's that Joan Crawford movie, Mommy Dearest, where they're out by the pool. She's got like 5 people sitting around signing her pictures and dumping them in envelopes. I gotta tell you, this isn't even a question. It's one of these awesome things or something. The Prestige has to be on my top friggin' 5 movies of all time list, and I think it's an underrated movie.
Yeah, I agree.
That to me should have been huge.
Yeah, no, it's made by the great Chris Nolan, Batman fame, and I thought it was great too. I think a couple of things happened. There was a hit that came out a few months before, The Illusionist.
The Illusionist came out, right?
And that was a hit. And it was like
it was confusing.
A magic movie. It came out and everyone saw it, and then ours came out and it was like, you guys copied The Illusionist.
Right. And it was they were so different.
It's interesting. I get a lot of people come out to me saying about that movie.
I've turned so many people onto that movie, and when they watch it, they're just like, that's a fucking fantastic movie.
Yeah, it's a
Christian Bale was amazing in it, and David Bowie.
Right.
Yeah.
Michael Caine.
It was Michael Caine. Oh, it's a bloody double. Fantastic.
I learned a great thing from him on that movie.
Did you?
We were doing a scene together, and the crew, bless you, the crew were laughing at something out loud, and everyone goes, "Great, let's move on." He goes, "No, let's go again. We've got to go again." I said, "Why are you doing it?" It was great. He goes, "Mate, if the crew are laughing, it won't be funny on film." He said, "Funny on film has to be smaller, way smaller. Otherwise, it's too big for the screen." Yeah.
And then he just said, what do you know?
I said, "Man, people are laughing. I'm there. What are you talking about, Bob? The grip, he laughs. The grip is laughing. Come on."
Wow, what an amazingly smart way to look at it.
Right?
The crew laughing, it might be good for the ego in the moment, but it's not what you're going for. That's, wow.
That's pretty brave.
Yeah.
To think that way, right?
All I would want to talk to Michael Caine about is how attractive he was in Dressed to Kill. What a great movie that was. He's running around with the wig, slashing people.
Course.
Oh, he's just fantastic.
Well, you know what movie there aren't many laughs in, I gotta say. Prisoners. I'm bringing
a romantic comedy.
I'm bringing it right back around.
It's a really good movie, man. I don't know if we even promoted it properly.
And it's in theaters. It's a really good movie. It is this Friday, obviously the 20th, and Jake Gyllenhaal is also.
He's awesome.
Oh, right, yeah, Jake Gyllenhaal's in it.
It's really fantastic.
Yeah.
It's a great cast: Paul Dano, Melissa Leo, and Terrence Howard, Viola Davis.
That creep. Oh my God.
Yeah. Don't give it away.
No, I'm not saying a word. I am not.
Are you, when you film something like this, are you nervous the first time you see it, or do you kind of watch the dailies, or do you never watch them?
No, I'll occasionally watch. They'll have monitors on set, and I'll occasionally watch that. But I watch it less when you're with a great director, because at the end of the day, the hard thing about acting is it's a director's medium. It's not your job. You do your job, and you give them 5 options of a scene, and they choose their one. You don't go. No one invites the actor into the editing room. Just say, which one do you think's best?
Yeah.
Are you happy with this one? So it's always a little nerve-wracking because, unlike stage, you're giving your performance to someone else to edit and chop and change.
Have you ever thought, like, oh man, I wish they would have used another take?
Occasionally, to be really honest, quite often I'm like, man. That scene was not as good when we shot it as they made it.
Oh,
no.
Okay.
I've been lucky. Good editors can make things funny, and I go, I don't remember that funny at all. Yeah, with timing. They can fix your timing if your timing's off. They can cut things that really don't work. If your acting sucks, they can play on the other actor so no one notices,
They're the most underrated people in Hollywood, by the way, our editors.
Yeah. The most difficult thing is that.
Breaking news. We heard you want a Cronut.
This is the Cronut creator.
Are you kidding me?
No, Dominic.
He's the guy?
That's the guy.
This is so bizarre to me, because I go past your shop, and they are around the block, and I think, I wouldn't mind one, but I'm not going to wait there for anyone else.
Exactly.
In fact, did you come to me?
You told you came to the bakery.
Huh?
Somebody you go to.
Oh, no, I go by there many times. No, what happened was, at one point, I wanted one, and I went there, I was waiting, and then someone waited for me, and all of that.
Oh, okay.
Someone actually who worked with me went to go in. Sorry, guys, we've hijacked
No, this is great.
Because how many Cronuts are there, by the way?
There's 3.
Well, this is awkward.
Oh boy, there's 4
really
people.
Awkward.
Please.
You take
Oh, really?
Have a Cronut.
With a fig. Look at this.
Is that what that is?
Flavor for this one. We change the flavor.
Hold on, let me get a mic on you there.
Right now.
All right, here we go.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
Enjoy it.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Hugh Jackman is trying a Cronut.
Pretty good. Is it a good? Well,
I'll cut a piece off of the
jelly on the inside.
There's
I really
jam in there and mascarpone cream.
I really do guess he's not doing another Wolverine.
Now,
Hugh,
he's shoving Cronuts in his face.
That's an hour in the gym you just did.
Yeah.
That's an hour.
That's an hour. Just 5 minutes.
For a minute. Yeah, I'm going to leave the rest of it.
Yeah.
Eat it while I'm at the gym.
He has a souffle too.
Oh well.
This is his new
I brought you
creation.
something here.
Did you have some? It was good.
Oh my God.
Magic souffle.
Yeah, guys.
So it's a souffle that is uncollapsible. It's a portable souffle. It's chocolate souffle with Grand Marnier. It is encased inside orange brioche.
Fantastic.
Something really, really fun. You have to try this.
I will try that.
Oh my God.
I have to now. I have to.
I have to.
Do you want to try it now?
Sound like no, you have
It
to.
does sound like a threat.
Yeah, really.
You have to try it now.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to switch you off.
Yes.
What is your name, by the way?
I'm Dominic.
Dominic, congratulations on creating
Thank you very
literally
much.
the most sought-after piece of food in the city.
Isn't that crazy?
Have you been down there in the morning? 7
There's
a.m.
lines of people.
The block. 7 a.m.
Crazy.
Yeah.
You should just open up a
Do you
factory
have
that
like
just
a
pumps them out.
nightclub mentality? Like, do you think, you know what? We really, we could have them all in the shop, and I'm going to keep them out there waiting and just
Rope the
create
place off.
Yeah, rope it off.
Well, we keep creating pastries all the time, and we are getting more and more people every day. So
only inviting the beautiful
keep everyone
people.
excited.
Yeah.
And that's just love it.
I can see why they're excited.
I'll be honest, that was really fantastic.
Yeah.
The Cronut was fantastic?
Yeah, that was fantastic.
Yeah.
It's worth the wait?
Yeah, it was a damn good bite of food.
Well, we didn't have to wait, though.
Now,
That's the souffle.
This you can pick it up and just like.
The hell is it?
That's the new creation from the Cronut guy.
It
looks like something. It looks like something the great Danton would use.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Cheers, man.
Cheers.
Oh, look at that. Sharing a souffle.
The magic.
Is it good?
That is really cool. The portable souffle.
Wow.
See, that's now I've got something to take home that my family will be happy with.
That's another hour in the gym, though.
Yeah.
You're going to be in the gym all day now.
Just another 5 minutes.
It's not, exactly. It's not much.
By the way, the nerve of me. Hugh Jackman takes a bite, so I'm like, it's okay for me too. Like we have the same bodies that we're working with. That's what you do. Well, I'll eat something and I'll see somebody in perfect shape eat it. I'm like, if Hugh can have
he's eating it, I can,
sure.
By the way, I'll
tack
do
on
a
a few
couple of
pounds.
tips I learned about this.
Yeah.
Statistically, if you go to town for breakfast, like people go to town for dinner.
Yeah.
And it is so much harder for your body to come back from that because you're going to sleep, right? So you can never metabolize. But you can almost, like if I'm on a vacation, I have to stay in shape, I'll go to town at breakfast.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the day stay good, and your body will be fine. You won't change.
Are you good at making yourself like go to the gym if you don't want to? Because I found that if I don't have something scheduled, I literally will find a way to not do it.
Well, if I was in your shoes, I wouldn't go. But you got to remember, on May 28th, when the movie comes out, I'm on a 40-foot screen, and people are, and then I'm like, I really should have gone. So it's total fear.
Have you ever seen yourself?
And
not like what you saw?
Watched the first X-Men, because I had 3 weeks to prepare for that. There's a scene in the middle of that, which is we shot first, me going down that blue hallway.
Yeah.
Trust me, there is nothing superhero about it. And the director told me, he didn't tell me at the time, he said, yeah, man, I had to shoot around, I was shooting up, we're getting a glimpse of the shoulder.
Holy shit, really?
Yeah, I was a little flabby.
I'm going to have to watch that.
Right, and so what he did was, he goes, the first scene in the cage, I'm going to shoot that the last day, and you got 4 months, man, to get into shape. And I said, yeah, but people are going to get to the middle of the movie, they're going to see that thing. And he goes, no, that's not how it works. The people's minds...
They'll love you already.
No, they only see the first image. So no one, even people who've seen that movie, remember me in that first image, right, from the cage, and they don't even think about it from that moment on.
That'd be funny. You watch it now and realize you look like John Candy. It's like, wow, he was Jeez, I never noticed.
They're saying he has to leave.
He's got to go.
Of course, he's very busy.
This was great
That's
for
right,
us, man.
Trainer.
Right, exactly. They're feeding him. Get him out of there.
Hugh never wants to leave. Hugh spent like 4 hours with us. He's coming back tomorrow.
He's promoting Prisoners. It's in theaters this Friday, September the 20th. Of course,
movie.
Jake Gyllenhaal's in it. The great Terrence Howard, who's amazing, and Melissa Leo. And it's real Hugh Jackman on Twitter. If you want to,
I'm also promoting Cronut, so let's be honest.
Yes, well, of course. You pretty much did a commercial for the guy.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I'm not lining up ever again. I want you to know that.
Yeah.
I'm coming to the front.
Are you sure not?
No, I'm going to come. I want you to say it now on air. I can come straight to the front of the line.
I'm sorry, you can't get it.
He's that guy.
That's ridiculous. I'm going to tell you, I love
Not
you
even Hugh
more
Jackman.
now. I think that's cool. That's
Damn.
Hey, does he need to promote anything? Because we're going to end here. Everything's good?
Bakery.
Huh?
Dominique Ansel Bakery.
Dominique Ansel.
Yeah, where is it, bro?
Yeah.
189 Spring Street.
189 Spring Street.
Pleasure to meet the Cronut guy. And, of course, Hugh Jackman.
The great
My
Hugh
God.
The great Hugh Jackman.
Prisoners
Thanks so
in
much,
theaters
guys.
Friday. This Friday. It's a great movie, man. I'm telling you, you're going to really like this one. And I hope Hugh Jackman comes back and sees us. That would be wonderful.
Yes.
I think we're done for today.
That would be great.
All right.
This is the Opie and Anthony Podcast. Find the show on Twitter @Opie Radio, @Anthony Cumia, and @Jim Norton. And on SiriusXM every weekday.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Rock, what are you doing?
Oh, no. Okay. Sorry.
All right. How much cinnamon does he do? Wait,
How many times is he going to get off the hook?
I know.
Wait, you can't grab the water at first.
He could do whatever he wants.
Yeah, I don't want to see
me
you
hold-
out get
yeah,
sick,
hold
man.
the water. All right.
Right there.
What's the cinnamon challenge?
You got to
now?
give it to him if he really needs it. 'Cause we
Here,
can't have
let
this
me do
idiot
that
show.
Take a teaspoon.
It's supposed to be a tablespoon.
Just give him a teaspoon. Let's see what this does.
Healthy.
We're not going to use the little sprinkle that will take 9 days to get it on the fucking.
9 days.
Is this the biggest one you got? Yeah.
Just
You
make
probably do a bigger one. It would be. You could.
make it heaping.
Well, that's what I wanted. A bigger spoon. You don't have a bigger spoon?
All right, just make that one heaping.
pour it on
so
there.
this isn't even the real cinnamon challenge.
That's enough.
All right.
I know. He's treating it like it's your ice cream.
All right.
All right. I'll fucking blow this in your face like a fucking voodoo woman. All right. Come here. Come here, Pookie. I'm going to just open your mouth.
Dave from Philly, the UPS line is that linger longer line.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
Okay.
Fuck it up.
E-Rock is attempting.
Yeah, right, E-Rock.
Smoke is coming out of him.
He's smoking.
What is it?
You're right, E-Rock.
He's like that old wrestler. Water, you asshole.
Holy shit, a whole cloud came out. Drink a little water. Inhale. Breathe
Water.
slow.
Water.
Breathe slow.
Through your nose, fuckface.
You all right?
He's cute.
Jesus.
Breathe water. Drink water.
This is the most horrible thing I've ever seen.
You gotta drink water.
Drink water.
Drink water.
Drink a little water.
Something just came out of his forehead.
You okay?
Water just came out of his forehead.
E-Rock.
Water.
It smells so nice in here, though.
It does.
It smells like cinnamon toast.
Smells like Christmas.
This is the cloud of cinnamon that went across the
E-Rock.
line. Give us a thumbs up if you're all right.
Shut up.
Holy shit. E-Rock, we just want to make sure you're okay.
You can't breathe.
He's all right. He's all right.
Just slowly, very slowly.
You gotta
slowly. It's like mustard gas. Take a little bit of water, just a little in your mouth. A little in your mouth.
Little sip.
Yeah, someone get him a napkin.
Are you puking?
Or just gargle and spit the water out.
Yeah, gargle and spit the water
Very
out.
slow breaths.
No, breathe like
And
you have to breathe like you're giving birth. Like that.
holy shit. Dude, that was fucking bad. All right. Take a little sip of water.
Blood?
No.
Cinnamon.
Cinnamon.
That?
That's cinnamon. That's cinnamon. All right, you're okay.
It turns reddish
No,
when
that's
mixed
blood.
with blood.
No.
No, go ahead. Just,
That's not a blood. That's actually a blood clot. I think
No.
that's part of your
His
liver.
poor face is all red from like.
You
almost
okay?
Like he got...
just breathe.
Wow,
Just
man.
breathe.
What the fuck is that stuff? I never heard of that.
What does that do?
I can't. Do you want to do it again?
What's the matter?
Let him.
Wow.
Shut up.
Nasty, man.
That is bad. Slow breaths, E-Rock.
Yeah.
Just slow. Oh, he's throwing up.
All right.
Wow.
See, this is where I wish Flea Man was our intern. Because we would have him do this, and if anything happened, no one would care.
You all right, E-Rock?
What a weird reaction that is, though. I would never have fucking.
See, even the water, he can't drink
go
water
down, right?
because the cinnamon keeps going down.
But you know what? This is the weird thing is that this cures cancer if you do this once.
Shut
You'll
up.
always no seriously. You'll be immune to cancer.
Shut up, E-Rock. Yeah, just stay like that. Just keep breathing. Yeah.
Breathe through your ears.
Any more blood coming out? Where was it coming from? Your throat?
Artery.
Dude, it was a hunk of blood.
Take his pulse. See how fast it's going. I bet it's going like really fast. No one knows how to take a pulse either in here. Jesus Christ. Bunch of fucking clowns. Just the slightest bit of water, E-Rock.
No one wants fingerprints
Not a
on
lot.
a dead body.
Not a lot. I think you passed it.
Yeah.
All right.
Opie.
All right, get another spoonful.
Opie's an ass. He Because nobody wants fingerprints on a dead body.
Wow.
Nobody wants to be CSI'd for fucking
Well,
it.
once again, it doesn't work. You can't do that. You can't eat.
Wait, you know
cinnamon.
what? Before we decide, did he really try? Though?
Shut the fuck up. Yes, he did.
I just want to make sure.
man.
Just easy on the water. That's good. Just make sure you take some breaths.
Wow.
Wow, yeah. Wow.
What can you talk yet? What did it feel like?
Yeah.
Like how long in your mouth? It was like,
How
what, a
long?
couple seconds?
It was a split second.
What happened?
But then the reaction took a long time.
Hold on. What we saw was a dust of cinnamon. It was like a cinnamon cloud come flying out of his nose and his mouth at the same time.
That's got to be slow mode, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Was it like blowing an Iraqi?
Wait till you see this video on YouTube
Oh
later
my
today.
God.
So what was it feeling like, man? Did it burn?
No, you try to swallow it, and it clogs up your throat, so your throat kind of like convulses and pushes it up. So it shot out my mouth, went up the back through my nose and into like my sinuses.
Oh.
And from the smoke, it went into my eyes, which was an added bonus, I guess.
Cinnamon in the eyes.
The
Yeah.
freshest breath though.
But
a little
it's
cinnamony.
It is very
It's
cinnamony.
still kind of stuck.
That was scary,
between
man.
The
Stuck.
nose and the mouth.
That was
You at one
fucking
point
scary.
couldn't breathe.
Yeah, my throat closed.
That's fucking scary.
And you turned red, and then what happened? Like you were able to really.
My like right in here started.
Your diaphragm.
Yeah, started going nuts and started just like making me heave and.
Can you look up how many people have died doing that? What are you looking at?
It looks like blood vessels just all around his eyes just popped.
Yeah,
because
man, it did. Yeah.
Around his eyes, they're all red.
Look at yourself in the
Holy
mirror.
shit! Are you
Yeah,
kidding?
look at me.
You should have seen the spoonful that Bob gave him.
Yeah, Bob.
Oh no! See, I wasn't even.
That's good, Trev. I'm glad you're on the payroll, you company ass.
Way to go, Bob.
I gave.
You almost killed E-Rock.
Come here, E-Rock. Let me
Rewind
see
and
your
hear
eyes.
you going heaping. That's all I
E-Rock,
need.
let me see your eyes. I want to see his eyes. Turn you sideways.
It's like the
Holy
right
fuck,
side by
turn
his
this
socket.
way. Wow, yeah, right here.
On the corners?
You're gonna have like black eyes.
Yeah,
Two
those are
black
just,
eyes.
He just popped blood vessels from pushing.
Yeah, no shit. That'll like fucking.
Jesus, apparently
That'll
you never
make him
watched
have.
Law and
Those are
Order.
gonna have black eyes.
You all right,
He's got
E-Rock?
two shiners.
No, he's not gonna have black
Poor
eyes.
sweetie.
Are you coming back now? The water going down easier?
No.
We gotta have an EMS on if we do shit like that, man. I don't want to see her get hurt.
If, when.
An EMT, you mean?
Yeah, what? EMS.
EMS. Or
UPS guy.
Look, we did our research. We
Yeah.
saw a hot
FBI.
chick. We saw a hot chick do it on YouTube. We figured we were safe.
You're okay, man. You'll be fine, but.
We are so never doing that again.
We should all get him cinnamon
Holy
something
shit.
for Christmas.
Why would you ever do that again? We got the greatest reaction ever.
I know.
That's
but
the best
never
cinnamon
do it
challenge.
again.
Can I want to
Video
know
ever.
what it is though that makes your body not.
Oh,
Whoa.
wow, wow.
That's good. He catches it in his hand. He's a good boy. But is it the cinnamon or is there other stuff that works like that?
I don't know.
It's the cinnamon is like he said. It's a
Thanks,
dry
Doc.
thing. Well, he asked the question. I wanted to give you an answer. I didn't know you were going to
that.
set me up. You
5 minutes ago, no, but I didn't realize you were going to try to answer like fucking Marcus Welby.
Well,
when 3 minutes ago you're giving
All
him a
right, we got
fucking
hey,
teaspoon of
excuse me, we got a doctor.
Oh, cool. Hope it's Kevorkian.
Mike from, are you from Wisconsin?
Hello?
Are you from
Hi.
Wisconsin?
Oh.
Hey, boys, I'm from Pennsylvania.
Oh.
So you're not a cheesehead? Hey, what's up, boys? How are you?
All right,
Listen, guys,
Marcus
I'm an
Welby.
anesthesiologist. I'm listening to you guys here, and what happens when you put that powder in your mouth and your first reaction is to breathe, that powder goes right down in your lungs, and it causes your vocal cords to go into spasm. It's called a laryngospasm. And then your lungs go into bronchospasm, and it's just a nasty, nasty reaction.
Can you die from that shit?
Absolutely.
Oh,
Wow.
my God.
If you get enough of that shit down there on top of your vocal cords actually will close completely shut. And it's called laryngospasm. And yeah, you can You could freaking die from that if you get too much shit down there.
So then
That's what
why is cinnamon legal?
Because you're not supposed to take a tablespoon of it.
I'm not even joking. Like I remember as a kid, like I would like to eat cinnamon.
Yeah, but that was cinnamon
I swear
sugar.
to God.
You
That was
never ate cinnamon
cinnamon
like
sugar,
that.
I guess.
Cinnamon sugar you can eat.
What's going on, boys? All right.
Wait, sir, what other powders will do that?
Any kind of powders like that. As soon as you put it in your mouth and you take a breath, it just goes right down into your lungs, and then it causes bronchospasms down in your lungs. Now, E-Rock's going to feel like shit the rest of the day because that stuff is down still in his lungs.
He's
He's probably going to be coughing that crap up the rest of the day.
Is he going to be all right though?
Yeah, he'll be fine.
What about sperm? Is that okay?
Sperm? I don't know. All right, boys, punching out.
All right.
Have a good day.
Oh, it'll be on the website. Just shut up.
Well, Eric looks
Friggin' people are
miserable.
bitching at me for missing it on Pal Talk. Sometimes I'm not. When I think E-Rock is dying, I'm not focusing a fucking camera.
Yeah, Rich in Ohio. Rich.
I almost killed E-Rock. I can't believe that's the funniest one ever. I almost feel terrible that I called.
Oh, because he suggested to watch the video. You all right there, E-Rock?
I'm sorry, E-Rock.
E-Rock, you all right?
E-Rock, you all right?
I don't know.
What does it feel like?
You want to go to the hospital?
What?
Do you want to go home?
No, I'm very lightheaded right now.
Do you want to
Well,
go
you
home?
were breathing and stuff. Why don't someone take him down somewhere?
Why don't you lay down?
Do you want E-Rock, why don't you go lie down?
Why don't E-Rock go somewhere?
You want me to go to the
It's like
store?
fucking-
Get you something? Do you want
it's
some
like fiberglass.
Do you want some cinnamon Altoids
Yeah.
or some cinnamon toast? Some big red.
Oh God, that is awful.
E-Rock, why don't you take the rest of the day off, and then we'll talk about how you told me to shut up tomorrow.
Ah, there it is. A Coke. That's the biggest thing on your fucking mind. That he told you to shut the fuck up.
We'll deal with that little issue tomorrow. Take the rest of the day off.
Just relax and come back for your beheading. You're feeling a little better.
You want to sit on the reclining chair there, E-Rock, and recline a little bit?
No, I'm all right.
That'll make you feel better.
Yeah, E-Rock, why
You
don't
might as well
sit
get
down?
comfy. Get comfortable, man.
Normally, you're not permitted in those
What
chairs.
about how about our?
We'll talk about how you told me to shut up.
Can somebody get him a tissue so he can blow his nose?
shit.
No.
That is horrible.
Our EMT friends, are they in the area? Maybe they could come by and just check out the E.
Let's go. We do this
E-Rock,
in
you
a
all
timely
right?
fashion.
Now,
8 hours after he's dead, they show up.
You're all right. He's
I
up.
mean,
He's
he
up and
could have
around.
really died.
I
though.
know that.
He could have
Well,
really.
that's part of the suspense.
What?
E-Rock,
Like,
seriously, all right? Sit down in that chair for a while.
Yeah,
We
you
wanna-
sit down
we
in
wanna
that
observe
chair.
You. We wanna
You're
observe you.
king for a day. You get
That's
to sit
right.
there.
Yeah.
Sit down with your cinnamony lungs. Big show
Yeah.
off.
He's gonna shit now too. He said,
There he
right?
is.
Now he's drinking Diet Coke. It's good.
Let's say hi to
That's
Jason
it.
and
the seltzer or the bubbles will help.
I want to do that cinnamon
clear it
challenge.
out.
What,
No,
really?
you don't.
No, I won't.
Jason in Indiana.
Like fat little
Snort
neck.
it. That'd be great.
The about this is that that's the best E-Rock's breath has ever been.
Oh, jeez.
Oh boy.
The Opie and Anthony Podcast.
We got to talk to E-Rock, too, because I think I go up on, I move a spot up on his hero list. If Vince McMahon's out of the picture.
No, you weren't. Vince wasn't in between you and number one.
Oh,
it was
really?
just his dad.
What was that
his
again?
dad and you. It was his MySpace list of heroes in his life. And what was it? Number one
Is his father.
Then
me.
Number two,
Opie.
Greg Opie Hughes.
Right.
Was number two. And I didn't even make the list.
Can I ask E-Rock something? Now, as far as I'm concerned, is it Greg Hughes, the actor that plays Opie on the Opie and Anthony show, or is it the character that I portray on the show?
It did say Opie.
Oh, all right.
And Hulk Hogan was 3, right?
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan was 3. So you're squeezed between his dad and
See,
Hulk Hogan.
I got confused because I thought Vince McMahon was on the list.
He was a little further down.
Oh, but he was on the
How many heroes
list?
do you have?
I think there was like 12.
He had like 12. Yes, Stan?
And like anything else we make fun of Eric for, he then removed it from his page within 12 hours.
Of course.
Did you really? What was your MySpace page? El Ducho Bago?
Why did you remove me from, or you removed the heroes list?
The whole list.
Why?
We all have heroes.
Hello.
All right, Vince McMahon.
Oh, he's
Wait,
nervous.
Why did you remove it? What's wrong with you?
Because we made fun of him.
Yeah. I want your heroes list back up there.
I want to know what the heroes list was.
And I want to be moved up past your father.
Wow. That's a tall order. Past dear old dad?
Yeah, why not? Why not?
You rock.
And do it on Father's Day.
Yeah, do it on Father's Day. And make sure you send out a MySpace bulletin that your dad gets.
Wait.
I got an update on my MySpace account. Just want everyone to go there and check out the updates. And your father gets it and realizes he's been knocked down a notch.
Yeah. Eric, I just want to know. Now, heroes are very important things in life, people. You usually know and are able to convey why they are indeed heroes. Your father. Why is your dad a hero? Besides just, making you, why is your dad your hero?
And why is there not Bette Midler music playing under this?
Bette Midler music.
Whatever. Why is that song? Why is Wind Beneath My Wings not playing?
That's true. Did you ever know
stupid.
that you're my
went with
hero?
Mariah Carey, Hero.
Yeah?
Myself, sure. That's the greatest hero song.
Is it? I don't know that one.
I think that's
But
the number one hero song.
Eric aspires to be things. So
Yes.
Because you might be the wind beneath his wings, but technically you don't walk in his shadow. That's true. You don't.
I need to be a huge windstorm to be the wind beneath his wings.
That's true. He's singing to this tsunami.
I wish it was Friday so I could point and laugh.
It's not point and laugh Friday.
So you
it's
could just
Fun
laugh.
Fact Thursday.
Fun Fact Thursday.
Fun fact Thursday. Eric is too fat to be lifted by a little wind.
Oh.
No disrespect. I mean, it's a
It was a
fact.
fun fact. What happened, E-Rock?
You don't need.
You can't find that?
Any music? Yeah, I got it.
What do
you got it? Okay,
Please,
play it a little.
Hey,
Play a little
I'm
bit
your
of it.
hero. You better play mine.
No, this is
Yeah,
definitely-
see? I knew you'd pick my song over yours, Jimmy.
I did too.
Now, E-Rock, your dad.
Yeah.
Why is your dad a hero for you?
It's good with money. Very good with
Good
money.
with money.
He,
Why, does he know how to steal it from other people on his staff when he wins a lotto off a ticket that was supposedly community property of the rest? Forget it.
He's good with money, which means he knows how to send E-Rock a lot of money.
Oh, is that it? He's good with money. He gives it to me.
But way to find a really emotionally valid reason. to love your
Yeah,
father.
a hero. The bank should be a hero then.
See, money shouldn't come up. It should be like stuff like when I need him, he's there for me. And even though
don't give him ideas.
And even though he lives in West Palm Beach and I'm up here in New York, I can call him anytime.
Why do you love your father so much? He never forgets to carry the 6. All right, good.
So why else would you say Dad is a hero?
Wait, who stopped this bit? Because I know where you're going. And I don't want to see him cry again. You made him cry last time you did this bit.
I just want to know why his dad is a hero, and then I might go to number 2.
You are going to go to number 2.
I might have to go to number 2.
And then what happened last time, he got very serious and gave you a serious answer, and I openly laughed at him, and he ran out of the studio crying.
And I'll tell you why.
Forgot about that. Come on.
Yeah.
I'll tell you why he picked your song.
Yeah.
Because that song wouldn't hit him as hard as the Bette Midler song.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, the Bette Midler song would have hit him a little too hard.
That's why he didn't play that.
Yeah, he might have gotten a little choked up.
That's both loaded.
Oh, okay.
All right, continue, Ant. I know how this is going to end.
Well, I just want to know, all right, let me think. Even though, because I just want to try to relate to this a little, even though my dad, he wasn't exactly the most responsible guy in the world.
Is your dad a hero?
Yes. My dad's one of my heroes. I look up to him, even though he was very irresponsible as a father. He was a very fun guy to hang out with and talk to. Like, he enlightened me as far as life goes, real life, not that fake, phony kind of things that dads sometimes tell their kids. It's things that they think they should tell their kids about life. My dad really gave it to me straight, told me about life, let me do a lot of things and make mistakes to learn by them. You know, the analogy of falling off a horse and getting back on it? I actually literally had to do that, falling off a horse and getting back on. A lot of, he called me gave me a girl for my birthday.
Instead of a 10-speed bike, you got a girl.
Right. I got to have sex.
At 13?
With a girl.
That's amazing.
And that was all thanks
13?
to my hero dad. Yes.
13.
Yes, 13.
I got a 10-speed bike. Anthony got a broad.
I got a broad. And it was just, he treated me like an adult. And it was very good. And my dad, yes, one of my heroes, even though I do talk about him yelling at my mommy and making me very scared and giving me stomach aches and throwing spaghetti against the wall.
My dad was my hero, and I miss him.
Aww.
Jimmy, what about
sad.
your swinging dad?
Yeah.
Yeah. Old wave it in your face, Pop. Of course. No, my father's a very sweet guy. He's very emotional. He's very affectionate. My dad's a very nice guy.
Yeah, very supportive of you, too.
Very supportive. Both
That's
my parents
good.
are. So
Now, E-Rock, aside from money,
Exactly.
you cold fish, what your father...
He's a hero because he's good with money?
He's good with money.
Put that other song on before I bite your face. Put that lovely Bette Midler song on.
I want to hear
happen
Bette
to like
Midler
that.
now.
Oh, all right.
Now we go to Bette Midler.
All right, continue.
As E-Rock then says, now, besides the money, E-Rock, why is your dad your hero, number one hero?
Well, he's been very supportive as far as work and education.
Don't bite everybody else's hero
I'm
things
not.
what they just gave for their dads.
No, we butted heads a lot as far as education decisions, career decisions, things like that. But whatever I chose, he was very supportive and.
I thought you were going to say you guys butted heads as you were both reaching for the donut.
Oh, damn.
My dad's not fat.
That isn't even nice.
Yeah, but they don't know that out there. That's what makes it funny for them in Tucson, right? Tucson.
So he's supportive of what you did.
Rock.
Good. Any other reasons why he would be your hero? Think of what a hero is to people. Inspiration, things like that.
Yeah. There's some things that he's done that I don't think I'm really allowed to mention because he doesn't want it known that he did it.
Hitman, nice.
Child pornography.
Right.
What can't you mention?
Oh, Christ.
Probably had the bullies killed. They used to pick on him. He kind of has that look like he could have been involved in some things.
He could have been.
Actually, E-Rock's father is a really good guy.
Yeah.
I just got to step
Well,
out of my
that's
role
good.
on the show.
All
for a
right, the
second.
dad thing is nice. You almost feel like it's mandatory that a dad be a hero because if he's not, then you know you're kind of in a screwed up way. So that's cool. Let's move on to number 2.
Do we have?
Yes. Opie is your number 2 hero, right there below Dad. Now, what makes Opie a hero to you? Hero, not inspiration, things like that. I mean, that hero is a very strong word.
It is. It's somebody that it's a love. It's not
like I have a great.
Who's your number 2?
I have a great professional respect for Opie and Jimmy. It's a professional respect.
More me than Jimmy, though?
I wouldn't call them heroes. You got me the gig. I'm not stupid. What would I be, getting Jimmy water at his shows? Christ.
Uncomfortable.
No, he'd have been a dope if he said anything else. Good point.
But like a hero is, that's a strong word. What makes Opie the number 2 hero on your list?
Hero is love, E-Rock.
It really is.
All right, perhaps I wasn't.
Don't you back out now.
Not backing out, but
number 2. If he was number 8,
taking hero as literally as you seem to be taking it.
Oh, hey!
Oh,
maybe I'm my definition of hero is a little different than yours. What, casual pal?
Yeah, what's your idea of hero?
You put Dad at number 1. That should prove that your interpretation of what hero is very important and very strong because it's your father. Right. Yeah. So number 2, either there's a big drop-off, which is an insult, or he's your hero. Why is Opie your number 2 hero?
There's no way this isn't going to sound bad. All right.
Be truthful. And you could do the truth. Don't try to think of something.
No, I'm not.
Don't try to be cool.
Yeah, just be truthful.
Go ahead. Just look down. I'm not looking at you.
Shut your eyes and really think about it and go.
I'm drawing a blank here.
Hero.
No, but that's not good. You're editing yourself.
Yeah, let's go.
Don't be editing yourself.
Put yourself out there for once. It's okay.
Okay. When you guys came back to New York, I was working in some crappy top 40 station. And upon hearing your guys' show, I learned a different way to do radio, opened my mind, expanded it to a couple other areas in this business.
Just trying to figure out where the you guys splits off into Opie.
Yeah, that's inspired.
I want to see where I don't make the list at all, and Opie's number 2.
See, that hurts Anthony deep down. He'll never admit it, but.
Well, Anthony knows.
Give me a little REM. Everybody hurts.
It needs a little.
That's what I want. I want everybody hurts. By the way, this made E-Rock cry last time. Everybody hurts.
That's all you want from this segment. All right,
there we go.
Cry, but
all right, continue.
So now, me and Opie, the show, it inspired you, taught you. Opie's the number 2 hero.
Yeah.
Continue.
Stop with the safe answers. Get to the meaning.
Yeah.
Okay.
Soon to be number 1.
Meaningful. Right.
When the time came around where it looked like you guys were coming back to satellite radio, which company wasn't determined yet, but Opie contacted me and offered me a position to come back to come to the show.
What type of relationship did you envision having with Opie? A guy you respected and hero worshipped. What type of relationship did you envision having with him?
Pretty much how it is now.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
By the way, we contacted you because there was no one else.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Well, there's no one else. Might as well pick a fan of the show. We'll be able to boss him around a little more than others. Because if you get a guy that's actually been in a bunch of markets, he's not going to listen to us. He's not going to try as hard.
We need a pushover.
We need a pushover.
I don't believe E-Rock when he says pretty much the way it is now. I want to know truthfully, what did you think your relationship, or what did you want? What kind of relationship did you want?
Seriously, to be part of the show. Like, to be, well, not to this extent of the trashing that I take on a daily basis. But
does it ever hurt you? Does Opie ever hurt your feelings?
Not in a long time, I don't think so. No.
Oh, not in a long time.
When does he hurt your feelings for real?
I would say about 2 minutes ago.
Yeah, but when the mics are off, you know what? It's a little different. And I don't even need to explain that on the air.
No.
I'm confident in myself. He's confident in what he does, and it's different when we're not
How
on the air.
could he be?
You kidding me? He's
no one
hanging
else
on.
is.
The only thing preventing him from blowing his head off with a shotgun is the thing that it might get better.
All right, let's be honest. I barely know you exist.
I want to know, when has Opie hurt your feelings?
I don't remember.
I don't.
Yeah, you do.
No, seriously.
You remember every little raw moment. I just know that I know the relationship he wanted and the type of job he wanted here was like. You ever see those TV shows where there's the talk show host and the producer, and they hang out and talk to each other, and the guys in the booth going, and go, and there's this respect, and the talk show host talks to the producer and is like, what are we going to do about this situation? And the producer is in there. I think that's what E-Rock kind of envisioned.
A right-hand man type
right.
thing.
Yes. Sort of a right-hand man.
Yes, like an Ed and Johnny type of thing, like a two comrades in arms, in a way.
Yeah, you're in it together.
Yeah,
that's it.
I was looking for a right-hand man, and then I realized that he had a flipper for a hand.
The Opie and Anthony Podcast.
ABC, I'm looking at a story without a trace. I heard a teaser for it. It's cruise passengers lost at sea.
Yeah.
Apparently, that guy that they found that blood streak and he was missing and they still haven't solved it.
His wife.
From a while back, you think it was a wife and a couple of Russian guys.
They cleared her, though, man.
Yeah, there's a couple of Russian guys involved, and there was drinking and some gambling, and I don't know. Things just happen, and no one knows what it is. So now they're trying to figure out a way to keep people from missing, but apparently he's not the only guy. This now is a news story where they're scaring people. I want to know how many fucking people.
Have you ever been on a cruise ship?
Oh, I love it.
Dude, how can you not be missing? If you
Right.
ever walked on the edge of that platform
Uh-huh.
and just said, you know what? Let me just Let me just jump. Like, it's just like you just feel that. I think we talk about this, just that you feel the mermaid or whatever.
It's
you
the
know what that
fucking
is.
sirens
That siren. And I
calling
heard it.
you.
I wanted to jump off because the sea is so dominant over your life at that moment. And you just want to just go in there and do the Titanic sink just to see what the abyss is all about. And these it's easy to be missing on these boats.
Yeah,
man.
but you think it's suicide? You think it's people jumping?
I think I'm a strong-minded person because I get a lot of thoughts in my head that I control without medicine. You know what I'm saying? I can control violence.
Thank God.
I could control.
Thank God.
Suicide. Those thoughts creep in when you're just sitting around like, what the fuck is life all about? Let me just smash my face into a bus, right? Just, or kill a motherfucker just to see.
Right.
Just to see. But I have a natural medicine, that I can muster up in my whole body. But when I was on the ship, I was standing on the edge. I was doing something, I think, for Comedy Central or something. I was just standing on the end of that boat, and the darkness and the water swishing, and I know what those sailors back in
the 01,
the Christopher Columbus motherfuckers killed themselves. There's something calling you to jump in and kill yourself.
Especially back then when there was no, tuxedo night at the
that's why they
at
have
the dining
that stuff
room
to take
and
your
stuff.
mind off of killing yourself.
Is that what all the good stuff, the casino, the shows, the stop at the port so you could go to the beach and see some land? Because if they just leave you out there long enough without any distractions, everyone's jumping overboard.
Paranoia. I know there's some maritime documents somewhere.
Yeah.
From
some
1601.
oldie time written with a quill, like on brown curled up paper somewhere.
Like in the movie The Thing, when they find the Russian ship that all the Russians fought the monster, and there's the one last survivor who has a tape, and he's like, "Listen, don't and they have things like that from when people used to do all those that there's something calling me into the water.
Into the
people,
water.
And it's true, man. I wanted to. It's the weirdest thing.
And that's where these missing people on the cruise ships are.
And we got to get the audio because I was just watching it. They just showed a montage of guys that are missing. A whole freaking montage, one after another. Let's go to Jason in Maryland. Jason, what's up?
Not too much. What's up with you guys this morning?
We're all over the place.
Hanging.
We got lots to do.
Obviously. The reason I was calling is you guys were talking about the missing guy on that cruise ship with the blood stain and the Russian mafia and all that shit.
Uh-huh.
I was on that ship. That guy did not commit suicide. That's for goddamn
How do you know? Were you hanging out with him at the buffet?
No, I wasn't hanging out with him at the buffet, but I saw the blood, and I'm telling you, from the height where that guy's room was to that blood stain, there's no way just falling could create that amount of blood.
I was on the same ship before it went over to the Mediterranean.
Oh, yeah?
This guy was? Yeah, they were talking about how the ship was going from the Caribbean, where I was, and that it was going to be dry docked, refitted with some shit, and then they were going to send it over to the Mediterranean, and that's the cruise that the guy died on. So I know what it looks like off of those upper balconies, and there's no way to jump to the water from up there. You're hitting that overhang that hangs over the lifeboats.
Exactly.
And that seems to be where that big blood smear came from. He might have jumped, but I think there's too many things that going on. Those Russian guys.
And they were everywhere.
That seems to be a little sketchy there. Two Russian guys, the woman, the casino, kind of an argument.
They're not
yelling,
solve this one.
Yelling, and then shit in the room was yelling. She goes to sleep. He disappears. I don't know. You think he jumped though, Patrice? I don't know.
Nah. There's some foul play. Definitely some foul play.
They ought to put something on those ships where you can detect when someone goes in the water. What the fuck?
God.
Get some night vision in the water.
You're done if you fall in that ocean in the middle of that damn Atlantic or Pacific, wherever you are. It's just once you're in there,
done.
It's been a pleasure.
There is such nothingness out there that I couldn't imagine if you don't die the second you hit that water. Could you imagine bobbing up and down and watching that huge ship just pull away from you? And the darkness and the utter quiet. Like you'd hear that ship go away. And then you just... And it is so completely dark.
And you don't even hear that what's that buoy bell?
No. Ding ding.
In the distance, no, you don't.
Take a couple of
seagull, nothing.
Because
It
they
is
have nowhere
so-
to land out there.
Even
Do
with
you
the
cry?
motor going.
Do you cry? Like, as you're floating there, do you just
I think the fear
decide
just kills you.
just to take a deep breath?
I don't know.
The fear just kills you.
It depends on if you could try to commit suicide or if you fell off. You fell off, you are so fucked now. You're like, oh no.
Man.
And there's no help. And that horse shit you see on Love Boat where somebody falls off and there's a there's a lifesaver flying.
Yeah,
right.
Julie, the cruise director, throws you a fucking life preserver.
Man overboard. There's no fucking man.
happening.
If I jumped over when the sirens were calling me on that
Yeah.
ship, it would have just been a plunk. That
Yeah.
nobody except for somebody that was thinking about killing himself too
Yeah.
saw me jump.
Well, look at that.
Oh shit! Somebody.
I ain't doing this shit.
Yeah. This motherfucker jumped off the boat.
If you meant to kill yourself, you still got your crazy head on, so you're probably gonna just try to drown, whatever. If you fell overboard, I think the first thing that goes through your head is, what time is it? Who knows? Like in a split second, what time is it? Who knows I'm missing? How long is it going to take for people to think? As that thing is just going away, you're probably thinking, how long is it going to be before they realize I'm missing and turn this thing around?
And
They're not going to turn that cruise
turn it
ship
around
for you.
No.
That is collateral damage.
They'll just
bitch.
call the
You
Coast
are
Guard.
fair.
Well, our fuel supply just lets us get into
We got a tight schedule.
Fuck.
And you gotta find them in the ocean.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
And you gotta get coordinates of where you might be.
Done.
And then where you floated because all the
They should hand out little GPS badges to everybody in that case.
Now that's an
So
idea.
there's an idea.
Little
We
GPS.
got the audio of the story here.
You know, once you board a cruise ship, you really are in the hands of the cruise ship company. Whoops. But if something goes wrong, what happens? Who's responsible? Well, that is the subject of that special hearing on Capitol Hill this afternoon.
I can't talk.
And it comes just days after another cruise ship passenger has disappeared. When Royal Caribbean's Jewel of the Seas returned to Florida on Sunday, it had one less passenger than when it departed. A Canadian, 59-year-old Jill Begora, was last seen by her husband on Saturday morning as the ship approached the port of Nassau in the Bahamas. A search by a U.S. Coast Guard ship and the Bahamian Navy found no trace of her.
Bahamian
Her
Navy.
family just wants to know what happened.
It's just too much to comprehend, you know. I hope everything's all right, but you know how those things are sometimes.
You hope everything's all right. Are you insane?
You're hoping everything, like she's gonna turn up. Oh, I was just taking a swim.
Yeah.
I like swimming.
Then you just ask a question like, what's usually the percentage of when people are missing on these boats? What's the percentage that you find them
That
alive?
actually come back and
0.0001. They might have found one.
Can you please find them? And the
some
one
guy
guy
lost in the place where they keep like the vegetables,
Yeah.
way in the hold, somewhere in the bilge.
It's Tom Hanks.
I was looking for the pool deck,
No, some
and
ass
I
that-
ended up down here where the fucking
Some ass that forgot to take his medicine ends up in a meat locker somewhere.
somewhere
Find him
locked
couple
in a
days
meat
later.
locker. They never find you.
That chick, man, that was probably a bad marriage, and the guy figured out a way to get out of it.
Oh, you think? 'Cause that's probably it. Either you're killing yourself or someone is killing you. There's got to be people that plan it out and go, look, we'll be on a cruise ship.
Yeah, a slight push, and I'm
A little
I'm good.
drink, maybe slip her a little Mickey, and then give her the heave-ho. They'll never find her to do toxicology.
What goes through your mind to give your loved one, because there was a time you loved this person, what goes through your head as you're giving her the heave-ho?
Not even the heave-ho. What goes through your mind when because you're already committed at the heave-ho.
Right.
What goes through your mind when you're like, honey, we're going on a cruise. Like, and you hold the tickets up knowing I'm going to kill this fucking bitch.
The ticket wave.
Yeah, the ticket wave. You got both of them in your hand. You're waving them like a fan. Baby, we're going on a cruise.
And you know it's going to end with a heave-ho.
The heave-ho is somewhere in that
heave-ho.
itinerary.
Do you talk her
We
into-
got Nassau,
Right.
all right, and then we're going to St. Martin,
Right.
and then heave-ho,
Right.
and
Between Miami and Nassau, I'm doing the heave-ho.
Heave-ho.
And do you make sure she wears a special outfit so you can hold on to the outfit better to give,
I think
give yourself some leverage?
I think nude.
For the
I think you got to plan where your room is. You want your room at the back of the ship, right?
Buy the bitch a rock coat from Jamaica. This the new rock coat, man.
It's made of stone.
It's made of stone. Zip the rock coat and throw overboard. Here, throw this rock coat on, man.
You want to buy a beautiful rock coat? We'll braid her hair with some big stones.
It's a big stone, man. Yo, get the.
Did you get her the stone flip-flops too, man? Some fucking Jamaican knows the deal.
Here's the
The
song.
rock coat.
Here's a song that's playing as you're heave-hoeing.
All right. People dancing on the upper deck.
And you bump the bitch off right in the conga line. Come on, everybody.
Woo! Come on, one more time around the promenade. Oh. Sink like a rock, rock, rock.
Wear your rock coat. Come on, everybody.
All right, I'm going to try this. So, this is what's going on the deck.
Right.
You do the heave-ho.
Yeah.
Do you have a splash, Anthony? You're getting ready for the heave-ho, and everyone's having a good time upstairs. Hold on. So then you do the heave-ho.
First, you gotta get rid of her. Crack her on the head.
All right, you knocked her on the head.
But she's complaining.
Then the splash.
Oh, that was a splash?
Yeah, you got it.
All right, here we go.
That's what she hears.
That's a fucking boat.
Ooh, I found a friend. What goes through your mind? Oh no! And then reality sinks in and it's over.
That's the boat.
The boat's sailing away. That's the last thing you hear from civilization is fucking feeling hot.
Oh, that whole ocean will be green from my yellow piss and that
Oh,
blue water.
done.
I just would die.
All right, here we go. Here's more audio of passengers disappearing.
It is estimated that about a dozen people have disappeared on cruises in the last 2 years.
A dozen?
Legally, it is a murky area because the ships fly foreign flags. And so this afternoon, Congress will convene a special hearing into crimes and disappearances aboard cruise ships.
The bottom line is that we are suspicious, candidly, that there's some huge problems in the cruise line industry. And we think that people are not aware of some of the challenges and some of the potential problems they may encounter.
It's not a huge problem for the cruise industry. There are people out there that have figured out how to off a
loved one, a problem person. Yeah, like I said, you got to be on the back of the boat, one of the lower balconies, so that way no one, is going to see the body floating by. Once they're off the back of the boat.
Nobody's gonna anyway. You said you've been on a cruise.
Oh yeah.
You've been on a cruise, Opie?
Oh yeah.
There's no place anywhere in the boat that you can't die, and somebody will see you. You don't need a special plan for this. You just toss them off anywhere by the boat, anywhere, fall in. There's nobody to hear you. It's a giant mall. That's what the fuck.
Yeah.
It's not even something you enjoy to see. It's not even the ocean.
And you were doing late at night while everyone else is pretty much back in their
Snoozing,
rooms. And
3 in the morning. Whereas when this guy
a late
disappeared,
walk.
by the way.
Quick, easy murder of your wife on the boat. Ready?
Right.
This is so romantic. Look at the stars. We don't get to see those kind of stars in New York, do we, sweetie? Oh, my God, all the building light. Look at, wow, I think that one's Jupiter. Come here, bitch.
Let's go to Peter. Peter!
Yeah.
What's up, Peter?
So the real question I have is, if you're taking a cruise out to Nassau, do you throw her off the boat before or after you get there?
Well, if you want to enjoy the beach, I would say after, because it's hard to throw her off and look convincingly sad if you're then on the beach hanging with some chicks and an umbrella drink.
Right.
I just lost my wife. I can't find her, but I paid for the fucking cruise.
Right.
I might as well have a dirty banana.
Might as well
and,
enjoy it.
You know, I'm gonna have a few rum drinks and
some pina coladas for everybody.
Get my hair braided.
Like a rum swizzle right after throwing the bitch overboard.
All right, I'm buying.
The fucking
I'm sitting
rock
trying
coat
to figure out what
is
you do.
killing me, Patrice.
Get your rock coat.
Get your rock coat, man.
And these goofy motherfuckers are buying.
Oh, a rock coat.
Wow.
That rock coat is great.
We got a guy in the Coast
Made of
Guard.
rock, you know.
Bill, what's up?
Good morning, guys.
Hey.
My last duty station was in Sandy Hook, New Jersey. There, our area of responsibility was Lower New York Harbor, and we were out looking for a guy that fell off a Russian freighter. Tell you, man, there's no fucking way you're going to find somebody out there if they don't have a strobe light or anything with them.
Yeah.
Plus, we used to do live man overboard drills. We used to actually jump off the boat at nighttime with our strobe lights.
Wow.
You want to talk about fucking scary?
And this is a training drill where they know you're jumping. They're looking for you. You have a strobe.
And they still can't find you because the waves are bobbing up and down.
Yeah, all of a sudden that
where you lose
strobe
sight of 'em.
disappears and then comes back because he's bobbing in the waves.
What's the official can't find them time? Like, what's the official we did what we could time?
Yeah.
You just fucking look for him. You just look for him until they tell you to stop.
You kidding me? These Coast Guard guys, they just make one big circle and like look at their watches.
I
guess
this
we could
guy's
go back to
gone.
space.
And what's your call? Like, yo.
Yeah. All right, wrap it up.
You there? Hello.
I bet they're a little more tactful. I bet it's like,
Bravo, we're running a little low on fuel. We're going to be bringing it back. Yeah. No, I don't know. It's burning like crazy, the fuel. I think we got a problem because the gauge says a half a tank, but I'm sure we have less. We're going back. This motherfucker is so drowned. The mic is still keyed. Sorry.
How could you can't. It's just, who you fooling. It is what it is. You can't be mad about it. It's the ocean. It's unbelievable, man.
Yeah.
It's just so dark. And how deep is the deepest part of the Atlantic? What, 1,000 feet or something like
1,000.
that? A mile
You're
deep?
Talking.
After 10 feet, who cares?
All right, well, that sucked. Thanks for listening to the Opie and Anthony podcast. To hear the Opie and Anthony show 5 days a week live on satellite radio, online on your phone or tablet, or even on demand, go to SiriusXM.com. Also, interact with the Opie and Anthony show on Twitter, at Opie Radio, at Anthony Cumia, and at Jim Norton. On the next American War Stories. Battleground, Iraq. Robert Kelly deploys and within an instant realizes no man can prepare for war.
We thought we were gonna starve, so we brought little bars and stuff but there's gonna be no food. There was more. I gained 30 pounds in Iraq. You go to the buffet, there's Chinese food, mac and cheese, barbecue, pizza, ice cream. You could walk up to this ice cream and get as many ice cream bars and sundaes as you want.
But no matter how rich the rewards, every American soldier has to experience loss.
I was over there, I had 2 milkshakes. One of the Marines goes, "You gonna have both of those, fatty?" So I gave him one, and then my other one fell. I had to go back and get 2 more.
So tune in as we chronicle the victories and the defeats for American hero Bob Kelly
I broke my knee, man.
on the next American War Stories.